We'll see you on the live stream. Good luck and happy bidding. Cheers. Thanks, guys.
The 782 Motors live stream is starting in 10 seconds. Head to the top of the page to watch now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here at 782 Motors, we offer some of the most sought-after cars in Australia. We have an amazing facility filled with stunning classics, lowriders, and incredible muscle cars. He's the son of a classic car dealer and has grown up in this industry his whole life. He has earned a reputation as one of Australia's most respected collector car sales managers and is a wealth of rolling knowledge. Introducing Lockie McCann. Next up, the founder who built this place and brand from the ground up. He is responsible for the 782 empire that serves the collector car industry. He's the CEO of the show and owner of 782 Motors. Introducing Benjamin Atkinson. Welcome to 782 Motors, Australia's premier collector car auction house. Going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey guys.
Welcome to the live stream, the 782 auction, October auction. This one's a banger, man. So hopefully you guys all chimed in there and got to see a little bit of the preview that Lockie put together, doing a walk around of the shop to help educate you on a few of the cars that we're going to run through tonight, because there is we
have an amazing set in this lot, yeah. So there's all sorts of different cars, some really great Aussie heroes being up at this auction. Got some awesome American cars in here too, some hot rods, race cars, a bit of everything, man. Yeah. So we've been hard at work behind the scenes, getting all these cars in from all around the country. To bring to auction for you guys. So
yeah, we've got a couple of really amazing collections in this one too, which has formed a look. We put a shout out on this one. It was Bathurst, so you know we like to theme the auctions to something. For those that don't know, we only do 6 a year of these things, so we theme this one around Bathurst. So it's just a shout out that we put out. We're going to run some. Well, it started with the L34. And the XY GT has no reserves. And a couple of amazing hero cars there. Let's add to that.
Yep.
And everybody jumped on board with that. And yeah, when we started topping those cars, so the L34 that's amazing got topped by the A9X Tirana.
Correct.
And
the first ever A9X produced. Yeah, not just an A9X.
The XY got topped by a Phase 3.
GTO,
and yeah, we just built
King.
like a hectic lineup and expanded from the Aussie range through to American muscle, race cars, and yeah, it's just a banging lineup. So we're going to have a bit of fun running this one through. We'll see if the Australian market can deal with what we've put together.
Yeah, so a bit over 5 minutes away from the first lot closing out there, guys. So what we do want to talk about really quickly now is bidding. So you can still register if you're watching this and you haven't registered. You can register right up through, so you can still get involved and bid on one of these cars if you want to own them. This is going to go on for a few hours, so we do close one at a time. We do have a time extension, so yeah, it's going to go on for a little bit, guys. So apologies if it starts getting late for you. There is always the option you can scroll down the page and you'll be able to see roughly how long the cars are before they come through. So they are going to get bumped on a bit. So we set these cars up with a 30-second time extension. So what that does is if there's been the last 30 seconds of any lot, the timer will reset to 30 seconds. So it doesn't add 30 second total time, it just resets to 30. So you've always got at least 30 seconds to know if you've been outbid, decide if you want to have another shot or not, or to let it go. Now, I always tell people, please don't wait for the last second to bid. If you miss it, if you're logged out, if something happens, I can't change the result. So you do want to get that bid in straight away. It's going to extend the time anyway, so there's no advantage of waiting until the end. Please get the bid in straight away.
Always still get a few that it to the last end and get sniped. So it does happen. You don't need to just action it if you
don't do it. It's not worth the risk, guys. You want to own it. You want to bid. Now, if the cars meet the reserve, obviously you'll be getting an email from us tonight with next steps. If they don't meet their reserve, you still do want to be the high bidder on this lot, because we'll be going through those people tomorrow. The game's not over after tonight, and we'll be talking to the high bidders and see if we can help them get into those cars. So we don't just talk to anyone. We do talk to the high bidders for a very short period tomorrow first. That's the reward for being the high bidder. So you do want to be top of the pile if you want to own these cars. And we've got a bunch of cars with really good reserves. Heaps of super fair, great opportunity. And sellers that want to sell. So even if if they do pass in, you want to be involved in that and put your hand up for it. So 100%. Make sure you register. You've got plenty of time to do it now and get a bid in, so we know you'll end up on that contact list for that car. We know that you've got an interest as well. The other option, guys, if it is getting a bit late for you, and we do understand, sorry to our people down in South who are on daylight saving times, we understand it's going to be a late one for you guys tonight. So if it is getting late for you, you do have that option to put a max bid in. So if you want to put a max bid in, all you do is click the box where the next bid's available. You type that number in. Please only use whole numbers. Don't try and put cents in. You'll add extra zeros that you don't mean to add, and we can't change that. So please double check your bid and make sure it's confirmed before you hit the confirm button. Make sure that amount is 100% right. Hit your confirm button, and you can set a max bid. And what that will do is it will automatically bid for you. Just quickly on the way that works before we jump into our first lot. With a max bid, it will use the car's reserve against your bid. So as an example, just using round numbers, if the bidding is currently 20 grand, if the car has a reserve of $50,000 and you put in a high bid of $30,000, it will jump straight to that 30 using the car's reserve against your bid. Using the same scenario, if you put in a max bid of $70,000, it'll go straight to the 50 and stop, and it will keep the rest of that in the background, only using the minimum amount it needs to outbid the next highest person. So that's a great option for you guys. If it's getting a bit late, set and forget. You can find out tomorrow if you want it or not, or if you're a bit nervous about the ending with it all. It's also a great strategy to use if you want to jump in. It'll automatically outbid someone straight away. So don't forget that as an option. And if that's happening to you and you're putting a bid and you're getting outbid straight away, it's likely someone's got something in there as well. So probably time to kick into our first lot. Benny, if we want to go through that. Pontiac Ventura, are we up and running? Yeah, man. So look, no reserve. This one's no reserve. So this is a bit of a toughie, this thing. So here's a video of it here. It's modified into a bit of a tough street strip car. It's got a 464 Pontiac V8 stroker in it, fully built turbo 400 auto. It's got a brace 9-inch in the back with 355 gears, 35 spine axles, drop tank under the back, automated gauges. See the you'll see the air cleaner hanging up through the hood there. It's on a set of centerline wheels. This is cool. This is a fun one, man. So only sitting at 36.5 grand at the moment. Cheap buying, man. Cheap car, man. Tough muscle car can you buy for that money? It's a bit different, this thing. It's not like, it's Pontiac's version of a Nova. It is, man. Of which 100%. We've got a couple of others tonight as well. So really nice Novas in this one. So it's a cool one that's play money really at 36.5. Just to build the engine, this car's a fair bit of money in that. If you have a look here, it is a fun one. So there's definitely some money in it. It's it's not a show car, this thing. It's a driver quality car, but it's certainly one you can get out, bank some gears in, have some fun and get out and enjoy. So we're sitting at 36.5 in the bidding. We've got just under a minute remaining here before this one closes. So here's your chance, guys, to get in if you want to own a tough little Ventura. It's still cheap money, man. It is, Hit it, guys. Come and find it. All right, 36.5, 40 or so seconds left here at the minute. See here, it's all just fairly factory inside the trim. Doesn't have a roll cage or anything crazy going on like that. Center lines are always popular. That's a cool look. Got red stripe tyres on it. About 25 seconds or so to go here at 36.5. See the quick shifter there, big automated gauges and shift light. It's a bit of fun, this thing. It's a bit of fun. It should be, yeah. Well, 37.5, so it's popped up a little bit there, and so it should. It's what can you buy for 37.5 grand in a tough V8 muscle car, American muscle car? Not a lot. All right. Where are we up to? My iPad's playing up on me here. Sorry. Oh yeah, sure. So we've got 38 right at the top here. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Hit back if you want there, mate. All right, so we had a couple more bids. We're at 37.5 now, guys. Still great buying this thing. That $500 bid.
38.5?
Yeah, 38.5 at the
Yeah,
moment.
nice. All right, let's go.
Yeah,
Sorry,
let's
I
get
got a
into
little derailed there. I had to get my iPad up and running. Right, let's do it.
All right, about 5. Oh, we hit again. 39.
39.
I like
As it
this.
should.
Come straight back at him, man. Don't let him get the better of you. 39.5. I like that. I want that guy to get it.
A lot of people.
You can have the other guy, Ben. He's taking his time. That's your guy. All right, 39.5 guys. About 10 seconds left to run on this one. See if we close out there. Just shy of 40 grand under the hammer.
All right, Lukey's got the
Oh,
video
I got a
running
bid
here,
last second.
so we can get through these. So we've tapped in with some of these too, because some of these cars are really nice underneath as well. So Lukey's been doing a bit of work on this one as well to make sure he can get some underbodies and stuff like this for you guys as you go through. So we're loving that we can run it this way now and show you guys as we're talking them through.
Yeah, definitely handy to be able to upload videos like that. Now people are recognising this is cheap money, man. 40.5. Hit him with a big one. Hit him with a power bid. 41. Next bid's 41.5 there. Don't mess around. Show you mean business.
Yeah, it's a long night. Let's hit this
Hit him with
cranking.
50.
Have some fun.
Let's go. Let's go. All right, 41.5. It's nice to see people awake though and having a crack. So that's
Yeah,
good.
and we got heaps of people that chimed in on this, which is really nice as well.
42.
Something I didn't get to do was we were running through here through the beginning of this is acknowledge all the staff that helped put all this together too, guys.
Definitely,
So there's a bunch of us at work here, about 15 every day.
Yep.
So like I said, we only do this 6 times a year, but there's about 15 of us at work here full time, and then over 20 of us on our open days, and we knock all this out. So I've got an amazing team.
You get to see just us on the screen, but there's a whole heap of guys that make this wheel turn, and they do an awesome job to get all these cars in and presented and ready for you.
Yeah.
Oh, hit with just 2 seconds to go
Still
that
going.
time, man.
Someone wasn't listening to you.
No, I tell you, don't wait for 2 seconds.
You're not listening.
No. Yeah, I like this guy. The guy that hits right back. Let's get him going. 43.5. This is still great buying, guys. I mean, this is a tough little car and super fun for that money. At least we got you awake now. Let's rock. 43.5. Next bid, 44. Counting down.
Chipping away. Saving it all to the end.
Well, is he going to close out here? 43.5. No
Looks
reserve.
like.
Congrats.
That's good buying. Good
So
fun.
what a fun little Ventura there.
All right, the big Pontiac, 64 Pontiac pillarless hardtop.
Yeah, so this is a super cool one, man.
It's a clean car, man. It's just
super cheap at the moment, 25 grand. I like these big American cruisers, the big luxury cruisers of their day. So this is a top of the line Bonneville. It is a 4-door pillarless hardtop. Believe it to be 3 owners from new, and the owner does believe the 49,500 miles on it are genuine. And looking at the car, that would make sense.
You look at the trim and the steering wheel and everything on it.
It's hard to know in an old car, really, but
that's all
looking
you
at
can
it,
go by.
it's reflective.
Yeah. Accelerator pedal, brake pedal, steering wheel, like just stuff that doesn't get generally replaced in a resto.
Love the steering wheel. If you have a look at the video there,
Yeah.
it's got that really cool see-through perspex top and bottom. It does have a 389 V8. It's an automatic, 3-speed Hydromatic in this one, guys. It's got all the original vinyl gold trim in it, air conditioning, power windows, power brakes. It's on the 14-inch wheels and caps. It does have logbooks and protector plate too, which is pretty cool. We're sitting at 25 grand.
It's cheap money, yeah.
What a cool cruiser for that money.
That needs to go. That needs to get found. It's cheap money.
That is super cheap money.
25.5 on the bid now.
Yeah, so reserve not met yet, guys. It is a better car than this. So keep having a hit on that one, and let's see if we can get up to where we need to be. Love the white wall tyres and the tri-bar
Just stock, yeah.
centre caps. Yeah, they're
Just
cool.
airbags away from being done, isn't it?
It is airbags away. For you and
Or is
me,
that
mate.
just me?
No, I think that's it's us probably, but
Yeah.
It's plenty cool the way it is as well.
All right, current bid 26.5. It's on
Yeah,
the move.
have a
Yeah,
crack, guys.
Get
Get
in,
in. Yeah, have a
Check
look
the
at this
trim,
steering.
it's dope.
Look at the steering wheel.
Yeah, all that wood grain dash and everything like that all delaminates, and it's just in really nice order.
It is a really nice car.
I've had a few of these over the years. That wood grain always flakes out, and the chrome pits and all that stuff. So you're getting a good one.
I love the grab handle on the dash there for the passenger, and this pillarless body style, man. We don't do that anymore. We used to do these 4-door pillarless body styles, and there's not many cars that I don't think anything's coming out now in a 4-door pillars these days.
No. It's all
Nothing I can
ADRs
think
now,
of,
man,
but yeah, that was such a cool thing to be able to have. The convenience of the 4 doors, but still have those big open, without the B pillar there. So big open windows.
Well, there's definitely an era when they were sold on styling,
so cool.
not all the modern stuff that it is now. And
Is
look,
this
they
space
had cool
race era?
features. Oh yeah, it's the
Start of the space race era stuff.
End of,
sure.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, end of, yeah. Yeah, we're still
No
trying to
trim.
get to the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, look in here, guys. Back seats super nice. Carpets are really nice in it. Yeah, it's a tidy.
We're at
cruiser.
29, Lockie. We're chipping away.
People awake tonight. I like this. So
Yeah.
we get that the time sensors are going to push us on in time, guys, but we're about it. And look, it's fair for everyone. It means that if you get out beer with 1 second to go, you do have a chance to realise and get back in. So we do need to do those. And it allows people to keep going. I mean, by all means, hit them with more than the minimum bid. Don't be afraid to slap them around a bit.
Yeah, a little power bid, yeah.
Yeah. We've got just under 5 seconds or so to go now. 30.
30,
It's jumped up
yeah.
again. We've
That's
got
good
people
play.
awake tonight, man. I like this. We've got some bidding going on. The market is cruising, so
I've had a lot of interest in this auction. It's been like it's a hectic lineup, man, as we said.
is.
So, yeah, we've had a lot of interest, a lot of inspections, a lot of calls.
yeah, phone's been ringing.
Yeah, it'll.
That's how it should, you know, like to put a lineup like this together in Australia is a really cool thing. I think it's a cool thing for Australia to have, you know, such high quality, you know, both American and Australian muscle cars and some in-betweens in a lineup like this. It's really cool to be able to have that all in one place here in a single auction here on the Gold Coast.
Yeah, for sure it is. Look, like I've said all the way through this one, it'll be interesting to see how the Australian market takes it. I don't think we've been running a little catchphrase on this one, like, is it Australia's wildest auction? Because we think it damn well is, man.
Could
Like,
be,
this
yeah,
thing's crazy.
100%.
Like, I haven't seen a lineup run through like this. So it's also part of that is how's Australia going to deal with it? There's a lot of really nice cars here on offer.
Yep,
So
it definitely is.
we'll know by the end of the night, won't we?
So where are we sitting on this one? We're sitting at 31. We're closing out there. All right.
All right, we'll talk to the highest bidder on that one.
We will.
The Buick Riviera.
This one, we are on the market.
Okay, so this car came in and we ran this in the last auction.
We did.
This is something I get that, you know, to us, we've got our own common knowledge stuff, but the cars, when they do come to us, we do 2 auction calls with them, so they'll come in and run a first auction. If they pass in and, you know, we get feedback on the first one, so the second auctions, their second chance at, you know, readjusting their price and finding a home. And, you know, the seller of this car has done that.
Yeah, he said let it
met
go.
the
He's put it on the
yeah.
market. This thing's, got a lot of money in it, man. It's been fully repainted here in Australia. You know, at the money right now, it's super great buying. What have we got? We got repainted Audi metallic blue, this thing. It's got a fully refurbished white interior. It's got the optional 425 nailhead V8, automatic trans. It's a fully optioned car with aircon, power windows, power steer, power brakes. It's got staggered 18 and 20-inch wheels on it. Does have logbooks and a history file as well. So at 46 grand, I love these early Buick Rivieras, man. They're a cool, really cool body style. Again, that's just a cool cruiser you can jump out and enjoy, or like Benny said before, a set of airbags and that thing's next level rad. And the owner agrees with us. I know him. He agrees with that. But we've only got a few seconds left here to go, guys. 46, super cheap buying. This is a great deal. Anyone else going to have a play here?
That's very
That's
well bought.
super well
That's a
bought, man.
beautiful
Congratulations.
car.
Oh, we
congrats.
just got in the nick of time.
Cheeky monkey.
Oh, you are so lucky, whoever that was, because you almost missed out on an awesome car. But you do hold the high bid now, so you're laughing.
Back in, yeah.
Yeah, hit him straight back. Yeah, let's go straight back. This is still super cheap. 46 and a half.
Yeah, again, the American stuff's always like, it's a funny little thing, isn't it, where you've always got to sort of do the maths on what's it worth to buy one over there and bring it out. And
you
it's
couldn't
really
nowhere
priced
be
out of the
near
market
this.
now. No, you couldn't. A lot of this American stuff is just so irreplaceable now with the way that the dollar is and what it costs to bring them out. Anyway, that was good buying.
Yep.
Nice. All right, lot number 5, 1966 Plymouth Barracuda. Now, this is also a car that we ran in the last auction that is a repeat on its second. It's been readjusted on its reserve. This car is ridiculous in its detail. Like, whoever buys this is also going to get a fantastic deal. This is just one of those cars that somebody's just tipped a bucket load of money into.
Look at the detail here in the engine bay of this thing, man. Like, this thing's been fully restored. It's a Formula S, so not just a base Barracuda, it's a Formula S. It's fully restored to factory specs. It's got the Commando 273Q V8 engine under the bonnet, automatic trans, short grip rear end, bucket seats, disc brake front, factory air, side exhaust, which is pretty cool on that thing. It's got the original owner's manual and the Certi card tucked in there in the engine bay as well. So that's a super nice car. I mean, if you've ever wanted one of these, you're not going to find a better one. This thing is
Nice
as good as
colour
they
combo.
come.
It's a gorgeous car. And it's
houndstooth trim inside and stuff, man. Like all that cool stuff.
And it's standard Aussie Valiant money.
Yeah.
Like Ford money.
Yep.
So let's go.
Yeah. So 54. That's, great buying, man. This thing was advertised a little while back and it had a 9 in front of it. And, this thing's a much better car than 54. So
it's sold with a 9 in front of it.
Yeah.
So,
someone needs to have a crack at this. This thing is cheap and
very, very good. Like build qualities, everything.
I'll talk to the high bid on that one tomorrow, guys. You'll get a call. We'll help you get into that. That's a cool car.
That's a shame. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, lot number 6, 72 Chevy Corvette, little 350. This again is a gorgeous little car. So some of these that we're running through at the moment are repeat cars from the last auction. Same deal. Again, a gorgeous car. The trick with some of these things is that we pick really lovely cars to have in here, and that means that they're good. So they're not always going to be the bottom of the price range. But we try to. That's something we definitely do in here is try to make sure that we have build quality, desirability, and that the reserve is in the right space. So. Again, this is just a drop dead gorgeous little 72.
It is.
Color combo's rad. I really dig the.
Oh, it's really nice in this thing.
So many of them are sporty sort of colours, and it's just such classic 70s styling.
It's restored in its factory colours, this thing. Being a Corvette, it's got a removable Targa roof in a coupe, which is cool. Does also have a removable rear window. It's been professionally repainted Ontario orange, which is factory colour. It's got all new chrome trim put on it, rear luggage rack. It's got saddle interior, which is, cool colour combo. Factory aircon car, 350 V8 with the turbo 350. It's also got rebuilt power steering and four-wheel power disc brakes. So a set of GM rally wheels with TA tyres. And, we're sitting at, 41 and a half at the moment?
41 and a half, man, yeah. Look, it's it doesn't have to be miles and miles away, but that's a really good example of one.
It is, yeah.
Again, I really dig that combo. A lot of the brown interiors were changed over time.
Yep.
But it's cool. Like all the other cars, we're saying you got to bag it. That car, all you need is a sick mustache. That's 70s ass.
It is very wrong burgundy, that car. It's cool.
Yeah, it's dope. I dig it.
All right,
so
where are we
42,
at, guys?
9 seconds to go.
Yep. Counter down.
What are we doing, guys?
Let's see who's going to jump up on this one.
All right.
We'll let that go in there. We'll talk to you in the morning.
The highest bidder on that one, yeah. Now, the little lot number 7, 67 right-hand drive, Pontiac Firebird.
I must say, I've had a couple people say that they think this thing is white in the pictures. It's silver. It's a bright silver, but it's definitely silver. It's got that classic silver with red colour combo, which is really cool. But it is a metallic silver, if there's any question on that, guys. It has been professionally converted to right-hand drive some time ago now. It's got a period-correct 400 cube Pontiac V8 engine, rebuilt turbo 400 auto in it, power steer, power brakes. It's got the optional hood tack, which is really cool, and obviously on the right-hand side being right-hand drive, and a set of rally wheels with red striped tyres. It's a super neat little car, this thing, man. Where are we sitting in the bidding? 47 and a half?
47 and a half, 48. We've just had another bump.
Very similar to a Camaro of its era, but bigger capacity engine with a 400 in it and stuff, really. Probably don't get the love that they deserve sometimes compared to the Camaros. But, this thing was a Camaro. It'd be heaps more money than this in right-hand drive. 48's great buying at this stage.
And as a 400, they were comparable to the 496.
396, yeah.
Oh, sorry, the 396, yeah. So
definitely,
it's not a baby or anything. It's it was not factory a 400. This car,
don't believe so.
Clear,
yeah, correct. Yep. So it's sitting at we've got 13 seconds or so left to go here, guys.
But right-hand drive, they really didn't make many at all in this. The Camaros or the Pontiacs in a right-hand drive.
Yeah.
Mustangs, you'll find them more frequently. They were brought out and done, but. It's quite a rare option.
To convert a car to right-hand drive, I don't know what you're paying these days, but it's a lot of money. It's not a cheap exercise to do. So, it certainly adds value, and there are certainly big buyers in the right-hand drive market. There's, the number of buyers versus number of cars is probably disproportionate. More buyers than cars looking for right-hand drive American muscle cars. So, they are a good asset to have.
Sitting at 49 and a half now.
Yeah, we're
chipping away. 9 seconds
up there
to
a
go.
little bit. Slowly cruising along. Let's see if we rock out there.
No, I tapped it right at the last minute.
Why do you do that to me, man?
Don't listen to you, Lockie.
Why do you do me like that?
It's quite amusing for me.
You don't listen.
He hates it. I don't mind it because you razz him up. So that's all right.
It upsets me. Hit him straight back. Show him who's boss. Don't let him take the better of you. Hit him
That was
straight
close,
back.
though. That was very close. So just also be careful because you can miss doing that.
Yes, you can miss
And
it.
it's still going to put 30 seconds on. So,
Yeah.
All right, we're at 50. We're 2 seconds left. All right, we're done and dusted. So we'll talk to the highest bidder on that tomorrow and see if we can get you into that car.
Now.
All right, lot number 8, and no reserve, 55 caddy, the big Fleetwood.
Yeah.
So,
This is a really nice car. So no reserve, guys. Great opportunity here. These things are super popular for things like movie hire, obviously weddings, formals, that sort of stuff. Great promotional vehicle, but classy 50s timeless style. This thing, it's a big Series 75 Fleetwood. This thing, so it's finished in gloss black. It's really nicely repainted. All the chrome was redone when it was restored. It's got the factory 331 caddy V8 under the bonnet and 4-speed hydromatic automatic transmission. It is a 8-seater or 7-passenger, I guess, with fold-up jump seats in the back. It has got aircon front and rear. It's got really cool. It's got vents actually all the way down the roof in that car, and also vents in the parcel shelf and underneath the rear seats. Power steering, power windows. It's got factory steel wheels with hubcaps and the wide white wall tyres, radials on it. And it's going at no reserve. So
we're
34
currently
grand.
at 34 grand. Yeah, I can't express enough how crazy of a car these cars are to restore.
Yeah.
So later we've got Tim Zoo's 55 Bel Air that's coming up for sale.
Yep.
This is Glenn Jennings, his manager's car.
Yep.
When he called me on this, look, most of the cars I'll drive out, and I'll go and see them, bring them in. Glenn and I are good mates, do a lot of trips to America over the years.
Yep.
I knew this was going to be a nice car. He'd set it up, but it still exceeded my expectation. They are just so much work to restore. Like
They are big. There's a lot of moving
very
parts.
engineered era.
They do, yeah.
And it's been done really, really well. And like for 38 grand, it's ridiculous. Like,
it's an investment, that thing. And look, it does have potential to make you a few bucks too. Like I said, movie people are always looking for big period cars like this. And Elvis Presley had the same model as this car, man.
Yeah,
so
he did.
It's if this thing could talk, it'd have some stories to tell, man. You had to be someone pretty important to be cruising around in this thing in 1955. So I think it's a cool car. I love the big bumpers front and rear, and see the exhaust out the back there. That's a really cool feature of these cars. You got the big bullets on the front of it as well. They're a really cool body style and classic color combo too. I mean, a black Cadillac
black
limo.
There's just and so much chrome work and everything in it. It's
The money to restore
it's
the
a gorgeous
chrome
car.
on these
Engine,
cars.
yeah, the engine
Yeah.
bay detail, like it's a lot, man. So at 42 we're sitting at now,
Yeah.
it still represents crazy good buying. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, it's no reserve and it's going to sell for what it gets,
Make no mistake, it's selling.
but it's halfway there in my eyes.
yeah. It's a super well valued car at that sort of money. So trim's really nice in it. You'll see it's all done here in like a grey velour, which a lot of period cars were done in that. My dad had a caddy limo a bit earlier than this in a big 7-passenger, and it was a grey velour like that inside
44
as well.
on the bid.
We're cruising along. We're getting down to about almost 15 seconds left to go now. So we'll see if someone comes back at it. But yeah, that's a lot of car, that thing. 44.8. We're slowly cruising up.
Oh, it's a funny number.
Yeah, someone's hit it with a
Someone's
weird
getting
number.
creative.
Yeah. Well, we like creativity.
Yeah,
We
hey,
reward
do
that
it
here.
works, yeah.
That's cool. All right, someone in a bit of a... Let's see it, guys. This is still great buying. You should be
45.3.
battling on this at the moment. You'll see
car, man.
Yeah, you'll see the paint, man. What would it cost to paint that car, Ben?
Oh, I don't know.
lot.
Don't ask me. I've
A
been
lot.
down that road too many times.
A lot.
More than I care for.
Yeah.
And that's something that we look for
More than this.
is, yeah.
More than where we're at.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it is. It's more than the cost of the paint job. Yeah, paint quality's a big deal, you know.
It
like
is.
if you want to repaint a car, you
pull
can
it
buy
all
something
apart.
that you really love. But yeah, if you want to repaint it, man, you're starting again. Like you've got to take
Yeah.
everything off it, and and then you put everything you put on it looks old. So you start replacing nuts, bolts, chrome, trim, rubbers,
Yeah.
seals, and
All of it.
keeps on going. So. Cars like that have been built like that represent really great value to me, and that's something that I always look for when we're out chasing cars for the auction.
Yep. So we're at 47.3.
47.3.
We've got 20 seconds or so to
Good
go.
interest this car though.
I've had a few
too,
people
eh?
come look at this car. I had a few come
Yeah.
look at it today. And everyone that's seen it has been impressed with it. You know, you do occasionally see these. There's not many of them around, but you do occasionally see them come up. Not very many that look like that. I've seen a fair few that are pretty run down. This thing's obviously had a lot of money spent on it. It does have some little upgrades in it. So you see it's got a later model air compressor there for the air conditioning. It does have some more modern fuses and stuff in it, 12-volt system, all those things. It's got a stereo system in it as well. Nothing crazy, but just enough to have tunes while cruising, or if you do end up using this as a passenger service car or hire car or whatever, people can listen to some tunes when they're cruising along. So love them big sombrero style hubcaps and wide white. Yeah, they are radial wide whites on this car too. They're not old bias pliers, so it does have radial wide whites fitted to it as well.
49.3, we're getting there. We're chipping away.
Let's get the R&B horn ready, Lukey. Let's get ready for the 50. It's surely this thing should see 50 grand. That's still
like when you were talking about, you see them and they're tired. Like you can imagine if you found one of these, and it wasn't a great one, and you'd think you stole it for 35 or 40, and then you'd have to drag it away and go and spend 80 grand on it.
200 away, Lukey. Someone's going to hit it. We're going to get the R&B horn ready. Let's get it on. Let's do it. We've got about 15 seconds left to go here.
Go on.
Yeah, let's go.
Good job. Good job.
All right, guys.
All right, still cheap buying at that money.
It is. Don't forget, guys, you can scroll down and have a look at when your car's coming up. We're going to have some kick-ons here, and it looks like we do have some action tonight, and people are awake and bidding. And let's hope they stay that way, and you can scroll down and check where your car's coming up to if there's something else you're looking for here. Almost out here now. Let's see if we get another bid or...
I knew he was going to do that.
Yeah, $1,000 bids now. It's 51.3. So bid increments do change, guys, as we get up in some dollar values there. So keep an eye on that. They'll increase as we get a bit higher. But we'll stick with thousands for a little while now. So let's see if someone comes back at 52.3.
8 seconds on the clock. What you going to do? 51.3. That's
we're going to finish there.
Hardest part about that car is transport. It's a big one. You want to drive that home. Fly and drive that one home. All right.
Congrats to whoever bought that.
Yeah, congrats. That was a really great car. Killer. All right, lot number 9, 57 Thunderbird.
We're on the market. Reserve met. So I like these little things. I don't mind a nice Thunderbird.
77.
On the market, 77. So this car's had a lot of money spent on it. It's been through a big restoration. There's a big pile of paperwork with this car. It does have a bunch of spares, 2 tops. So it's been fully restored, red with red trim. Does have the hardtop that you can see in the video here. Love the exhaust out the bumpers that you can see there, guys. That's a cool feature on the 57s. It's obviously got the porthole windows and the hardtop being a 57. It's got a factory 312 V8 engine. It's got a rebuilt automatic transmission, power disc brake front end. Does have electric assist power steer as well, with a really cool pearl steering wheel. So like a factory style, but slightly smaller diameter, and 2-tone pearl steering wheel, which is really cool.
Check the engine bay detail on this car too.
Nice,
that's another place, it's the first. Door jams and engine bays are 2 of the first things to look at just for build quality and how far somebody's gone. Again, man, look, there were numbers thrown around on this car before I went and looked at it that it had a couple of $100,000 spent on it. I always take that with a grain of salt, but money has been spent.
Yeah.
Again, paint panel's beautiful. It's been pulled apart. It's been done properly. You look at all the little details on it and you can see it's been pulled apart and the money has been spent.
It's had a lot of money on it.
And, that's, hey, poor man pays twice with some of this stuff.
100%.
If you try to buy something and... buy it because it's a cheap price point and it's not a great car. You try and turn it into a great car, you'll end up in a worse spot.
Expensive.
So, buy somebody else's passion.
It's on those Kelsey Hay wires, which are super cool. It's the best wheels you can put in this car. White wall tyres. Yeah, really nice little car. Obviously, black folding convertible top as well as the hard top we spoke about before. So it does have 2 tops with it. It also has a stand for the hardtop as well. So a lot of that's a hard thing when you buy one of these type of cars that have a hardtop and a soft top. People go, what do you do with a hardtop? Because they just want to store it somewhere when they're not using it. So it does have its own little stand or trolley that will go with that.
Apparently on the bidding here, this car actually came in and had a higher reserve. The owner called today and said, let's get it on the market, which happens a lot. And we had quite a bit of that today. People pointing up, getting on the market's an important part of the process. And look, we're rattling away now, and the car's going to where it needs to be. So we're 87 on the bid, which is really nice. It's a gorgeous little car, and look, these things were all styled rad as long as they're restored and built properly. Yeah, like all cars, man, it's wheel stance, exhaust note are the basics, and that's what that car's got. Kelsey Hayes is about all you're going to do to that. It's got the steering wheel. You don't need to go throwing 1,000 things at that to make it cool. Just build it lovely.
It's timeless, man. I like the style of these little baby birds. I quite like a Thunderbird. I've had a couple of Thunderbird convertibles a bit later than this, but they just represent great value. I mean, if this was a similar era Corvette, you'd be double or triple this money.
Yeah, they do.
These things actually have a lot better options in a lot of ways in the Thunderbird. So, and I've had one of them as well. And to be honest, this is every bit as good a car. It doesn't have the probably as much of a following in a lot of ways, but they're still super popular cars. Really great little cruisers, and they've got that timeless 50 style. That's really cool about these things. So 57 was the last year of the Baby Birds. Started in 55 Thunderbird, and then 57 was the final year for the two-seater configuration they call the Baby Birds, and the most popular of the 3 years.
It's a wild evolution through those, wasn't it? They changed quite dramatically through their evolution from the Baby Bird to the big square birds and stuff. Yeah. We're at 90 on the Hammer now, which is really nice for the car. It deserves every part of that, and
still not a touch on what was spent on that car. But yeah, it's a really nice little car for someone. So at 90 grand, it's good that it's had a little bit of a kick there. All right, congratulations, someone.
Congrats,
someone got that.
It's good for everybody. That one, it's well bought.
Yep. Move on to the next one.
Lot number 10. We're moving through. So 71. Well, this is the first of 3 badass Novas.
These things are really nice cars. So this car comes to us from quite a large collection. Really, really lovely guy. Shout out if you're watching, mate.
Yeah.
You've been so great to work with, and we appreciate you trusting us with all your awesome cars.
Yeah, it's a privilege.
So, yeah, it certainly is. And this car is part of a very great collection down in New South Wales. And it's coming for this auction. So it's a 71 Nova done as a Yenko Deuce replica. It's been professionally repainted in Fathom Blue with white Yenko stripes. Got a built 427 big block engine in it. 4-speed manual transmission with a Hurst shifter. GM 10-bolt rear end. Power steer, power brakes with disc brake front end. All new interior trim. It's got that cool period Super Sun tacho up on the dash. 14-inch rally wheels. These things are rad, and this is really nice. Here's some detail if you're having a look underneath this car. This is a lot of car. Don't overlook this. Nova's probably not the most common car here in Australia in the muscle cars, but this one's had a lot of money spent on it. You see some paint dabs and stuff there underneath the car. It's been done well. All of the Novas that are part of this collection.
All the 3 Novas are mad.
In fact, everything that was in this collection was really nice.
Yeah.
So the guy really knew what he was doing. Old school race car driver, and really knowledgeable guy.
And lived in America for about 20 years.
A long time.
Bought a lot of stuff. Used to do a lot of the Mecum auctions. Knows what he's doing. Like all his cars are rad. The coolest thing, man, when I went in, it was a massive collection, and like everything was a big block. It was.
He knew how to make cool
stuff. Definitely, he knows his stuff. He's a lovely guy. Bought quality cars.
He did,
and it's time for him to have a life change.
So we'll talk to the high bid on that one tomorrow. We're on to the 70 Nova now. So this is also from the same collection. So this thing was bought through Mecum in the US. He bought it over here a few years back. It's been sitting in his collection since, hasn't been registered, does have import approval, all that sort of stuff. It's been fully through a full rotisserie restoration. It's running a 454 501 horsepower V8 engine. It's got a wired intake manifold, 4-barrel carb. We've got documentation safety and dyno tested at 501 horsepower. It's a 4-speed again, so you can bank some gears in it. Power steer, power disc brake front end, red bucket seats. Console gauges in this as well, and her shifter. It's got the wood rim steering wheel, AM/FM radio, tilt column, 14-inch American racing wheels, a bunch of really cool gear. So 46, this is like
not enough.
Holden money.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Look,
no disrespect to them. They're lovely
get
cars,
into this one, man. We're going underneath again.
Have a look at this.
Look at the build quality of these
paint
guys.
dabs on this thing, man.
You're going to want to step up a little bit on these. There's a lot of car.
Yeah.
He's very fair and reasonable. We've got a little bit to go on the 48, but let's go.
Look at this thing underneath, guys. Yeah, look at the detail in here. Paint dabs everywhere. The cost to restore this car will be so much more than where we're sitting at now, and very fair on the money on these things. So we're well under market at the minute. Let's see if we can get to where we need to be on these ones, guys. So this is great shots underneath the car, Lukey, showing that detail.
And I'll give you the hot tip. Make sure you're the highest bidder.
Yes, definitely.
If you like Novas, make sure you're the highest bidder. You're going to get first option.
Yep.
And he's very, very reasonable.
He is. So you do want to be a high bidder on this car.
Yeah, you're going to want to be the guy that we talk to first tomorrow.
Yep. 100%.
So we're at 50 now on the Hammer.
Everyone loves a fatty and a 4-speed. Big block and a 4-speed. Doesn't get much more fun than that, I don't reckon. in an American muscle car.
I like that. It's like there are three Novas, but they're all slightly different from each other, and it's a super factory styled.
Yep.
You know, tough, but super factory styling. All right, we're sitting at 50. We only got 4 seconds to go on that. So whoever is the highest bidder. Oh, we've had a cheeky one and put in there.
Wait till the end.
53. Well done. I like that guy.
Yeah, that's
my guy.
Yeah. I'm in with that guy too.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the guy that waited right till the end? Maybe I'm not that guy. I don't know. Right. Hit him back. Just go straight back at him.
I'm going to have some fun with this one too.
Another 3, guys.
All right, we've got 10 seconds on the clock on that one. All right, if you give that... Oh.
We're running out.
Yeah, okay.
Let's see how we go.
Getting close.
53.
All right, we'll be talking to the guy. 53, highest bidder. Thanks for playing on
you
that.
get to talk in the morning, and we will definitely chat about that one. See if we can get you.
We've got another Yenko. So, look, there's a bit of a theme here. We do definitely have a few Yenko-themed cars.
We do.
That's, in America, that is...
well, if you don't know who Yenko is, Don Yenko was a bit like Carroll Shelby was to Ford. So he was a race car driver and then ultimately best known because he had a dealership in the US, and they were essentially taking race engines that you couldn't buy in a car factory from GM, and they could buy them, order them as part of a race team, and they were shoving them into Camaros and Chevelles and all sorts of stuff and then selling them as Yenko cars as their own branded thing. So super cool. This thing is a Yenko tribute. It's actually got a 496 big block in it. It's got about 493 horsepower at the rear wheels, runs a 5-speed Tremec manual transmission, 12-bolt diff in the rear, 28 spline axles, got Detroit tubular front A-arms in it. It's got a 4-link coilover rear end, Koi wheels, has been engineered for New South Wales. So if you're a New South Wales bidder, this is a rad one ready to go. So it is engineered for New South Wales. And we're at 75 grand at the moment.
75, yeah. Look, you don't get a lot of great car for that. So we're going to need it.
So
we're
much
still
gear in
looking
this
for a little
thing.
bit more. Yeah, Hugger Orange is the best colour in a Camaro.
It is cool. And with those black Yenko stripes, it's certainly a cool look.
Everyone's got their own flavour, but that's for me.
It's a cool colour.
Yeah, 69 is a Hugger Orange. Yep. Man. Yeah.
All right, let's hit back 76.
Yeah, we've got a 76 on there. Let's go.
So, yeah, lots of money underneath this, guys, too. Like, to build a 496 big block's not cheap. You see the disc brakes there. 5 speed's really cool to have a 5-speed manual transmission in it. It is a 12-bolt rear end as well. And, 4-link coilovers in the rear.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money to do all that stuff, That's not cheap to do. A lot of money
was spent underneath this car.
Definitely,
so the owner brought it out and then went through it really mechanically. With the tubular A-arms and the 4-link rear end and everything, and set it all up to drive nice. Now, the trouble with that sometimes is that's invisible money. Like, you guys can't see the difference of that, so hence why we try to show underbody videos and things like that on it.
The last second again. You're not my guy.
My guy.
You are. You're not my guy.
I like it. Keep Lockie on his toes.
It's all risk. It's going to be your fault when you lose it. So it's going to be your fault.
All right, 78 with 10 seconds to go.
Let's see where we go, guys. This is still
like all this, man. You're going to want to be if you want to be the high bidder. You two guys, you're going to want to be the highest bidder. So we can have a chat tomorrow
again
and help
with
you
the
get in there.
last second stuff.
It's good. It's good. It's still there.
Why? Why do you do me like that, man? Why do you do me like that? All right, hit it straight back, man. Tell him to show you not messing around. Let's see 80. Lukey, let's get the R&B horn ready. We're going to hit 80 here. We're going to go 80. Let's get it ready. Cue it up. Let's go. This is easy 80, guys. Come on.
Yeah, look.
Let's go.
Yeah, you're playing in small block territory.
You are.
In the, in the
no R&B horn for you.
Yeah.
No R&B horn for you.
All right, we'll talk to the highest bidder. Now, lot 13, we've got another Camaro, 69, right-hand drive. Now, X11 RSSS Camaro and a right hook that's come out. It's got protector plate.
This is a really interesting car. So, this thing's super cool from the factory. So it is an original RSSS car. It was actually converted to right-hand drive from brand new by Chapel Engineering. And then the car was sold new in Victoria, Australia. So really cool that it was ordered by a Holden dealer out of the US, came here, got converted and sold new in Victoria. Does have original books with it too that shows it was sold new in Victoria, which is really cool. It's been repainted sometime in the 80s in a burgundy colour with the gold stripe on it. Factory black vinyl interior. It's got a matching numbers 350 V8 under the bonnet, which is super cool. It's still got a matching numbers engine, power glide, auto trans, 10-bolt diff. It's got a really rare headlight washer option, which is super rare on this car too, which is pretty cool, something different. It's on a set of 14-inch rally wheels, original owner's manual protector plate, that really cool hideaway headlight front end. And we're on the market, man. We're going to sell. So if you want a
Same deal,
right-hand drive Camaro,
The owner of this car dropped his reserve on this to get onto the market.
he also has a rad collection of cars, man. Really cool
Yes.
stuff. And as well, shout out to you. This is from the Fat Cowboy collection.
Yes.
So he's got some really cool stuff and
A
and
great
this is one of
collection.
them.
We got several of his cars in here as well that we'll
He's a
run through
long-term
as well.
friend and customer of ours, and yeah, really great guy. And yeah, shout out to him. So this thing's it was super cheap where it got on the market. So don't take its reserve as a reflection of its value because it got on the market in a good spot to try and see where people want to take it.
Again, that just comes down to, we do that negotiating at the front end. So I'm not trying to, whatever, big note on that or whatever you want to call it. But we do that at the front end to get them set up to get right. And we encourage our sellers to get on the market because it makes a difference. If you guys know that it's live and you can own it, well, you're going to play.
You're going to take it more seriously. Yeah, you're going to get involved and have a crack. So
84 now.
84, yeah, we're cruising along here. So, yeah, genuine 69 RSSS car, matching numbers with books, right-hand drive from new. Yeah, I don't know, I don't know how many they bought here. I got quoted some different numbers on that on how many were bought here and converted new.
But
I don't think there's any
minimal.
official numbers.
Compare it to Mustangs and stuff.
A handful?
Like the Pontiac Firebird and then this Camaro and that, they were low production. I know, the Impala I've got's very low.
Yeah,
it was like
for sure.
1.6, I think.
Yeah, I think this is a similar, given that they get converted here, there's not a, solid number on that, I don't think. But there certainly aren't many of them around. And to have the books to prove that it was sold new in
it's cool,
in Victoria is a cool piece of history. So
hitting 93 now on the hammer with 12 seconds to go.
let's see how we rock on here. Let's see if we're going to hit back.
Let's see if somebody's tormenting you.
Just round them up to 95. Let's do it. No, don't torment me. Just get your bid in. Let's go.
That's 93.
Congratulations.
Done and dusted.
Done and dusted.
Yeah.
And dusted as well.
Well done. All right,
Yeah.
we've got another no reserve. Lot number 14. So the 76 Pontiac Trans Am Firebird 400.
You're a bit of a Pontiac guy. You don't mind a
I am.
Firebird, mate.
Yeah,
This is a Trans Am too, so not just a Firebird.
Yeah. They're rad.
This thing's this thing's really cool. It's in a classic white with red trim color combo. It's got the big bird on the hood, shaker out the top. So it is a factory Trans Am, 400 cube V8 engine, it's turbo 350 automatic trans, 10-bolt diff in the back, factory cameo white with red Trans Am bird on the hood. What have we got? Factory aircon, power steer, power disc brakes, tilt column, 17-inch rally wheels, which looks super cool. I think that makes such a big difference with the slightly oversized factory style wheels. But again, 45 grand.
Yeah.
This is such a cool car.
And it's a badass car. So this again comes with the Fat Cowboy collection.
It does.
When he originally bought this car, he couldn't store it, which is an issue for him.
It is an issue for him.
And it came to my place for a while. I actually pedalled around in this car and drove it for a bit myself, and it fired me up again to go and buy my own.
Yeah, it is cool.
I've had some good adventures in America buying these and driving them through the desert, and I love my Trans Ams, and it's a great one. And it's got a sick burble, and it's just a super fun car.
They're at this era,
44 and a half.
It's great fun for that money. It's a lot of car for that money. Someone should have a crack. We're about to close out.
46 and a half.
Good, well done. Good call to hit that.
There's fat still in this, man. So if you're buying it at this money, you're doing well.
The trim's really nice here in the video. Factory red interior. This thing's super fun. And by the 70s, these cars were actually driving really nice.
I was just going to say, in their evolution, they changed. They're kind of HQs.
A little bit.
But yeah, they're super fun. And I fell in love with them driving one. I had to drive it. A white one through the desert for like 3 hours.
What were you playing?
Sorry, White Snake, and the dude left a six stacker of all like glam rock in the car, and jogged some memories for me. I had the time of my life driving that through the desert, looking at that eagle over the bonnet, and I've told that story probably too many times, but it's
cool.
Yeah, so 47 and a half. Oh, 48 and a half. Oh, he was waiting for you.
You're going to be the guy that calls in tomorrow and say, I just missed it, Lockie. And I'm going to say, bad luck.
He didn't, but.
Bad luck.
He
That's
didn't,
because you waited to the end.
God, you
I sold to the other guy.
He's whiny, eh?
48 and a half, a little bit. Okay. 49, that's it. Hit it. 50. Let's get the R&B horn ready, Lukey. We're going to see 50 here.
Let's run it out.
And so bloody should. No reserve, guys. No calling on this one tomorrow. It's selling. Let's see the 50. You're not going to miss it for $500. Let's go.
Good fun car, man.
Oh, man. Not going to let... hit him with the grand. Love it. Hit the R&B.
Nice.
Good work. Good work.
It's good buying
Still
there.
plenty left in that, guys. Yeah, there's still plenty left in it. 400 QV8. What a bunch of fun. I love the rear end of these with that bobtail spoil on the rear from the factory. It's a cool look, and got the big vents in the front guards, and obviously shaker hood with a big bird on it.
Yeah, they got all the things. Spoilers on every panel.
It was a cool era.
It was. Yeah,
that profile's really cool too.
All right. Well
bought
done.
For
50 and a half,
that's
man.
a good buy,
well
man.
buying.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats. All right.
Another car that's great buying.
Yes. Again, this is from the Fat Cowboy collection as well.
Yeah.
Lot 15, 65 Chevy Corvette, 396 425 horse.
Yeah.
And a manual roadster.
Yeah. I said in my walk around video, if you walked into a Corvette dealer in 1965 and said, give me the biggest, baddest thing you got, they'll point you in the direction of this car. This car's really cool. It's a factory 396 big blocks, first year for big blocking Corvettes. There are only just over 2,000 big block Corvettes produced in 1965. It's had a full body off restoration in its original colour, Milano Maroon, with black top and interior. It's got the matching numbers 396 425 horse V8 under the bonnet, 4-speed manual, optional side pipes, power brakes, Kelsey Hayes knockoff wheels, which look awesome on this car. It's had 2 NTRS Top Flight awards back not long after it was restored. It's a really cool car, and I spoke to a few Corvette guys during the week on this thing, and this is miles from where both I and thought this thing was worth. So the guys set the reserve really, really low on this car. I hope my Corvette guys are watching this thing because as well as I do, this thing is nowhere near its real market value. So this should probably have a 2 in front of it, and
it's
probably
one more chip, and it's at 122 and a half.
Yeah, this is awesome buying. If my Corvette guys let this go, man,
it's
you guys
at the wrong
are crazy.
end of the ones. Like
you
it should
are
be
crazy to let that go.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. Just sold. Well done, man. Whoever bought that got a screaming deal. Probably the best deal of the auction so far. Well done.
Yeah. Wow.
Yep.
Okay. So lot number 16, 1967 Chevy Camaro. So SSRS. Now this is a genuine low mileage car.
This thing's really special. Don't overlook this thing, guys. It is a genuine 28,000 or 20,500 mile car from new. It's only 2 owners from new. It's mostly original paint, this car. It's had a very few touch-ups. Most of the paint's all original. It's got its original factory vinyl roof still on it. It's got the RS Hideaway headlight front end. It's got a matching numbers 350Q V8 under the bonnet with original heads, original manifold, original carb. It's got a 4-speed manual transmission. It's got the custom sports interior with deluxe seats, console gauges, 12-volt diff, 14-inch steel wheels with hubcaps on it, and period red stripe tyres. It's got its original logbook and protector plate. I mean, this thing's super special. These Camaros, first-gen Camaros, are super popular. This is the first year they released Camaro. This is the start of them, and this thing is super rad, being an RSSS. Where do you find another one that's original paint, 2 owners from new, logbooks, protector plate, RSSS? This is all the things that you want.
And when you do find stuff like that, it's normally like a 6-cylinder,
it's not the rad stuff.
It's not the great version.
Yeah,
good colours and all that. And I mean, you can rock this thing just exactly like it is, or hey, knock a few inches out of it and put a cool set of wheels on it, and it's a dope street car.
This is a great collector quality car. If you're a collector that values originality, and a lot of high-end collectors very much value originality, this is certainly one you need to be watching and putting a bid in. You need to be jumping on this. If you've got a superannuation fund, you want to put something in it. I'm not giving you financial advice, but this would be a good one to be watching. We haven't met the reserve yet. The reserve's very fair on this car. We're at 76,350 at the moment, and this thing is, really cool. I don't know where you're going to find another so original, such a well-optioned car, and first year for the Camaro. So this is where the Camaro legacy started.
A fully restored car.
Yeah, it does look like a restored car. You'd have to double take on this to see it's original rather than restored. So see if we get one more hit here. No, it looks like it's going to pass out. I'll talk to the hybrid on that one tomorrow. Very fair on his reserve on that one. There's going to be some people that are upset they missed out, I reckon, when they find out it's sold.
Lot number 17, another no reserve car, the big Bronco. Yep. Now, these are always popular. Broncos always blow up.
Ladies love these things. I don't mean to drive. I mean, they just love them. Whenever we get one of these come in, if you ask the women which one is their favourite, and they flock to these things. They associate to them. But tough truck, these, obviously it's an Aussie delivered Bronco.
I think they've been watching that Yellowstone.
Yeah, I think so. It's factory four-wheel drive. Obviously factory right-hand drive being an Aussie delivered car. They run a 351 cubic inch V8 under the bonnet. Does have a removable hardtop roof, which is important to note on these. If you don't know Broncos, you can unbolt that whole white section in the back of the roof and run it with the top off. It also has seats in the back, so unlike a truck of that era, I guess you can throw the family in it. It does have LPG conversion, this thing, so I think it runs dual fuel. It's got a rebuilt C6 automatic transmission, power steer, air conditioning, Sony stereo with a reverse camera, tow bar, and yeah, we're running no reserve. So it's
been chipping away, all day this thing. So just hit 54 and a half, and it's just been chugging along all day. This one, it's had really good interest, and they just keep on going.
Yeah, it's a cool cruiser, man.
It's an interesting colour combo too. Like
it is.
They're typically always blue and red.
White. Yeah,
it was like that
was
like
true.
most of them all were. So as green, it's nice.
Yeah, it's cool. It's definitely something different with emerald green and the white. It's not a full built show car, guys. It's a driver car.
And a half.
It's a cruiser, but it's still a fun car, and they get a lot of attention, these things on the road. And it's every time you cruise around in one of these things, people want to stop and talk to you about how cool it is and have memories about Broncos. And it's one of the cool things we got here in Australia as far as a US truck, I guess, goes.
Yeah, true.
We did get a few of the early F trucks, but the Broncos are a bit of an anomaly that we got here that, when we missed out on a lot of the other cool US stuff.
What? I missed that, sorry. What that?
That just sold for 56 and a half. So congratulations.
So, well done.
Yep.
All right, sorry guys. So lot 18, 74 HJ. Sandman XX7, so Brisbane built, stamped on the tag, XX7, and it's a 308 and a 4-speed. So
reserves, Matt, we're on the market, guys. We're selling this thing. So as Benny said, in the Sandmans, they can often be a series of clues. Most places where these things were built didn't tag them except for the Brisbane plant. And this car is a Brisbane-built car, so it's got the XX7 on the tag, which is super important because you go anywhere to a meet and anyone wants to question is it a real Sandman, just point at that tag and say, there it is, baby.
It's a rabbit hole, yeah.
XX7's on the tag.
It's
the only way to be sure.
Yeah, so they're always more desirable and fetch a few more bucks if they're a Brisbane-built car.
Yep. It's a windowless van, which is really cool. It's been refinished in its original colours of claret with a chamois interior. As Benny said, it is a 308Q V8 M21 4-speed manual transmission, factory diff with 3.08 ratio centre, power steer, GTS wheels, red stripe tyres. These Sandmans are iconic.
85, and we are selling. So yeah, it is. It's a burger with the works, man. Like all these, we we're talking about some of those other cars. You find them and they're rad, and then they're 6 cylinders or stuff aren't right, or if it's 253. But hey, it's a 308 4-speed windowless XX7 van. So
I think it's fair to say, Benny, that the most of the restored, nice, genuine Sandmans are around the 6-figure mark. So we're still great buying. Here you'll see in the back's not got any sort of weird fit out going on. It's all very factory looking in the back of the thing. It's
actually the money lane for those. Like the custom van world, I get and dig.
It is,
but the Sandman lane is typically needs to be in that.
So 86 for closing out. Well bought for someone there. Congratulations.
Yeah, well done. All right, lot 19, the 83 K10. 4x4, the big Silverado.
I love this thing.
I loved it. I loved it enough to, put my hand up at Barrett Jackson for this one.
So, if you don't know the story, we went over to Barrett Jackson earlier this year and did Scottsdale, and that was a really great trip. We all went on together, and there was a bunch of, the auction was huge, thousands of cars there, and this one we really liked, a bit of a sweetheart, and, the hand went up for that. And
had some fun, brought it out.
Brought it home.
Had my bit of fun, so it's time for a new home.
It is, yeah. So these things are super rare. You never see them here in Australia. So you see a lot of C10s. Hardly ever will you see a K10, especially in a short wheelbase 4x4. That's where the money's at. You go to the States, you watch any of the big auctions in the States, that's what everyone wants, man. Short wheelbase K10, 4x4 pickup trucks are the hottest thing in the market in the US right now. And our market tends to follow theirs. So if you're a truck guy,
you'll be ahead of the curve.
Yeah, you're going to be ahead of the game with this thing. And it's really neatly restored. This thing's been repainted in gloss white. It's got all new interior trim in burgundy, 350Q V8 under the bonnet, 4-speed auto with overdrive, 4-wheel drive with manually locking hubs as well. Dual fuel tanks in it. It's got a custom dual exhaust, 4-inch rough country lift in it. GM rally wheels with 33-inch mud tyres. It's cool proportions, this thing. Like the wheels don't hang right out the guards, but it still looks tough.
It's lifted without being spastic.
It's a way better truck than that.
Yeah.
I'll talk to the high bidder tomorrow. Hopefully we can work something out with you on that.
All right, lot 20, another no reserve car. 82 Toyota Hilux 4x4 with a little Holden V8 jammed in the hull.
Yes.
You want to get a good look at this thing, man, inside, outside, and underneath. So again, this is a little bit out of our lane of brand.
But the quality was there when we saw this thing.
Like there's so much on this. Again, like just represents so much value.
It's a full.
Yes, you
Sorry,
can
Benny.
see underneath this truck and see the frame's all painted. It's all been pulled apart. All the floor was all
Body
is
colour
all body
underneath,
colour.
yeah.
It's a beautiful truck.
Yeah.
The previous owner had it for like 28 years. It was his life. Yeah.
So as Benny said, it's a full body off chassis resto. It's converted to a 5-litre Holden V8. Don't miss that. We haven't mentioned that yet. It's got a 5-speed manual transmission. It's been repainted in a colour called Bionic Blue. It's got all new trim with bucket seats, polished roll bar with Hella spotlights all up on the top. It's got a custom bull bar as well with Hella spotlights on it. Custom flat top tray, 2-inch suspension lift, 15-inch wheels. I know our good mate Dave Casey, who drives our 782 Motors TCM car, came and looked at this thing. He was about it, thought it was pretty cool. He's into his 4-wheel drive, so shout out Dave. Did well at Bathurst.
If you don't dig this, buy it for your kid.
Yeah,
because they're all going to froth on it.
Yeah, they are going to froth on
It's
it.
a cool entry level, not tons of money car.
Yeah, 27 grand. Looks like we're about to close out there.
All right, well bought,
You couldn't touch
man.
building that for that money. That's a cool V8, 4x4 Hilux for someone. So congrats.
All right, lot 21, the Sandman replica ute.
Yeah. So reserve met. We're on the market. So let's start out with that
as well. Sitting at 43.
Yep. So
This
this
got a little Chevy in it.
Yeah, it does. It's been restored into a Sandman replica. This ute. It's got a 350 V8 under the bonnet, turbo 400. It's got a Salisbury diff under the back, finished in bright green with the cool purple Sandman decals down the side and across the back. The inside of the tray is really nice. It's all repainted body colour. It's got black vinyl trim, as you can see here, with bucket seats, console. It's got 14-inch GTS style wheels. It is mod plated for Queensland. You see it's got a bit of an aftermarket stereo system in it there as well. This thing's, a neat little cruiser for someone. 44 grand isn't a lot of money for a V8 Aussie ute, neat car. You'll wait, hoping in a second we might see you shot on the back here shortly, but it's all really nicely painted in the back. It's not just all jam black in there. It's all painted body colour. And, this is a fun one
It's
for
a
someone.
Chev, not a
2.3
or whatever.
Yeah.
There's plenty there. Yeah,
Oh,
you
Lukey
can see in
skipped
the
forward
back.
for me.
Yeah.
Thanks, Lukey.
Thank you. Well played.
Yeah, this is what I wanted to show you guys. So this thing, you can tell it's been done nicely. It's all gloss body colour in the back here. It's not just something where someone's put a tonneau over it and try to get out of the cheap way. This has been done properly. There's no dents and stuff in the back like that. It's not been flogged around and then just a tonneau thrown over it.
That's
It's all
good buying
nicely
for
painted.
45, man.
Yeah.
That's good buying.
Congrats.
Well done.
Congrats to the owner.
Congrats. All right, going to move into the hot rods now. So lot 22, little 1930 Model A, little 5-window hot rod. We've had this car a few times over the years.
Yeah.
Mind you, I've been doing this for 20 years, but I've had this back in my old shop, and it's come to us a couple of times along the way.
And it's a good little hot rod, so we're certainly happy to represent it. So this is obviously a full ground-up custom-built hot rod. It's got a Rods Bod 5-window Model A body. It's got custom paintwork, including underneath. It's got a 350 Chevy V8 engine sitting up front with a 700R 4-speed auto. Front is an I-beam, like traditional I-beam with disc brakes. It's got a 4-link coilover rear end. It does have air conditioning, which you don't often get in a little hot rod. So that's pretty cool. Power windows. It's been previously registered in Queensland. I believe it might have been registered in Victoria as well. But it's just a neat little hot rod. This is one you can jump in and enjoy. It's got aircon. It's got power windows. Neat little custom trim with bucket seats inside it. And just a cool little fun one for someone to jump in and enjoy.
I remember going through a phase of these where I had a demographic of people that wanted these hot rods to pull behind motorhomes because they're lightweight and they were lockable, and they would take them on the back of the
How fun is
motorhomes and
that?
travel
Yeah.
around. It was a
I want to be that guy one day, man.
you will be.
Kate, my wife, if you're listening, we're going to be those people one day.
So closed out at 55.
It has a very fair reserve on it. So we'll talk to the
you
Ibeer
tomorrow.
in the morning and see if we can help you with that one.
Lot 23, the 38 International. Now, this is a lot of truck, man.
This is a
thing's
lot
had
of truck.
It's been featured. There's plenty going on here. Proportionally, like, it's quite a big truck. Like, that
It is,
engine's
yeah.
blown and it's massive and it sits in there like it hides away on itself a little bit. But, it's owned by a friend of ours with a trucking company, and it's definitely a trucker's hot rod.
It's cool, yeah. It's on the truck style rather than pickup side of size. But yeah, it's a full ground-up custom build. It's one of the most unique hot rods you're going to see anywhere. It's built from a international body, 1938 international body. Obviously heavy chop, lots of cool body work, really cool custom patina style paint job. It's got a 502 Chevy V8 crate engine under the bonnet with an 871 BDS blower on top, 9-inch diff. It's got side steer setup, which is really cool. It's got power windows. It's got a heated demister setup in it. It also is set up for a tow bar on the rear. It's got retractable seat belts in it. Really cool tractor seats and stuff inside it. Big set of wheels on it. This thing is really cool. It's definitely unique. You're not going to see another one like this truck. And this thing turns heads. If you want a promo car for your business...
Yeah, I was just going to say, it just needs a logo on the door.
Yeah, if you want a promo car, you're not going to turn more heads. And when this thing fires up, it's a weapon.
Yeah, it shakes the room down.
It
there.
does.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you're going to turn heads in this. This is worth the 58 grand for the amount of Instagram followers you're going to get every time you post a video of this thing.
Yeah, true that,
Honestly,
right?
You can do that. You sell it later and get your money back, and you've gained 200,000 followers in the meantime.
Yeah, we have cars like that. Hey,
you do,
put them out and
yeah.
they just blow
It's
up.
an investment for someone's business, I reckon. Yeah, this thing sounds wicked. It's a bunch of fun. So, yeah, you couldn't touch building this car for that much money.
59 on the bid.
It's not cheap to buy a 502 and slap a blower on top of it. It's not just a small block in this thing, guys. It's a legit setup. So let's see if we can hit 60. Get the R&B horn ready, Luke. There we go. Let's hit it to him.
On the Hummer.
Love it. Yeah, still much better than where we're at, guys. That little thing in the tray there does look like a fuel cell. Does have a fuel cell underneath the car.
Yeah,
that flips up, and there's a remote brake booster under there, battery sitting under there.
Yeah.
There's some stuff you can access through there. So they've thought about all those little things in the build of this car. Like I said, it was featured in Cruising Magazine too, which is pretty cool. About to hit the end of the timer there at 60.
We'll talk to the highest bidder on that.
Yeah, we'll chat to you tomorrow on that one, guys. That's a cool truck. Hopefully we can help you get into that one.
All right. Lot 24, the little 32 hot rod.
Yep.
Little road. So it's a gorgeous car.
It is a gorgeous car.
Proper.
So this car was built as a show car, and it's been around for a while, and it's involved in the trends over the years. You'll see we have put a note in the description of this car. It has been built as a show car initially, and it's sort of always remained that way. So it hasn't been through its engineering process. That is noted quite clearly there. But it's certainly something someone could buy and put through that and get on the road. It just hasn't been issued with its engineering VIN at this stage. So fun car. Yeah, you wouldn't need to do it as a new build, but it runs a Deuce Customs body. It's built to show quality in every way. Well, underneath this thing, if you have a look, it's on a reproduction. Yeah, a lot of money underneath this thing. So reproduction 32 chassis. It's repainted in a bright metallic blue. It's got a 383 Chevy V8 with alloy heads. Have a look under the back of this thing. Look at the money under here. It's actually got a turbo 400, which is 2-speed. I know what you're thinking. Turbo 400s aren't normally 2-speeds. It's a really trick setup.
Yeah.
So I had a few people call that and say, oh, it's not a 2-speed. It is.
There's only 20 seconds to go on this, guys. That's 77. So
Jag
you're going to want to bump
end.
that.
Yeah, it's got independent
That is
suspension
a
all
long
around,
car.
all chrome, everything, rack and pinion steering, super detailed. We're about to close out here at 77 in a minute unless someone gives it a hit.
Ugh.
Got removable top as well, which is cool. Let's see if we end there.
Okay.
All right, we'll talk to the high bidder tomorrow on that one, guys.
Brown Sugar, lot 25. This is an amazing hot rod as well.
Yeah.
I guess, look, everybody's like Harleys and whatever. They've all got their own style and people got their own thing. But we're definitely into our traditional hot rods around here. And we all froth on this. This thing's...
It's cool.
This is a big dollar car, man.
It is.
It's steel.
It's been built in a 60s show car style.
It's got all the hard to do, hard to get parts
rare
on it.
parts, yeah. So Richard and Victoria built this car. Shout out, mate, if you're watching. You've done a great job with this thing. It's a genuine Detroit steel body. It's been chopped. It's been channeled. It's got a 56 Oldsmobile dash, which is a really cool addition to this car. Underneath the bonnet, it's got a 348 big block W series engine in it. It's got a 6 Stromberg carburetor sitting up top, Power Glide Auto. It's got a cool reverse front end in it, transverse row spring front end in it. It's got triangulated 4-link rear end, disc brake front end, billet specialty wheels. It's a really cool car. We had a few people ask about engineering on this car. It has been gone through that in Victoria at some stage. I do have a very brief photo of that certificate. That's why it's got a roll bar and lap sash seats in it. Check in your own state as far as what you'll need there. But yeah, it does have, it has been down that track. It does have a different wheel set on it now. It doesn't have guards with the current wheel set, just a note to someone. But look at this trim, man. Look at the work in this trim, the way it's got all this cool pleated, and that sort of gold glitter finish in it.
Definitely have that in my garage.
That Olds dash is super cool, the way that's been made to fit in this car.
Yeah. Everything is, every part of that car is badass.
The colour is epic on that car. Even the trim panels in there behind the wheels and stuff. Yeah, it's everything about that thing is super cool. You take that anywhere and people are going to love it.
Sitting at 69.5 with 20 seconds on the clock, 70.5. Keep it moving, guys.
Yeah, this is, I don't know what it would cost to build this car or what Richard put into that car to build it, but
it's an epic shortcut, man. Buying like
yeah,
that.
100% it is. Yeah, that's a lot of car, and like Benny said, a lot of rare parts that aren't easy to come across.
All the hard to get stuff. There's just, it's different.
It's not a catalogue car like something like that.
I was trying to find my words around that, but yes, that's exactly. It's been built by someone who knows how to build cars and
custom. It's all steel, had to be chopped, and all the hard work way. It's the hard way, but the right way.
72.5.
They haven't just gone and ordered a bunch of stuff for that. They've had to cut it all down. They've had to channel it.
73.5.
Had to do all that stuff. That paint work is so cool. The flipping that thing in the sun and the metal flake in the paint work,
74.5.
both inside and outside, super cool. Low mounted, big commercial style headlights are really cool there at the front. Just have a look at the stance on this. It also has been magazine featured, this car. It's just a rad thing. It's as cool as they come. And everyone loves a Tudor. Everyone loves a Tudor. It's a really cool body style. Love the lights in the rear, the way they're sunk in at the back there.
A few seconds on the clock, man. 75.5. Remember, with any of these, you at least want to end up being the highest bidder.
You do. If you want to own this thing, you want to be the high bidder, so we can talk to you tomorrow. If you're not the high bidder, I talk to them first, so you have to wait and see if they take it or not.
Keep them moving, guys.
Keep coming. Let's go. There's heaps in this thing. Look at this carb setup on top of this thing. It's like jewelry sitting on top of it. That's cool.
I rate that proper. And a W.
Yeah, with often hours any covers on it, rock covers on it. It's cool.
All over the floor.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
77.5. So we're moving. We just keep chugging along. Where's our power bidder?
Yeah, someone hit him with a heart. Oh, 78 straight back. I like it. I like the straight back. Luke, get an R&B horn ready. Someone's going to hit 80. Someone's just going to power hit them at that. Let's get ready. Don't mess around with this $1,000 bids. Hit him at 80.
Yeah, you can. You can write that in if you want to step it up. Instead of moving in $1,000 increments, you can write your own number in there as well and do a double bid or something if you like, and pop them 2 or 3K if you want to show them.
Show them who's boss.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still, hey, there we go. My man. That's what we like. Did you R&B horn them, Luke? Yeah, good work, mate. Good work.
Nice.
I like that. Now we like this guy. Yeah. Hit him back now. Hit him back. 85 in.
See, it might have worked.
You might
have flexed. You might have got that if that rolls out.
You mean work too. Some you're the man.
Proven.
85. Let's hit him back.
He's not taking that from you, son. He's not taking it.
I mean, you bid back, which I respect, but at least you didn't wait till the end.
Set a precedent now. We're going to have to move in 2s and 3s.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, 84.5.
84.
Yep.
All right.
It's still good buying this thing, guys. The money to build this car would be phenomenal. 85.5. You do want to be high bidder, guys, so keep rocking on this. If you want to own this thing, and I don't know where you're going to get another one like this because
you don't.
You don't.
We're not like that. Yeah.
No. Yeah, that's the beauty about hot rods like this is you can't just go and get another one of these things. That's taken someone years to build and find parts and build that thing. That's years of your life you're saving, guys. Think about the time with your children. Think about the children.
12 seconds, come on.
Do it for your kids. Do it for them. Don't be the dad that sits in the garage and dollars away for years. Spend time with your children. Buy the car.
It's just the last second.
All right, guys. Well done. We'll talk to the high bidder tomorrow. Congrats, you get first shot.
Good play. That was fun.
Yeah, well done.
Well done, anyways.
All right.
Now, another from the Fat Cowboy collection.
It is.
Who's rolled this out as a no reserve. So, lot 26, 1949, right-hand drive Chevy.
Don't overlook this thing because it's bare metal. This thing has a lot in it. It's had big money spent on it. So
said to be a couple of $100K.
Yeah. We're told that it's a couple $100 in this car to build it. So I did actually speak to the guy who built this car personally, and he sunk a lot of money into it. So it's an Aussie delivered right-hand drive Chevy Coupe Ute, 49 Chevy Coupe Ute. It's been fully rebuilt on a Holden HJ chassis and has been fully engineered that way for Victoria. So if you're a Victorian buyer, this is fully engineered with everything, blower, everything is fully engineered on it. Talks about coming out the bonnet, all that sort of stuff. It's a full bare metal body. You'll see some images here. It was sent to Southern on Customs. They bare metal the car. It looks so good in bare metal. They decided just to clear the thing. So that's really cool. It's a unique finish and looks amazing on that car. It shows that it's got a really good body. It's just not full of bog. It's running a 383 stroker with a blower on top. It's got a built turbo 350 automatic trans, GM 10-bolt diff with True Track center. It's got power steering, wheelwood powered disc brake front end. It's got a custom leather bench seat inside it. It's got Dolphin and autometer gauges, 18-inch black Plow Street wheels, and it's no reserve, guys. We're selling 70.5.
Closing at 70.5. Boom. All right, that's good.
Well bought, man. Well bought.
All right, lot 27, 36 forward 5 window.
This thing is an absolute sweetheart.
It is. Again, beautifully restored. Like everything's done. It's just
wait till you see underneath this car.
Cherry.
And this thing's really cool. It's a really traditional style. It's an all-steel body, and it's been built as a ground-up, very mild, custom hot rod. Very traditional, this thing. So all-steel bodied 36.4. It's got an 8BA 24-stud flathead V8 under the bonnet. Edelbrock heads and dual carbs. It runs a 3-speed manual transmission. It's got the rumble seat in the back, so you can fit the kids or the family in the back of it. It's got a Continental kit as well in the back of it, the spare tyre. It's got a lot of period accessories. It's got a very nicely detailed engine bay and undercarriage. Look at the engine bay here. It's on a staggered set of 15, 16-inch black wheels with 4 deluxe caps and period Firestone tyres. Got that really cool raked, mild custom stance about it. This thing, the colour combo, everyone who comes and sees this car comments on how gorgeous this thing is.
It's a 6-figure car.
Yeah.
In anyone's language.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be.
No, it's very fair on its reserve.
Some legs
very
on
fair.
It now, yeah.
But it's
so again, you're going to want to at least be the highest bidder on this.
Yeah,
if
you
not, you're not going to get that opportunity. So, yeah, gorgeous car.
Yeah, really nice. You'll see the trim in this thing. It's all been redone. Really classy color combo in this car. I love the cream with the tan interior. See the headliners all beautifully finished there. Seats are all really nicely done.
Yeah, level of detail on that thing is mint.
Look at the gauges and the factory style steering wheel and the really cool period style tack sitting there. It's just super, super nice. Absolute sweetheart. I'm hoping we're going to get to see underneath this thing in a sec.
48.5.
You'll see the rumble seat here in the back where, keep this going just so you can get a chance to see underneath it.
49.
You'll see, it's got the Conti kit sitting on the back of it there. Bunch of really cool period accessories.
52. Oh, good little slap there.
Yeah.
Well played.
Had a few people talking about this car.
53.
You'll see the little step there on the tail light so you can get up into the back of the car.
Yeah, that's for the rumble seat on the back there. Yeah,
that's really cool. 5-window coupe's a cool body style. It's a cool place to be, the rumble seat in this. It's a bunch of fun. I don't know if you've ever ridden in one of them, but it's a cool thing to sit in the back of it, wind in the hair, and you're sort of excluded from the cab. But it's
gorgeous car.
It is super, super nice.
55,000.
And you couldn't touch this car for that money, guys. This is super fair on its reserve.
25 seconds. If you had more time, I'd tell you go online and see what these things go for in America and where you're at. Like it's 57,000.
Yep.
Let's keep it moving, guys.
We're cruising along here.
58,000.
Let's get to 60. Bid. Let's get the horn ready, Luke. Let's do 60. This thing's every bit easy, 60 and more. Let's see if we get there. Round us up to 60.
Make sure you're the highest bidder at least.
Let's go. Yeah, you do want to be high bidder. Well done. Hit the horn. Love it. All right. 61. Come straight back, guys. There's still plenty in this. This is a really neat car.
62,000.
I don't know if you got any underneath this, Lukey. If you do, mate, see if you can cue something up.
No, nothing underneath.
Lovely
car, man.
You're just going to have to trust us on that. This thing's super nice under there. There are photos on the website. They're all there. It is really nice underneath this thing. It's all painted body colour under the floors. It's got some nice red details and stuff to match under the engine bay and all that sort of stuff. It's not just black underneath. It's been a full nut and bolt build, this car. And it's really, really nice.
64,000 on the bid. 65,000.
65. Let's keep rocking, guys. This is an absolutely gorgeous thing. You're going to regret it if you don't own this thing, or at least be the high bidder on this at the end of the day. Because this car is very fair on its reserve, and I think whoever ends up owning this car is going to be pretty thrilled with it. See the detail of all the chrome inside the window frames there.
Yeah.
Original style steering wheel. Nice little parcel shelf in the back there.
67,000 on the bid.
Round it up to 70, guys. Let's go. Let's keep rocking up there. This is still a steal at this money, guys. This is still an absolute bargain at this money. 68. Don't let it count down. Just hit it straight back.
It's all about build quality, hey? Like,
build quality
really,
is everything.
There's nothing left to do, man. You just unless you've got your own personal styling cues, like change your shifter.
That's timeless. What do you do with that? That's timeless as it is. Like it's bang on. It doesn't need it.
68,000 on the bid.
We're about to close out shortly.
3 seconds. All right, we'll be talking to the highest bidder.
Yeah, high bidder. You're gonna.
Thanks for the play.
Yeah, you're good.
All right, lot 28, 1940 Chevy, little special deluxe coupe.
Yeah.
Now, I know this car very well too. It's a car I bought 2019, I think, on a trip that I did, Route 66. Ended up back in LA and found this car when I was back in LA, and it was drop dead gorgeous, and we've sold it to our long-term friend and collector, and it went to the Fat Cowboy collection. And it's an amazing car with ridiculous accessories, as equally as nice as the last car that just went through. Yeah. And just, I don't know, this needs to get recognised.
You're going to want to start hitting this so we can tell you a bit more about it.
Car bids at $50,000.
Look at the detail.
Yeah, it's something else, man. I'd definitely love. Look, at the time, I would have kept that myself, and he wanted to own it and bought it. It's certainly a car I'd have in my garage. I think that thing is amazing. So
keep hitting this, guy, so I can tell you a bit about it in the meantime. But it's a fully restored 40 Chevy Special Deluxe. So this thing actually went through a full restoration in a very factory style. It's since changed hands after its full restoration to a gent who put a bit more of a LA Lowrider style bomb look about it. So lowered it a bit, put all these really rare accessories. There's so much money in rare accessories in this car. Yeah, that's it. Keep it going.
There you go.
Fully repainted in gloss black. It's got a 216 Stowe bolt, straight 6 engine, which would have been factory in these cars. See how neatly presented it is. It's got a 3-speed column shift manual transmission, lowered suspension. It's got fender skirts, accessory visor. That steering wheel, look at this steering wheel.
That's right.
That thing is like $5,000 US just for the wheel, and even then they're not even restored sometimes.
On a car like
that wheel is super desirable. It's a 40 Deluxe spinner wheel. See the traffic light finder here, another really rare accessory. It's got the spotlight going out through there. It's got spotlights on the front of it. It's got the Fulton visor. It's got the hat holder up the top. It's got umbrella holder. All this stuff you can't buy. You've got to find it. You've got to go to swap meets for years and years and years. I can't tell you how hard that stuff is to get. And this guy's gone and collected all of it. And this car is super nice.
Sitting at $53,500 on the bid.
It's lowered suspension, guys. If you know that look, you could certainly lift that thing back up quite easily.
Or you can bag it.
Or you can lower it more. It does have air shocks in the rear if you want to pump up the rear a little bit. With a gauge and a little switch inside the glove box. See all over the windows here, which is a really cool thing in the video. It's got so many rare accessories. Looks like we're closing out there at 53. We'll talk to the high bidder tomorrow.
Okay, another no reserve car, lot 29, no reserve, 1955 F100 little V8 pickup truck.
Who doesn't love a 50s truck?
They're certainly popular.
They're always popular, man. Whenever we get these things, they're always popular. And this one's a cool little cruiser for someone. So 55 Ford F100 V8 pickup truck.
It just took a bump to 83.
It's done as a mild custom truck. Originally from California. It's been repainted metallic burgundy. It's got a rebuilt 302 Windsor V8. It's got a C4 3-speed auto transmission, 9-inch under the back. It's got power steering. It does have power disc brakes.
$85,000 on the bid.
Custom interior trim. It's got Bluetooth and USB compatible stereo inside it. It does have timber in the bed floor too, with a tonneau cover over the top. It's got lowered suspension, a new set of 16-inch steel wheels with white-walled tyres, and we're running no reserve. So 85. These 50s F trucks are always super popular. Everyone wants a classic 50s truck. I mean,
they're always the bangers, aren't they? Like 56 in the Ford is always the money.
Yep.
55s is the next in line.
Yep.
Chevy ran such a long period of truck, and they were quite similar, and they were very popular for such a long time throughout their whole evolution. But the Fords were a little bit narrower than that.
Yep.
Sitting at 85,000 on the bid.
See if we get another one on this. Yeah, it's selling, guys. There's no second chance on this one tomorrow. It's if you miss it now, it's gone. So
And that's got a new home at 85,000.
Congrats, man. Well done.
Congrats, yeah.
Going to a new home.
The Ferrari.
All
All right, lot 30.
This one's something a bit unique for us, but this one's a 2004 Ferrari 612 Scaglietti. I don't know if I pronounced that right. I don't have a good enough Italian accent, but that's what it is.
You should have done the hand
Scaglietti.
motion. Yes.
So what's cool about this particular model is they're a V12, which is what everyone wants in a Ferrari, front engine Grand Tourer. It's a 4-seater too, so you can fit some friends or the whole family in it. It's a genuine low kilometre example. It's only got 23,800 kilometres on it.
Currently at 90,000.
It's got a factory 5.7 litre V12 engine. It's got the F1 style 6-speed paddle shift transmission in it. It's painted in gloss black.
91,000.
It's got a really nice black and red Daytona style interior in it. The interior in this thing feels and smells like new. It's got updated set of 20-inch Ferrari 458 Italia wheels on it. Does have a receipt file with a bunch of work for the car. It also has the original Ferrari toolkit. It's got owner's manual. It's got a spare key. All that stuff that can be hard to get. Now,
100,000.
Someone wants to get their friend beside them because they need to be watching this to Google these things on car sales or jump and find out. I think there's only one advertised on car sales and it's well in the twos. So this is super cheap where it is at the moment. Have a look at the trim in this thing. The trim's super nice. Black with red. So this car is a Hong Kong import. It's sold new over there. Does have some cool document.
106,000.
Does have some documentation with a service not that long ago on the transmission of that car. Did have cam belts done at the same time. So it's had a lot of the the hard work service stuff done.
108,500 on the bid.
Everyone loves a black on black car, and pretty cool that you can have a V12 Ferrari
and still take the kids to school.
and still drop the kids to school. You are the baddest dad at drop off. The coolest
111,000 on the bid.
Dropping your kids off in this thing. There's not many models that do that unless you spend $500,000 or more on an FF.
113,500 on the bid.
To have something like that in this sort of money is pretty cool. It's got upgraded stereo system in it to a touchscreen to a bit more modern touches.
116,000 on the bid.
But that paddle shift transmission was really high tech in its day.
118.5 on the bid.
The one they put in the 612 was a bit more refined than what they had in the 360s. They refined it a bit more and used them in these.
121,000 on the bid.
But you want to own a Ferrari?
123,500 on the bid.
We got one that's super cheap here. I think that is probably the cheapest Ferrari on car sale at the moment where you're at the moment.
Ferrari again.
Anywhere, let alone in a
126,000 on the bid.
Like I said, I think the only 612 that's currently in the market that I'm aware of anyway is well in the twos.
128,500.
And I don't know what it's like for K's and condition to this. I can only see our one, but by our one I mean our consigners one. It's it's a cool car. It's super fun. V12 note. Be a fun car to bang through the canyon. We don't really have canyons here, do we?
Tambo.
Yeah, Tambo.
Mount Tambo.
Yeah. Up one of the mountain
128,500 on the bid with 5 seconds to go.
Let's see, we go here. We'll talk to the high bidder on that.
131.
Maybe we'll talk to this guy.
We're going to talk to this guy.
We're going to talk to you. Unless someone wants to have another go, because you should. Do we get hit back yet? What are we at, 131?
Yeah. Cheap enough to buy it even if you don't want it.
Yeah.
133,500 on the bid.
Yeah. We do have to talk to the high bidder first, guys. So you do want to end up as the highest bidder on this car if you want a chance to own it?
If it doesn't hit reserve.
If it hits reserve, you definitely want to be the highest bidder.
136,000 on the bid. 138.5 on the bid.
Keep hitting the back.
He's lulled there a little bit, but look at you fighting back. Proud of you guys.
Let's hit 140. Round it up. Let's go. Can't get one of these for 140 grand.
You,
I know. Why you wait till the
1
end?
second? Because
you're going to miss it, and then you're going to.
141
that's
on
better.
the clock.
I like that. That's good. Hit him straight back. Show him who's boss. Let's get it done. Park a Ferrari in your garage. Let's do it.
Say Ferrari again with the
Ferrari.
hand. Ferrari.
You need the hand to say it.
It was good,
Ferrari.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, 9 seconds on the countdown, guys. Where are we going here?
Is it going to go here?
All right, we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Congrats on being high bidder. We'll talk to you tomorrow, so we can help you get in it.
Lot
Next
31.
Up.
All right, we've got another car on the market. The owner of this called through and dropped his reserve as well to get on the market, so we can see where we can take it. It's an 81 right-hand drive Porsche, little 911.
Yeah, so this thing's really neat. We don't do a lot of these cars, but this guy sent this to us and asked if we'd look at putting it in the auction. And Benny went to look at this car, and it was gorgeous. Super nice. So, the fact that the quality was just there, definitely helped this thing.
And he was fair on his money where his reserve was.
Yeah, 100% he was. And he's dropped it a long way to get it on the market and to let people decide. So this is great buying at this money. There's heaps of fat left in this. So you want to get bidding on this one, guys. A factory right-hand drive Porsche 911. It's been neatly restored with some tasteful upgrades. It was professionally repainted in 2019 and really high-quality repaint, guys. It's got the factory power sunroof. It's got the turbo look, steel wide body guards all on it, whale tail wing. It's got some updated front and rear bumpers on it. Runs a 3-litre boxer engine in the back with the factory Bosch K-Jectronic fuel injection. 5-speed manual transmission's got an upgraded shifter in it as well, and all new linkages done in it. Lowered suspension, black leather interior, air conditioning, which is cool. Power windows, Bluetooth stereo, and those really rad 7-inch Fuchs wheels on it. So this is really cheap, guys. You want to have a hit on this, 115.9. We're this thing, the guy has pulled back to get this on the market a long way. It's a lot, it's worth more money than this. So this is fantastic buying. There's opportunity for someone here, like we said, it's on the market. Yeah, there's no calling us tomorrow on this.
118, and I'm going to call it a half.
You don't put your best foot forward, and that's it. You're out on this one. So $120,999.99. You're just doing that to make
that up. We'd appreciate that. That's
someone
good.
Just put that whole back to a whole number for us.
Yeah, that'd be good.
They're going to make it like 888 or something really
they'll
weird.
Do that every car.
Yeah. All right, got almost 5 seconds to go.
121 and
a bit.
Yeah, under.
Yeah, just under.
3 seconds on the clock.
That's great buying.
Okay.
Well, one of our regular customers came in and liked that car. I hope you got that.
Yeah, I hope you did get that.
That was good buying.
That's great buying.
Yeah.
All right. So lot 32, first of the two Cobras. So this is a 2017 Absolute Pace car.
Yeah.
This thing is a rocket ship.
It absolutely is. So really cool gent who owns this car. Really knows his stuff. So it is an Absolute Pace car. So if you don't know who Absolute Pace are, they're very well known for their Cobras. They build a really high-tech Cobra replica.
Can we get in the boot and underneath this one, Lukey, and show everybody the engine bay in the boot and underneath by chance?
So yeah, really high-tech this thing, guys. It's called a Pace 427 SSR is the model. It runs a carbon fiber Kevlar composite body. It's got a TIG welded aluminium monocoque chassis. Runs a built 347 window using a dart block. And it's got a Vortec V2 supercharger running 16 PSI. It's got a built and fully manualized C4 automatic transmission. It's got independent rear suspension. Have a look at this here in the boot with QA1, fully adjustable coilovers, all round. That's all polished in there. Looks super nice. It's got 4-wheel Brembo disc brakes, black leather interior, electric power steering. It's got a staggered set of 18-inch Shelby pin drive knockoff wheels with Toyo Proxy tyres on it. This thing's competed at Leyburn Sprints and the Hill Climb. It went to Rocky Nats in 2022 where it won top exhibition and top 20 in the street class. I mean, that's a lot of car. And the cost to build this is phenomenal. 150, just about to close out. We'll talk to the high bidder. That's a lot of car.
Yeah, that's a ton of car.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Lot 33, we've got another Absolute Pace. This one we've got a Miami-powered GT40.
Yeah, so again, this is an Absolute Pace car. The gentleman who built this car has a strong background. He's built a Cobra before he built this car, but it's a ground-up GT40 build using Absolute Pace rolling body and chassis. It's got a Ford supercharged 5-litre Miami late model V8 engine under the back with a Porsche 5-speed manual G50-52 transaxle in the back. It's got inboard coilover suspension all round. It's got boosted 4-wheel disc brake setup on it. It's actually got a hydraulic front lift, which is a really cool feature on the GT40 to get in and out of driveways.
Lando, yeah.
It's painted in the Le Mans winning colour scheme of black with silver stripes. It's got a custom red leather interior in it. It's got a set of 17 and 18-inch Shelby American pin drive knockoff wheels. It's been engineered and fully registered in Queensland previously. So I know there's a fair few guys that build all sort of different ones of these, and a lot of these pace cars are sort of halfway being built.
Super techie.
Yeah, it is super techie. So, and this one's actually been fully done and has been registered previously here in Queensland.
Like the last Cobra we just saw, they come in different formats, and they have an evolution over the years where they were made with L30 L300 front ends and then
Yeah,
Tirana front
front
ends, and they've got this wild evolution.
This is the next generation, man.
So they
Whole
can't be
nother level.
priced the same way.
Yeah.
135,000 now on the bid. But yeah, this is a super special car, like the last Cobra was. In its development, you know.
See all the billet arms and stuff in the back there, inboard cantilever coils in the rear. See the supercharger, top's all painted nice, got a really cool custom
That's a race car,
air
man.
intake. It is like it's fully set up, really heavily engineered, this car. It's got all, even the trim's all quite nice in it, or very nice. It's got a Connolly leather inside it on the dash and in the seats and all that sort of stuff. This thing, you'd be well in the twos, way in the twos building this. At 137.5. That's well under where we'd think that would be.
We'll talk to the highest bidder on that.
Yeah,
but
you get to have a chat about
it. All right, lot 34. This is a little 2006 right-hand drive.
This thing,
super performance.
This car,
Coyote powered.
This car's super rad. I was a bit upside down on this when it came in. I really love this thing, and it's so it's a high-end build from Superformance, who are a company in the US who are one of the few companies licensed to build Cobra replicas. So they call these a Mark III. This particular model, and it's finished in the Cobra Hero colours. It's first registered in 2017, so it has been on a club permit in Victoria. It's got a late model fuel injected 5-litre Coyote engine, which is exactly the same that they put in the new Mustangs. It's got a Tremec 5-speed manual transmission in it. It's got independent suspension all round. It's got wheel disc brakes on all 4 corners, but while it's got all that modern stuff underneath it, it's a very traditional look. So it's very factory looking. Its body. It's got those cool 15-inch knockoff wheels with the cool billboard tires sitting on it. Love that look. It's very low kilometres. It's a collector grade car. It's only done 1,140 kilometres.
That's on the market
from new.
And it's low.
It's on the market and selling.
113,000 on the bid, and it's getting a home at that, man. And it's
everyone that came into the shop loved this car, and I don't blame them. It came in, I loved it.
65 sort of styling.
I love that look.
All the technology that makes it, more modern and rad. So we're at 115.5, 120.5 on the bid.
I used to have a little 32 Roadster that was very traditional looking outside, but had like a late model LS and manual and stuff underneath it, and I loved that car for that reason. This car's very similar to that. It looks very traditional outside.
123 on the bid.
It's got a very reliable, modern, late model, and very powerful drivetrain underneath it. This is the perfect cars and coffee car. If you live on the northern beaches in Sydney and you want something to take out on the weekend
on the bid.
and go get the paper in or go to a coffee shop, this is the perfect car for that sort of thing. Jump in it, drive anywhere, turn the key and go.
All the stuff, man, even down to the shifter and the steering wheel
it's
and
very
the gauges
traditional
and
looking.
everything's
and
got that
obviously
old
right-hand
school
drive too.
Yeah, it hasn't got a modern stuff in it that sort of indicates that it's got the
125 and a half about to close out if someone doesn't hit. We're going to go. 128. Well done getting back at that. That's still a cheap car. One other cool feature on this is the side pipes in this car aren't live, but the exhaust actually mirrors where the side pipes run on the inside and dumps just on the inside of the side pipe. So the side pipes aren't going to discolor. You're not going to have issues burning yourself, but it still sounds like a side pipe car, which is really rad. I love that they did that on this thing. It's one of the coolest features. I love the single roll bar, very traditional style. The stance on it's bang on. This thing is as rad as they come. I think this is the coolest Cobra replica we've ever had, probably, or potentially one of them. It's definitely in its styling. It's right up there. So it's definitely amongst them. So 130 and a half.
5 seconds on the clock.
Well done.
133,000.
Yep. Yeah, someone, if you got a beach house in Burleigh Heads that you've just bought, you know who I'm talking to. You want something to park in the garage? This is one for you, my friend. All right, so 135 and a half. This is a super cool car. Whoever gets this thing is going to have a blast in that car, I reckon. All right. We're at 135 and a half. We've got about 12 seconds to go now, thereabouts. Let's see if we get hit again. Bring it up to 138. About to, I got him back, straight in.
140 and a half. Or 138. We're looking for 140
looking for
and
140 and a half. Independent suspension all around these two. Like Ben's saying, like we were talking about in the other ones, this is still one of the next generation of these sorts of cars. It's not a Tirana front end and a solid axle in the rear. This thing is independent suspension all around, big brakes, modern drivetrain. This is something you can hop in, turn the key, you don't have to wait for it to warm up. You go down the road, bang gears, sounds great, goes great.
That's very
Looks
well
like it's got
bought
out
at
there.
138.
Yeah,
Congrats,
congratulations,
guys.
man. I'm jealous of whoever
Good
got
play,
that car.
yeah.
That's a fun one, man.
All right, now another no reserve. This is from the collection down south, lot 35, and this is a genuine 2005 Dodge NASCAR, man.
Where are you find another one of these? This thing is an absolute turnkey 2005 Dodge Charger NASCAR. So, you know, I have seen a couple of bodies and stuff come up for sale. I've never seen a turnkey car like this come up for sale. It's a genuine 800 horsepower NASCAR. It's a road course car, so it is a left-right car rather than one that's just set up to run ovals and only turn left. It's a Ronnie Hopkins engineering built chassis. It's a 2005 Dodge NASCAR body. The body on this thing's actually all steel as well. I think it's just the front and rear bumpers that aren't. The rest of it's all steel, so not like the latest gen of NASCAR that are composite. It's got the iconic Miller Lite snap-on livery, as was raced by Rusty Wallace in Sonoma in 2005.
I'm going to cut you off because we only got like 30 seconds left on the clock here, and we're sitting at $42,000.
You can't touch.
That's a six-figure car. I'd like to get one of those, bring it out. That's a drive line. If you don't want to go and race it as it is, there are so many parts on that car. Buy it for the parts and stick it in something else and go and have some fun. But that is a badass car. Take a track day, whatever. At 42 and a half.
What a cool centerpiece of a collection. And look, talking about parts, it's got a 358 cube, 803 horsepower Dodge NASCAR engine, 4-speed manual trans, 6-piston Brembo brakes. It's got the NASCAR wheels wrapped in the Goodyear Eagle tires. Running no reserve, guys. This thing's going to sell.
44,000
You want a NASCAR? How cool are you if you walk in and say, come check out my car's my shed? I've got a freaking NASCAR. You know, like, that is the coolest thing in the world.
Who wants to go fast?
Yeah.
Let's go.
You're my friend. If you have a NASCAR, we can be friends. Yeah.
So we're looking for 44 and a half on the bid right now.
Yeah.
Man, that's cheap buying.
Yeah.
That's a lot of cool.
I mean, when I walked into this shed and this NASCAR was sitting there, I did that.
We're talking about dropping the kids off in that Ferrari, but imagine taking this to the
Yeah,
school.
you're a badass. I mean, you got to outrun the 5.0.
46 and a half on the bid.
This
Looking
is
for
such
47,000.
fair buying.
Yeah.
It's cheap,
like, that's
guys.
legit, man. This isn't a replica.
And just the cost to import something like this, guys. You can't buy this here in
We're
Australia. It's not
48
something
and a
you can
half on the
easily
bid,
get.
looking for 49,000.
Imagine all the
guys.
Ricky Bobby quotes you can put in with your friends when they come
Yeah.
over. Just a big American winning
It's still
machine.
driveline money. It's still parts. It's still a parts car at that money. 49,000. We're looking for 49 and a half right now.
Yeah, let's do it. Round it up to 50. Let's go. This thing is rad. Let's go.
It's good buying, and it's no reserve, man. It's going to sell. Like this, you know, when we went to the collection and saw this car, we were like, this car,
That's
like,
cool.
what's the yardstick? Like, what do we do? Like, how do you value this car?
Yeah.
And look, we do very well out of no reserve. It's fair to the market. You guys know it's real. We're at 50 on the market. And no reserve does well, and it'll prove itself in this space. Again, you know, it'll meet whatever the Australian market says it is. 52,500 on the hammer now, looking for 53.5. So, look, it was only fair to run this car as a no reserve car. So, you tell us, what's it worth? Right now, it's 52.5.
Certainly a cool
I
centerpiece.
think
of
you're
talking
halfway
point.
to there, man. Like, that's what they sell for US, man. And you haven't even got it out of Meekum. Like, it's still sitting at their place.
Or
and
converted the
and they're
dollars
ran
yet.
you. Yeah, that's right. Then you convert the dollar. You know, 50 grand over there, you convert the dollar, you're 75, and it's still sitting at their place.
Yeah.
And then you got to get home, pay all your taxes and duties and stuff. Like, they're 100K cars now.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a super fun one. And
54.5 on the hammer, looking for 55.5.
be interested to see if someone who buys this does take it and race it. I'd love to see that happen. Be cool to see that. Or look, it just is a centerpiece of a collection. What can you get for that money as a talking point?
You're just missing the 7 and the 8 on the side.
How cool is this as an event car? Go to Power Cruise in this thing, man. Go do that. Go
56
have
and
some
a
fun at
half on the
Summonats. Driving NASCAR around there.
Yes.
That is the best.
Yeah. I like it when you've got that many spoilers. You need a straight up and down spoiler on the roof. That's good.
Yeah. It's all about that.
56,500 on the bid, 13 seconds
Let's
to go.
see 60, guys. Let's
There
see
we
60.
are. 57,500 on the bid, looking for 58.5.
Yep.
On this no reserve 2005 Dodge 800 horsepower NASCAR. Good playing, guys. You went so long we wound the video out of the, of the
58.5.
58,500. Interesting one, this one. When are you going to see another one?
Yeah. I don't think you're going to have this opportunity again. So
And if you do, it could be this car with a driveline pulled out of it.
yeah.
Making the same money.
Yep.
All right, 58,500. We've got 6 seconds on the clock.
See how we go.
Where are we at, guys? What are we saying?
And,
We're calling it. Oh, 59 and a
you
half.
left that to
My
the
guy.
last
My
second.
guy. I love that.
Oh, man.
I get the bid and you get annoyed.
Hit him straight back. Show him his boss 60. Let's get R&B horn ready. Let's give this guy 60. He's not going to wait to the end.
Wait to
He's
the
going to
end.
hit him. Don't wait to the end. Don't wait to the end. He's going to hit him 60. Let's go.
All right.
Let's go, my guy.
59,500 on the bid with 8 seconds to go.
Let's go.
What's it?
Yes.
Oh, there it is. 60 and a half. That's the question. What is it? What's a NASCAR worth in Australia?
We're about to find out because it's selling. It is going.
It's getting a home tonight.
It's going. Let's go.
60,500 on the bid. Looking for 61,500 with 10 seconds on the clock.
61 and a half. Well done.
Well played.
Let's see another 1,000. You're going to be the guy who goes to the pub on the weekend and said, I almost bought myself a NASCAR, but I was $1,000 away.
But
are you going to be that guy that said, well, you're going to be the guy that goes there and says, I bought a freaking NASCAR.
Remember that time, that fork in my road where I nearly changed
but
my
I
whole
didn't
life.
pay that $1,000. I needed more. Yeah.
61,500 with no seconds left on the clock.
Yeah.
Sold at
Well
61,500.
Well done.
That was
Congrats,
good.
man.
That was
That's
a fun
super
one,
cool.
guys.
That's the fun thing.
That's a badass car. Talking about badass cars, Lot 36, 1937 Chevy Gasser. This thing's legit.
This thing is certainly legit. So this is a real deal vintage Gasser with race history. So it's a 37 Chevy Coupe and is built by well-known California drag racer Don Norwell. You see his name down the side there. Now, Don campaigned this car in the 60s. It was actually a national record holder at the time. It's since had a frame-off restoration. It's got a full fiberglass front end, which is how Don fitted up in the 60s. It's got a sheet metal interior with a roll bar inside it. Runs a 327 cube Chevy V8 engine with Hilborn velocity stack injection. Borg-Warner 4-speed, so he's banging gears down the drag strip in this thing. Pontiac rear end, 5.38 ratio, 15-inch wheels with period drag tyres sitting on it. This thing broke the Irwindale B-Gas record with a 1050 to 140 mile an hour. Was featured in Hot Rod magazine in the US twice. Once in 1965, again in 2005. It's been displayed in the Lars Anderson Auto Museum in the US. This is a piece of US drag racing history,
It is
man.
history. It's not a toy.
This is legit. This is a legit car with legit
If
history.
you're a car collector, man, and you got one of these, you're not going to have this.
Yeah, you're not going to have one of these.
Holy, yeah, like sitting at 31K, man.
How many guys have a car in their collection that they can say, that thing was a national record holder in the US in the 60s and it was featured in Hot Rod magazine twice? Like, what a cool
This was
story.
a big dollar car. This came out of the Fat Cowboy collection as well. And, you know, he had to pay a lot of money for that car and then bring it out. Like, you know, look, I get some of this stuff can get overlooked, but that's a special piece of history, man.
It
It's
is,
a
certainly.
badass car.
Yeah.
It's not a toy.
No.
35,500 on the bid. We're looking for 36,000 now. We're moving in $500 lots.
Yep.
We're just chipping away. You've got plenty of room here to put a power bid in and show who's boss. Do a flex on this one.
If you have a look at the pictures of this car, you'll see there's actually some really cool photos of Don Norwell in this car. There's photos of him standing with it. So when he built this car in the 60s, it wasn't just a drag car. It was primarily a drag car, but he always built it and went to car shows, and he won trophies at car shows with this car. So it was super well known in Southern California in the 60s.
on the bid.
There's threads on some of the online forums talking about this car. 38 super cheap for this thing. Let's see if we get
40 and a half.
Yeah,
Well
let's
played.
go.
All right. So it's got a very fair reserve on this car.
It does.
It's minimal to what it cost
Yeah.
our guy to bring it out. He's been fair. He understands the Australian market. Same deal. He's not trying to jump over the moon to get back out of this.
Yep. He'll tear up on the car. He paid good dollars for it.
He's hoping
It's a
to
special
get a
car.
run on.
Yeah.
But look, where the reserve is, if you take this thing out, you want to keep on going and find it here, man. This is a whole lot of car.
All right, we'll talk to the hybrid on that one in the morning.
All right. Okay, lot 37, the 70 Plymouth Duster, Soxon Martin replica. This thing's badass. I proper dig this car.
It's super cool. So
54,000.
So let me firstly say, before we get too far into the bidding, that this is built as a street car. So definitely looks like a drag car. And it's certainly built as a tribute to the infamous Soxon Martin's car that pounded and
55,000
dominated
on
the
the
drag
bid.
strips in the US throughout the 70s. But this is a street car. It's been imported as a street car. Hasn't been registered here in Australia at this stage, but it's certainly one you can go and register, go through that process and do that. But so it's a full restoration, this thing, into a Soxton Martin replica. It's got a drag car look, but like I say, it is built and imported as a street car. It's been rebuilt it's got a rebuilt 383Q V8 engine.
58,000 on the bid.
With Offenhauser intake and dual Holley carbs. Runs a 727 torque flight auto transmission with the cool pistol grip shifter. It's got an 8-inch posi track rear end, TTI headers and exhaust with electric cutout so you can make it rumble.
59,000 on the bid.
Subframe connectors, got a black leather interior. It's got staggered 14, 15-inch Keystone wheels.
On the bid.
This thing is a head turner. If you don't know who Soxton Martin are, then you bloody should, because they built heaps of cool Mopars, very big in the Mopar scene, and they dominated the drag strips of the 70s. They built a few cars. They had Cooters and other things, and the Duster was one of the well-known cars. Bit of an unusual car here in Australia. You don't often see Dusters, but cool example. And this one's certainly a very special car.
61,000, 62,000 on the bid.
This one was bought by the current owner, who's from one of the big collections that we're running a few cars on this auction. He bought this out of Meekum in the US, so ran through there.
Again, irreplaceable money.
Yeah.
He's fair and he's reasonable.
Yeah. It costs a lot of money to restore these cars, and that thing's so cool being at Soxton Martin.
63,000 on the bid.
You'll see even on the back, it's got jumper points on the rear and isolator sitting on the back there like a drag car would have had. It's got the livery to match the iconic car that ran down the drag strips there in the 70s.
You could take the stickers off that, paint it all white, still have a badass car, man.
100%
Not into it.
But you shouldn't, because
no,
it's way cool the way it is.
65,000 on the bid as it is.
Terrible
We're looking
advice.
for 66,000.
Yeah, that red, white, and blue is a cool,
66,000,
iconic colour combo. All of the Soxton Martin cars are red, white, and blue.
If you don't know them, you got like 27 seconds to Google
Jump
some
on
shit
Google.
and find
Grab
it
on
out,
your
right?
other phone or device that's not the one you need to be bidding on, and Google Soxton Martin if you don't know who they are. Very, very well known. And they were the factory race team for Plymouth. They were the factory team. They were the Plymouth-backed team. So that's really cool.
68,000 on the bid, looking for 69,000.
Let's round it up to 70, guys. Let's
22 seconds on the clock.
Let's go up to 70. Let's do it. Show him who's boss.
This car got a very big reduction today in its reserve as well.
Very fair.
To meet the market.
All right,
so
69. Let's see 70. Let's get R&B horn ready, Luke. We're going to hit 70. Let's do it. Someone's not going to miss this for a grand, surely.
69,000 on
Let's
the bid.
do 70.
Looking for 70,000.
Round it up. Let's go.
There it is,
and on the market. We are selling.
This car came in looking for 90, got reduced today at 70 to get on the market.
It's going. Don't mistake.
There.
All right. So you want to own this thing. There's no more calling tomorrow. If you're not the leading bidder on this thing now, you need to get in there. You need to jump on that
The only way
and
you
own
stay
that
alive
car.
from here is to keep bidding.
Oh, you might have found his ceiling. Is he backed out?
That's damn good buying, man, if you got that.
Congratulations to the new owner of that car. Well done.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, lot 38, 62 Chevy bubble top.
This.
Yeah.
Sorry, cool, man. So this thing is a super rare 62 bubble top. It's got a 409 in it, this car. Again, this is a bit like the other one. It's been built really as a street car, but it's done as a tribute to Rex White, who won the NASCAR championship in the US in the 60s. And this car was actually displayed in the NASCAR museum in Atlanta, and Rex White drove this car at several NASCAR functions and events. He actually drove it around an oval there in the US. It's got a 409 425 horsepower engine with a rare cow plenum induction system, 4-speed manual, built by the Chevy shop. It was displayed in the NASCAR museum, and this thing is sitting at Bel Air money, 4-door Bel Air money. And this is a 409 bubble top. Like, this is sitting at, this is crazy cheap. So you're going to want to wake up and jump on this one if you're a Chevy guy. If you don't want it as a NASCAR, man, this is worth bidding on.
How's that cold air induction that runs up through the cowl? Through the wiper panel. That's dope.
Yeah, it's really cool, this thing.
This is the start of the whole muscle car era, when they were really getting down and going fast.
Yeah.
So I get that, Australian has Australian motor history, but if you're a car collector and you like your Australian and you're American, or you're American, this is just a sick feature to have in your in your collection as well. Cool talking point. It's got good history. All the cars with stickers and numbers are talking points and cool.
Imagine rocking up to Cars and Coffee in this thing.
And it's done stuff. As much as it's a replica, it was used,
Yeah, Rex White drove it. He was a NASCAR champion. He drove the car at the Speedway.
It's got its own piece of history. So, we're sitting at 47,500, which is again, we're
Crazy.
still in four-door Aussie Impala money, you know, like this has got some legs.
We'll talk to the hybrid on that one tomorrow. You might be presently surprised with the reserve on that, so let's talk to them. Congrats to getting the opportunity.
All right. Lot 39 now, where we're talking about doing our Bathurst themed auction, and we had some race cars coming at us, and we're working our way through them. Now this one's as real as it gets. 75 Holden LX Tirana, and it's a real SS Tirana hatchback. So yeah, factory SS hatch. This has been built into a classic race car. It's built to run in multiple categories, most recently set up by Touring Car Masters. Savvy Motorsport put a lot of the stuff together in this car. Engine, did all the tuning on the suspension and stuff in this car. Very, very well known, built a lot of high-end race cars. So they know what they're doing. It's got a built 400 cube Chevy stroke a V8 engine. It's got a magnesium case Jericho straight cut 4-speed manual transmission with long slider shifter, Strange Engineering aluminium 9-inch diff with 31 spine spool. It's got Savvy Motorsport front end with king springs and QA adjustable coilovers all around. It's got a full cam spec roll cage in it with single Cobra Sebring race seat. It's got 4-wheel disc brake setup, 16 by 10 inch Bathurst globes all around with Dunlop SP slicks. This is a competitive car. It's got multiple podiums. This thing is super cool. It's sitting at 100K. Like, just think about, like, it's a real SS Tirana hatchback. Like, you know,
what would it cost to buy one?
They roll out of here all the time, and you know, at $1.50
or more. High ones,
Yeah, and this thing's sitting at 100K right now. Look, there'd be some work taking it back to a street car, but it's got a whole bunch of stuff in it, and it's still a real SS.
Cool race car.
Tirana hatch, man. So,
we'll talk to the high bidder tomorrow on that.
Yeah,
not to stress.
Lot 40, 1972 little LJ XU1 replica race car.
So yeah, this is a nice little LJ Tirana coupe that's, again, been rebuilt in a GTR XU1 replica race car. It's been built to race in Group NC. It was got a rebuilt 3300 6-cylinder engine with the triple Weber carbs on it. It's got a 4-speed manual transmission. It's got a Motorsport Australia spec full roll cage. It's got SAS race seats in it with 4-point harnesses, 13-inch black mesh wheels with semi-slick tyres on it. It's got a historic 5th category logbook with it as well. This is super cheap fun to go and race classic race events for not a lot of money. We're sitting at 46.9 at the moment.
Looking for 47.4.
Yeah.
Again, the seller is fair and reasonable.
This is such a great entry to go race classic racing in a fun car that's been competitive. So you can walk straight into this, turn the key, and go and have some fun.
A good GTR replica is still banging 100 as well. So we're a long way from there. Depends on what you want to do with it. If you want to go do track days or take the stripes and numbers and everything off it and.
For sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Still a lot of car there, man. Sitting at 46.9. We're still looking for 47.4. We're going to go to the highest bidder on that one and have a chat with them.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to rock out there. All right, we'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, lot 41, 75LH Tirana SLR 5000. Super clean, very well restored, beautiful car. Current bid sitting at 81,000. We're looking for 82 right now. Tell us about this one, Locke.
So, yeah, 75 LH SLR 5000 Tirana. It is a genuine SLR 5000. It's been fully rebuilt in its original colour combo, which is Barbados green. In my opinion, the coolest colour you could get on these cars. Restored factory interior inside. It's got a period correct 308 cube V8 engine, M21 4-speed manual transmission. It's got the factory option G4 diff in it, the factory 13-inch wheels with hubcaps. Really nice, factory restored style car in a really cool colour combo. So these SLR 5000s are always popular, and this is a really neat example for someone to jump in and
super clean car. Like sitting at 81's a very average Tirana money.
It is, yeah.
And that's certainly not average. Even if it was a replica at that, in that condition, it would be, yeah. But it's a real car. Like it's a real SLR 5000.
Let's see if our Tirana guys are still up, or it's getting late down south, guys. It's almost
we do acknowledge that it's getting late.
It's almost 10 to 10 down there. Yeah. So don't forget, guys, at any stage you can scroll down if you're looking for a car, place a max bid like you can on this car. If you don't want to hang around, but hopefully you stay with us and keep watching. All right, we've got a few seconds left here to go.
81,000 on the hammer, and we're going to pass that one in. We'll talk to the highest bidder tomorrow.
All right.
Lot 42, the 69 Holden HT Monaro Tribute.
So, yeah, this is a really nicely built car. It's a mild custom 69 HT Monaro. It's been through a full bare metal resto into a pretty tough little GDS tribute. It's professionally repainted about 2 years ago. It's the original colour of cashmere white with black GDS stripes. It's got all the GDS gear on it. It's got a 383 cube Chevy V8 stroker sitting under the bonnet. A new TCI Turbo 350 automatic trans. It's got a 9-inch diff under the back. It's got a fully restored Goya red vinyl interior, long tube headers and stainless steel exhaust. Sitting on a set of factory style 14-inch steel wheels with GDS caps. Really factory looking car on the outside, but it's a bit of a toughie, this thing. It's got a really nice driveline in it.
I saw this car when I went up north on one of the last consignment trips, and I went up into Mackay and a bit past there, and I saw this car up there, and I was super excited for this to come in. It represents really good value. It's a base model car that's been done as a GDS, so it looks like lots and lots of money, but it's not lots and lots of money. And it's super clean. It's been built very well. The guy was fastidious and built it properly.
Look at the bolts and stuff in here.
It was supposed to come down to us for the last auction, but he wanted to hold on to it for I think it was his daughter's formal or something to that effect. He had an event that he wanted to do with it. And I've been super excited to get that car in. We're sitting at 106 on the hammer and passing that in. We'll talk to the highest bidder of that tomorrow. Now, lot 43, 77 HZ 308 4-speed GDS. This car, we're sitting right now at 85,000 at the current bid. This is a beautiful, beautiful car. You need to see the detail in this. We'll see if Lukey can run that through the video and show us a little bit of inside, outside, and underneath, and all the details in this. This car was, the original owner of this car had passed away. His brother went on to build the car as a tribute to him. Again, one of those scenarios where it's said that a couple of hundred was invested into this car. I think it was it was a passion of love, and it was done and built and very very well, overcapitalized in, and it's it was done out of love, really, and it never really got a lot of miles put on it. And it's now ripe for the picking, and it's drop dead gorgeous. You don't see them like this. And it's a 308 4-speed aircon power steer.
It is, So HZ GDS sedan, full rotisserie restoration, back to factory specs, presented in factory colour, jasmine yellow with buckskin interior, cool colour combo, fully rebuilt, matching numbers, 308 V8 engine. It's got a reconditioned M21 4-speed, forward disc brakes, power steer, aircon, 15-inch GDS wheels, and as well it has original books. So... and
HZ's a funny model because they had all this pinstriping around the guards, the different honeycomb wheels you could get, the picnic blanket type interior inserts, and some of the HZs were quite bizarre. Kind of cool in their own way, but bizarre. This one's like just super rad. Like the interior's,
doesn't have the quirky stuff.
It doesn't have the quirky side, and it's super clean, super nice. It's not a 253, it's a 308. It's a manual, it's air, it's steer. And it's like brand new, and somebody else has spent all the money, so you don't have to. We're sitting at 80,000 now on the bid. There's 10 seconds on the clock. You need to slap that button because that is a freaking awesome car. We're looking for 88,000 now. I would like to have seen that car go and sell under the hammer tonight, but we'll talk to the highest bidder tomorrow. This one is going to sell. It's no reserve. So selling. Lot 44, and it's a L34 SLR 5000 Tirana selling no reserve, and we're currently sitting at 175,000, and we're looking for 172.5 right now.
So the L34 is the Bathurst homologation model. This is a super rare and very desirable and collectible car. So it's homologation special. They only made 263 of these ever. It does have the correct matching numbers, 308 cube, L34 V8 engine sitting under the bonnet. It's a factory 4-speed car, close ratio manual trans. Yeah, it's got the factory 3.08 ratio diff in the back too. It is believed to have been rebodied at some stage in its life. The body on these actually isn't that different to an SLR 5000. What made the L34 special was in the driveline, which is still in the car. It's been professionally repainted in its original colour to its tags. It's got the factory L34 flared guards on it, 14-inch steel wheels. It does have a Holden Historical Services report. It's also been independently inspected by iCars. It's running at no reserve. The other thing that's a bit special about this car is it's build number 9, so it's the 9th one that they made. It's got the really unique high nickel 308X code block in it. So that's all a bit special about that car. Make sure you look at this one, guys. If you're into L34s.
And it's gorgeous. Like the resto on it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a lovely car.
Gorgeous car.
At 170, it is great buying. Collector car. So you want something for your super or collector car, this is good buy at 170. Well bought. Whoever bought that, congrats, man.
Very well bought. Lot 45, 1975 LX SS Tirana hatch.
So, yeah, these Tirana hatches are always super popular. This is a genuine LX SS Tirana hatchback. It's been fully restored in its original colour, papaya, which is a super popular colour in these. It's got the A9X style flares and body kit on it, which is the look that everyone wants in one of these hatches. It's got a stroke 350Q V8 under the bonnet with alloy heads on it. This runs a turbo 400 automatic transmission with a B&M shifter. It's got a 9-inch diff under the back with a drop tank, power disc brakes, stainless dual exhaust, 14-inch hot wire wheels with some white leather tyres on it. This is the look that everyone wants in a hatch, man. They want the big flares, they want the big feet, tough V8 under the bonnet. This thing's cool.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're sitting at 110,000 now, looking for 112.5 to get on the move. We're sitting at, good sedan money.
Yeah, yeah, 100% we are. Yep. So it does have a very fair reserve on it. We haven't got there yet, and nor should we, because this is a cool car. It's a genuine SS2, guys. This is not an SS Tribute. It's a factory SS car in one of the best colour combos. So jump on that. Let's see where we go. 110. Who's going to have a hit?
Again, at least make sure you're the highest bidder so we can contact you tomorrow. There you go, 112.5.
Yep.
As we should be moving. So let's keep chipping away here, guys. We're looking for 115,000. Get this thing to where it needs to be.
Yep.
And then get it in your garage. Which we can help you with as well. After all this, we've got Dan on his way up here in the big enclosed transporter at the moment. He's bringing a bunch of cars up and getting ready to start hauling out of here. If you need transport at the end of this, we've got Dan's going to be running the East Coast, or
so you can talk to him. Yeah, see if you can get him to bring it down
to the highest bidder on that one. All right, lot 46, 1972 XA GT Falcon sedan. This is a beautiful example. Pepper red, 4-speed. Sitting at 126,000 right now. We're looking for 128.5, moving in $2,500 bid increments. It's at OKXB GT money right now. So you tell them about it, Lockie, and you guys sitting at home, let's get playing. 126.
So it's a fully ground up restored proper JG33 XA GT, genuine GT sedan. It's been professionally painted.
131.5.
It's original colour of red pepper. It's got restored factory black interior, matching numbers 351 4V, Cleveland V8 sitting under the bonnet, 4-speed top-loader manual transmission, 9-inch diff with 3.25 ratio centre, 14-inch 12-slot wheels, red wall tyres. It's a one-of-one in its build specification, does have its ACCHS report to confirm its original build spec, and it has been inspected by iCars to make sure you're getting the real deal. So have a look at the detail in the engine bay here. It's got all its delivery markings. It's kind of a concourse style engine bay, I think you could describe that as, Benny. It's very, very nice and it's built this car. If you want a really nice example, you're looking at one.
It's gorgeous, and it's manual and it's pepper red.
Yeah.
It's definitely a very iconic XA GT combo. We're sitting at 136,000. 138.5. We're looking for 141,000 right now.
The last time this traded hands, we were well in the twos.
Yes.
So there's still plenty of room for growth in this, guys. We're at 138.5 at the moment. But yeah, there's certainly opportunity here. You should be looking to have a bid on this one. So 138.5. Again, you want to be a high bidder if you want first option at this car. You can't just ring me tomorrow if you didn't bid on this or you weren't the high bidder.
141,000. Say you want to have 143.5. Keep it moving, guys.
All right, we've got about 10 seconds left to go. We're at 141.
It's a beautiful car.
Really nice.
It's an Aussie icon, man.
It is, yeah.
143.5. Looking for 146 neat right now.
We always say it's all about detail. Look at all the CAD-plated, boot catch and all that sort of stuff. It's, it's those little details that elevate the builds of cars, and the engine bay, especially in this car, is super, super nice. It's a very well detailed build.
Yeah.
Look all under here is all really nice. 146.
146, looking for 148,500 with 20 seconds on the clock.
There's no way you could restore this car for anywhere near this money.
No.
These things...
Yeah, you can't buy them under six figures, and then you've got to build them. So, again, this is certainly the right way to buy.
It is.
All right, 148.5, looking for 151,000 now. You love that lock.
I don't love that at all. I don't.
You do.
I don't. It's all risk. Why are you doing that?
All right, 148 and a half. We're looking for 150.
Let's go. Round it up. 150 in the 150s. Lukey, let's hit the R&B one if we cross the 150. Come on. It's worth better than 150. Let's go. Oh, I didn't do it. No R&B one for you. Yeah.
All right. Lot 47, the no reserve XY GT Falcon. This thing's...
I think you guys are asleep because this thing's sitting at GT replica money at the moment. Like a nice
true.
GT replica can bring this sort of money. And this thing is a real deal, genuine JG33 XY GT. It's been professionally repainted. It's original colour yellow ochre. It's got factory original saddle trim in it. Original trim still in this car. That's how nice it is. Matching numbers 351 Cleveland under the bonnet. It's got a factory auto trans, 9-inch diff under the back. It's got 5-slot wheels with red stripe tyres. It's one of its full build specification. It has been independently inspected by iCars. It's got original logbooks. And it's going no reserve. So there's no second chances on this one, guys.
This is a beautiful car. This isn't getting tipped out or going no reserve because anything's wrong with it. These are great cars. And this is a beautiful example of one.
It is.
The owner of this car trusts in us and our process. We sell a bit for him. He's got a great collection of cars and he'll always just run no reserve because it gets the results. So we're sitting at 171,000 now, looking for 173,500. So
yeah, you guys should be banging away on this one. We're well under market here. This should be a lot higher than where we are for it to sell. It will sell, no reserve. So make no bones about that. It's going to go. And you don't want to have to tell someone else that you lost this car for this sort of money because this is crazy cheap. Now, I spoke to a few people about this car during the week and it's got the things you can't replace. You can restore a car, but you can't get the matching numbers engine back if the matching number engine's gone, and you can't get the logbooks if the logbooks are gone. So this being a genuine XYGT, matching numbers with books, body and tags are correct. iCars inspected them, verified the body's original, all that sort of stuff. So you're buying the real deal. This is a great investment grade Aussie muscle car.
183,500.
You want something to cruise around in or throw in your superannuation or just buy as an investment. This is a great one to be looking at here. We're at $186,000. These XYGTs, plenty selling in the high 2s and 3s.
Yeah.
And this one has all the right things with matching numbers, books,
it's no
all that
reserve,
stuff.
and it's getting a home tonight wherever the chips fall. So we're at 186,000 with 10 seconds on the clock. Looking for 188
Go
and a half.
straight to
Looking
two,
for
man.
191.
This thing's easy twos. This is so comfortably twos. Yeah, someone's had a bit of a hit there. That's and so you should.
Bang 200 on that, and I'll give you a $500 fuel card.
Well, there you
on
go.
This one. So slap 200.
All right,
we're chipping away.
Here we
in
go.
small
Get the R&B
increments.
horn ready. Get it ready, Lukey. We're going to hit 200 here. And so it should, man. This should be deep in the 2s. This should be, closer to 3 than 2. Let's go.
Don't stop there.
No, you can't stop shy of 2. Oh, don't play the risky
Come on,
game
I'll still
away.
honour it.
Don't play the risky game.
Take it into the 2s, and I'll give the highest bidder a $500 fuel card with this car when it rolls out. There it is.
There you go.
There you go. You got it. 201,000. Looking for 206.
Let's go, guys. This is still great buying.
You've just rolled into the right end of the market.
We've sold really nice replicas for this money.
Yeah.
We have. We've sold really high-end replicas for this money.
206 and a fuel card.
Let's go, guys. You heard it from the boss man. Fuel card with the purchase of this car. He's going to hook you up. Makes it cheaper. It's almost, you'd be losing money if you didn't buy it.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
All
You're
right.
only moving in
$211.
$2,000 increments then, aren't you?
Let's
Not
go.
2.5s.
Well, this is more than that now. We're up.
206,000.
All right, well bought.
Sold.
Congratulations.
Very well bought. And we'll honour that. You'll get a $500 fuel card in your care package that comes with that car. All right, lot 48. 1970 HT Holden GDS Bathurst Monaro. So again, keeping with our Bathurst theme, we're rolling deep into that now, cracking through these Aussie legends.
The big Aussie legends
and
now.
This is another, iconic Aussie muscle car. And another gorgeous, fantastic one. It's from the Fat Cowboy collection.
Yeah.
And hey, we're sitting at right now at 230,000, looking for 235.
It's a rare and super desirable HC GTS Bathurst Monaro. This is the big boy, guys. It's a full nut and bolt rotisserie resto, presented as factory colour of Daytona bronze. It's got a fully refurbished interior in black with the cool houndstooth inserts put in it. It runs a non-original but period correct 350Q V8 engine with the correct heads, carb and inlet manifold. It's got a 4-speed manual transmission, 10-bolt Salisbury diff. It's fitted with power steering. It's got the factory steel wheels and caps with red stripe tyres. Has been inspected by iCars as well. So you're getting the real deal. These things are super cool. I remember... one of the cool stories on these Bathurst cars, and really what, one of the things that ties them to the mountain is if you know a HT Bathurst Monaro, they've got quite crudely cut vents in behind the rear bumper of these cars, which is what they did to homologate them for Bathurst to cool the brakes. They're running out of brakes at the end of the straight. And I
think you just said rear bar. You're talking about the front apron.
Yeah, sorry, that's what I mean. Yeah,
like front air down.
230 we're closing there, guys. We'll talk to the high bidder on that one.
All right, lot 49. The A9X 1977, as they all are, A9X SLR 5000 Tirana, and it is the first produced.
The first ever A9X and the Holden press car. So this car has broken records a couple of times as it's sold. I'll tell you, last time this sold was a fair bit more than this. It had a 5 in front of it. So there's still plenty of room here to be bidding on this car, guys. It is the first A9X ever built. It does have the lowest PSN number of all the A9Xs. It was used as a Holden press car from new. There's some cool old magazine articles of guys driving this car and reviewing it back in the 70s. It is the rare and desirable Bathurst homologation model. It's restored in a factory Palais white with black interior. It's got a rebuilt 308Q V8 engine, 4-speed manual transmission, Salisbury diff. It's got a known ownership history and has been inspected by iCars as well.
We are on the market and we're selling.
Well, on the market, we're
400.
selling. Yeah, you want to own the first ever produced A9X? Here's your chance. Sitting at 400 grand at the moment. Reserve has been met and we are selling.
Again, it's a known car, obviously, because of what it is, and it's sold into the 5s.
Yep.
On its last time, we did have to talk with the owner, and we talked about, where the market is now, and 400 was its place to come on the market. It's on the market. It will sell tonight.
Yep. Here we go. Let's see if we get another bid here. Someone's going to own the first A9X ever produced.
Good
Congratulations, man.
Congrats,
yeah, well done. All right. What do we got coming up next?
Next, we get the big dog.
The big dog.
Lot number 50. The one everybody's been waiting for. We'll see how the view numbers go here because everybody's been hanging in for this one.
Yeah.
So we're talking 1971 Ford Falcon GTHO, the Phase 3. The
King of the Hill.
Yeah, isn't it?
So genuine XY GTHO Phase 3 Falcon. This is build number 117 of the 300 that they ever produced. It's got a known ownership history. It's got a rebuilt matching numbers, 351 cubic inch Cleveland engine, 4-speed manual trans, 9-inch diff. It's had an external repaint. It's the original colour of yellow ochre. It's got the original saddle trim still in it. It's got a set of genuine 72 date-coded Bathurst Globe wheels. Does have its original books. It's got an ACCHS report to confirm its original specification, and it's been inspected by iCars. There's some really cool footage we're playing here of this car banging through some gears back in the day. It's got a cool history of this thing. We're sitting at $730,000. Let's see some more action on this car, guys. Everyone knows that some of these have sold in the $1 million mark. This thing has all the hard things to get. It's a genuine car. It's not rebodied. It's the original body in this car. It's been verified. It's matching numbers, and it's got books. Yeah, so, I don't know where you're going to find another one of these.
Look, they say there's about 100 of these left. Sounds like half of them had the original engine, which is such a big component to the car. It's everything. It's books, original engine, original body. That's an amazing example. We'll talk to the highest bidder of that car, but that's a very, very special car.
It is, yeah.
And, hey, the owner's
He's
in the
fair.
right space with it as well. Yeah, he's fair. We'll talk tomorrow.
Yep.
Okay, so lot 51. Now, this is a tricky car. 1963 Ford Galaxy. It's a lightweight 427 R code. It's a one of one. We're sitting at 100,000 right now. I don't honestly expect, in no disregard, the Australian market to absolutely understand this car and how
Special it is.
goddamn special it is.
So, Yeah, it's a super rare 53 500XL lightweight Galaxy. It's had a frame off resto. It's build number 11 of only 20 cars out of these that were built in LA. It's the only one they ever produced in black on black. All the rest were white with red trim, and it's the only known lightweight with XL trim. It's got its R code 427 cube, V8 engine. Transmission is upgraded to a 64 cast iron 4-speed. As per the factory race cars, 411 ratio rear end. It's got the confirmed lightweight frame with tag. It's got the correct fiberglass parts. It's got a unique right-hand drive export dash in it. It's got a letter from Holman and Moody, who built the lightweight cars, saying they believe it to be an original car. It's believed to be only 13,000 original miles. It's a one-of-one build, absolute collector-grade car. This thing was the American GTO of its day. It was the biggest, baddest car you could buy in 63. And, you know, this thing's sitting at 100 grand at the moment.
Yeah, look, it's a car that
it's been overlooked at that
need
money.
To go back to America.
Yeah.
But on the same hand, it's the only one that was ever made to come to Australia. So it's special and should stay. Lot 52, 1962 Chevy Bubble Top. This is another super special car. These are all placed together for a reason. So this is all the early drag pack stuff. We haven't really gone into this, but even 62 in itself has a bubble top's crazy, regardless of the engine. Like, you know, they really buttoned it off at 61 with the bubble top. And there was very low production numbers that ran into 62, still with that roof line. And then look, that big W sitting in the hole there is where the money's at.
Yeah, so this is a full concourse rotisserie restoration. It's a multiple show winner in the US. It was nominated in 2016 for Good Guys Muscle Car of the Year. It's a super desirable 62 bubble top body style. It's got a rare 409 with really rare Z11 date-coded high performance engine components. This thing was, the engine in the car was built by Lamar Walton, who's the godfather of 409, dyno tested at 540 horsepower. It's equipped with factory 4-barrel carburetor. It's got a super rare Z11 2-piece intake. Those intakes are like 30 grand US alone or something crazy. It's got a special high performance 731 code cylinder heads, T10 Borg-Warner 4-speed, Posi-Track rear end, Sun Taco with transmitter. It's got a radio and heater delete like a factory drag back car would. Correct Roman red exterior, one-piece bumpers, which are really rare. Correct red interior, standard wheels, dog disc caps on it. This thing is badass, and it just costs at 128.5.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk to the highest bidder. Lot 53. The Dodge Challenger TA, 346 pack, man. We're sitting at 118 and a half. We're at 116. We're looking for 118 and a half. This car is badass. Again, it's got a fair reserve. Start hitting the button, find that thing. Like, these cars don't come up, man. This is a wild lineup, and we're getting into the thick of it all now. And, you know, something I do often say about the American stuff is they're twice as fast and half the money. And I've got love for them. I love both sides, Australian and American. That is a dope, badass car. You need to get on the button. 118 and a half right now. We're looking for 121.
So this is a real TA car, guys. Built for a Trans Am homologation for Trans Am racing. It was 1 year only in 1970. It's not a replica. It's a genuine TA car. It went through a 4-year nut and bolt resto. It was fully restored in Panther Pink with black trim. It's got a built matching numbers 340 cube, 6-pack V8 engine. It's now running a Tremec TKO 600 5-speed manual trans. It's got the factory 8.75-inch diff with Eaton True Track, power steer, power brakes, rally wheels, white lead tyres. It's got a photo documented restoration. This thing, have a look underneath this car, guys. It's all beautifully painted underneath. It's as good a restoration as you're going to find, and it's absolutely badass. These TA cars, like we've got an AAR Cuda coming up shortly, these are super high-end cars in the US. Like, there's whole groups of people dedicated to tracking down TA and AAR cars. So, you know, they're really, really desirable American muscle cars. And I don't know where you're going to find another one built to this level.
128.5.
This is certainly a rad car. We actually sold this car to the current owner a few years back. I know the guy who built it was interested potentially in trying to get this car back because he didn't really want to sell it at the time. So hopefully he's here and bidding, because I'd love to see it go back to you, mate. This is a super special car, and he knows exactly how special it is.
Sitting at 128.5, looking for 131. You need to be quick on that.
All right, we'll talk to high bidder, man. Yeah. It's fair, so we'll talk to the high bidder.
Right, lot 54, the Plymouth Cuda AAR 6-pack. Like, again, crazy. We're running into the hectic run of American muscle car right now. 115, 117.5. We're looking for 120.
So again, collector grade muscle car. So AAR Cuda, again, was a racing homologation model for SEAA Trans Am Racing in the US.
120.
AAR was Dan Gurney's team, familiar with that name, famous racer in the US, and he campaigned AAR cars in that Trans Am series. This one's
122.5.
had a full bare metal rotisserie resto. It's got a matching numbers, high performance 340 engine.
125 on the bid.
6-pack carb setup on it, which is factory on an AAR. It's got a rebuilt 727 torque flight auto. You could get these in either an auto or a manual from the factory. It's got a factory 355 ratio.
127.5 on the
short
bid.
grip rear end, rally wheels, polyglass tyres that are period correct. This thing is badass, man. These
Proper.
AARs, I had a clone of this thing and it was the raddest car. This is the real deal, man. I wish I had a real deal car. This thing is super cool. I love the styling of these. They're totally unique to the AAR. That fiberglass bonnet is AAR specific. The stripe down the side, which looks super cool, is AAR specific. So is the duckbill spoiler.
127.5. I'm going to remind you real quick. You're talking like 253 HQ money right now, man.
Yeah, let's go, guys. Let's go.
130. Thank you. 132.5 we're looking for right now.
Check out those side exhaust, guys. That's factory on an AAR. Like, that is the coolest thing in the world to have factory side pipes on a Cuda like this. It was 1 year only for 1970. This thing is super, super cool. Again, underneath this car is all really nicely painted. It's been through a full restoration.
We're looking for 132.5 now.
Let's
we're still
go.
at 253 HQ money, guys. Let's hit it.
Oh, we're going to talk to the high bidder. I think he's
Okay.
going to, we'll help you on that one.
All right, keeping the theme going. Lot 55, 70 Plymouth Roadrunner.
All right, wake up, Mopar guys. I know you've slept on the last couple, but let's see if we can get you in this one. So this is, again, 1970. We've got a rad run of 70 Mopars. This is a genuine RM23 Roadrunner. It's been fully restored to factory specs. It was a dry California car from new. It's done in factory in violet, which is probably the coolest color you can get on this car.
With white,
white trim inside. It's got a matching numbers 383Q V8 under the bonnet, 4-speed manual transmission with that super cool pistol shifter.
An air grabber hood.
Yeah, super well optioned. Factory air grabber hood, 15-inch rally wheels, BA Goodrich tyres. There's documentation showing that it was a factory, or its trim tag actually decodes with air grabber hood and all that sort of stuff. That air grabber hood is so cool. It's vacuum operated, all works on this car from a switch under the dash. You hit that, this air grabber hood pops up with the shark teeth on the side.
Just the
get
bonnets
cold
of
air.
those things are rad. Like the amount
so
of
cool.
like development that would have gone into those. They're so
Look
freaking
underneath
cool.
this. What's
And
cool
again,
about the Mopars, sorry, Benny,
Yeah.
is the painted floor. Like, most of the other brands just did black under the floors or red oxide. In the Mopar cars, you got this full painted floors,
Yes.
all the boots
It's like
painted.
they drove the shell through a...
dipped it in paint, like before anything was
Everything
fitted
got
to
covered,
it.
but it was great. Like,
They
it's
went that
great
extra
for them.
mile.
But when you're buying them too, like there's a lot in
You
the
can't hide
resto
anything
to do
under
that.
painted
Yeah.
floors like that. You can't hide it.
So we're 116. We're back in this 253 HQ LS money.
Yeah,
So,
a little bit.
Let's go.
There's great
We're
value
looking
in
for
this car. Let's go,
121.
guys. Let's
yeah,
go.
big statement. Twice the car, twice as fast, half the money.
383 4-speed
118
Roadrunner,
and
air
a
grabber
half.
hood. This is the business, man. This car is absolutely the business. So our Mopar guys, it's time to stand up and put your hand up. Again, you want to be a high bidder on this if you want to own it. So now is the time.
And they're fair. They're all fair,
They
these
are.
three. So
Well, again, we'll talk to high bidder. We'll see if we can get you in that.
Wow. Okay. All right. The old Chevy brand always stands strong, doesn't it? Lot
It
56,
does.
70 Chevelle SS 454 4-speed. But again, like ridiculously rare car.
Oh.
Like in America, they are the cult car. They're the
It is.
They're the HK Monaro
Yeah.
of America, like
Yeah.
in the equivalent, like our cult car compared to theirs. So we're 132.5. We're on the market.
Reserved, Matt. We are selling, guys. So, factory SS, 454, 4-speed, 70 Chevelle. That is the money. That's what everyone wants. This one's had a body off restoration. It's original colour, Fathom Blue with ivory trim. It's had a bare metal repaint in 2014. It's got a tough build, matching numbers, 454 cube Chevy, big block V8. It's got the M22 Rock Cruncher, 4-speed manual trans, GM 12-bolt diff with 3.8 ratio centre, long tube headers, dual exhaust, power steering, power brakes. It's got a 17-inch rally wheels on it. This thing is rad. Everyone wants a 70 Chevelle. Everyone wants an SS. Everyone wants a big block 4-speed car.
It's good clone money too,
It's
where
all
it's
the
sitting right
things.
now. Like they're super hard to actually break down and verify as a true SS. And when the
Yep.
engine's gone, so much of the data with the American cars is in the partial VIN
And
on
suffix
the
code
engine.
on the engine,
So
yeah.
when that's gone, that information can get lost. So it's got its original engine. There's forums online where they were talking about this car and decoding it all, so you can go on and
check that out.
Yeah, but look, we're sitting at 132,500.
Well done, well bought. Whoever got that?
Buying,
yeah,
man.
congratulations.
Well done.
All right.
Okay, another little Nova, lot 57. It's a beautiful, beautiful car. Like, it's so well restored. It's like brand new. It's a little 69 and a 427 car again. It's done as a Yenko replica.
Yeah.
Which looks great. The stripes on those is rad. The color combo is cool.
Yeah.
It's a paint dab car. Get into the video of this and check the detail, the chrome molds underneath it, paint dabs. It's a brand new car.
Yeah, so full rotisserie restoration into a Yenko replica. It's a highly detailed build, as Benny was saying. Professionally repainted in metallic silver with black Yenko stripes on it. It's got a fully refurbished black vinyl interior, 427 cube, 512 horsepower Chevy V8 engine, turbo 400 automatic trans in it, GM 12-bolt diff, power steer, power brake front with discs up front, 15-inch rev, torque thrust wheels, BF Goodrich white leather tyres. This thing is, the business. And 42...
Not good enough. Let's go.
Let's go. Where's our Nova guys at, man? Hopefully you haven't gone to sleep. We know we're getting on, guys. We're at 20 past 10 down south. So, again, you can scroll down if you want. If you've got something coming up that you need to hit,
so
put your max bid in, man. Don't go to bed and miss one of these
45,000.
You'll be upset tomorrow.
Looking for 45.5.
Let's go, guys. This is...
gorgeous car. You're talking...
Look at this. Look at the detail. Look at where the bid is. Look at the
Kingswood
detail.
money.
Yeah. It is 6-cylinder Kingswood money at the moment.
Yeah.
Look at the detail under this thing.
And badass. Like, let's go.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd rather say I got a 427 Chevy Nova.
I'd love that car.
Yeah, it's cool.
Great.
Yeah, look here. Look at the X on the airbox and stuff.
46,000.
The heater box, all that
We're looking
stuff.
for 47,000 now. With 46
Look at the marks on the back
the
of the firewall there.
And again, this is from the collection down south. The gentleman certainly knew what he was buying. He bought very nice cars.
Came out of Meekum in the US.
Yeah. And I don't
quality,
know. Let's
man.
go.
It's
Yeah,
quality.
it's quality, yeah.
You can't buy this quality for this money. So let's go. And very fair on his reserve. Like I say, you're going to want to be the high bidder.
48.5.
You're going to be the high bidder because you'll be surprised that this is very fair. So get in there, guys. Have a crack.
Yeah, he does want to sell. So we'll be
that's
talking.
why they're here.
Yeah.
So
we'll be talking to the highest bidder on all the cars tomorrow. That's the way it works. And hey, don't underestimate that. Like, he does a bang up job of it. Hey, so the next day tomorrow, man, like, so many deals get done statistically every time. Normally about half the cars close under the hammer. That's just normal, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's normal what it is. Tomorrow there'll be 10 or 15 that'll get closed out, and then over the next week we'll take this to, it's not uncommon. We'll end up at 3/4 of the way of these cars get sold. We will have a page that'll go up tomorrow that'll show the cars that are left and will be available if you want to make an inquiry. But we will be talking to highest bidders first.
That's the reward.
And then you can make an inquiry on the cars if they're there, and they'll stay on the site for nearly or a bit over a week.
Yep.
Where they get referred, and we'll try and find them a home. Otherwise, if they're doing their second auction, they'll be re-allotted to our December Christmas auction.
Yep.
But you want to get yourself in that seat. So 53.9.
Let's go, guys. Straight up, let's go 55.
40.
Yeah,
40. Looking for 55.
Hit him straight back.
Now.
Don't mess around on this one, guys. This is still crazy cheap buying for this car. Where are you going to get a big block Nova in this condition for this money? You can't.
It's a 6-figure car in my world. That's a gorgeous car. So
but the reserve is not that, and you're going to want to own. You're going to want to be the high bidder. So the reserve is very fair.
Yeah, he's super fair.
Be the high bidder. Trust me. Trust me. Be the high bidder.
55.9. We're looking for 57.9 now. We're at 56.9.
Straight back. Let's go. Don't mess around. Don't risk missing it. Hit him straight back. Let's go. Let's get into it, guys. Let's get fired up on this thing. All factory style inside the boot there with that speckle finish. Just the way, look, even the stickers underneath the boot there. Just quality, man. This thing's quality everywhere. Man, Detail.
59,000. We're looking for 60,000 now.
Detail is everything in these builds. People ask us what makes a car valuable. Detail, man.
Yeah, that's what
quality. That's what makes it valuable. There's
two sides. You've got your replicas, and then you've got your matching numbers cars. And your matching numbers cars will always be, it'll have value in the tags. It'll always be something special. But when a car's built very well like this, it represents value. Every car has an apex of value, and it's just finding that there's matching numbers cars and there's curb appeal cars.
Yeah.
And so this fits into that curb appeal style, that it's a it's a replica. But it's super great quality. Yeah.
All right, we'll talk to the high bidder. Let's go.
We shall. We'll talk to you real soon.
All right, what we got up next?
Oh,
still
we're still
going.
on. Sorry.
Oh, you were so lucky.
Yes.
You are so lucky. Oh, man.
64,000. Looking for 65.
Oh, why are you doing me like that, guys?
Stay
Man,
in the game.
you were almost going to be crying tomorrow because you didn't get to talk to me. That's what was going to happen.
65,000.
All right, let's go, guys. Come on. Let's
Good
go.
job.
Straight back. I like it. Let's go. Hit him. Come on. Let's see this car. This is great buying this car. Have a look at the quality of it, guys.
Punch a 70 straight out, a power bid, take it to 70, and I'll throw in another $500 fuel card.
There you go. You got to punch it to 70, but and you got about 5 seconds to do it. I'm gonna let it go.
67, looking for 68.
Oh,
70, there it is. Well
on the
done.
market. Congratulations. That car is selling. Now, you better get hit back. I mean, that was a power bid.
Yeah, good
Congrats.
job. That's well.
Guys, this is a super fair reserve. I told you the reserve was fair. You're going to want to be in this one. So this is on the market. This is great value for 70. Look at the restoration on this thing, man. This thing is awesome. 71.
71.
Well done.
There we
Hit
go.
him back.
Got a little battle
Hit
going.
him back. Lukey,
Good
let's
on
see
you
if we can
guys.
show underneath. There we go. Perfect. Thank you, Lukey.
Fuel
This
card
thing-
still stands.
Yeah, there you go. Let's check underneath this thing.
71,000. We're looking for 72 on this one, guys.
Let's go. Don't
10
lose it for a
seconds on the
grand.
clock.
This is
That's
quality.
a beautiful car,
Look
man.
at
It's
this.
going to sell. It's on the market right now. So we're 72,000, looking for 73.
No calling tomorrow. You're going to miss it. Look at the detail here, guys. Look at how nice this is under here.
That's a damn cool car. I
Have a
liked
look-
all three of those Novas, and I was like, oh, they're all different. I was like, which one? But that silver one was
It's
my
cool.
vibe.
Look at the
Yeah, that's
stickers
cool.
on the back of the backing plate there and tags on the springs and all that sort of stuff.
73,000. We're looking for
Let's
74,000
go. Playing for
right
keeps,
now.
guys. There's no more messing around. Let's go. You're going to own this or you're going to live with regret.
Yes. The fork in the road. 73,000 with 14 seconds on the clock. Looking for 74,000 on the bid right now.
This will define the rest of
On
your
this
life.
427.69.
Are you going to
Chevy
be a cool
Nova.
guy in a Nova or are you not?
All right, 74,000.
About to find out.
74,000. Looking for
75.
75,000.
Let's go. Round it up. Let's do it.
Good on you guys. That's a lot of car, man.
Let's go.
74,000.
Straight back. Well
75,000. Looking for 76,000 on the bid. Nice to see the Chevy Novas getting some love. They're a badass car.
Oh, they're cool, man. They're not as not as common here in Australia, I'd say, or
No.
certainly got a cult
Go to-
following in the US, and you don't see them as often here.
75,000. Looking for
Let's
76,000 on the
go.
bid.
Is 75 going to top him, or is he going to come back?
76,000.
He's got him. You
Looking
let
for
him wait till the
77.
end. You cheeky little bugger. You cheeky bugger.
Very, very sneaky.
Yeah.
76,000. We're looking for 77 on the bid now with 15 seconds left on the clock on this gorgeous 1969 big block 427 Yenko replica Nova.
So who's going to get the better of who now? He's almost gone. You've almost
One
got
bit
him.
away. You're one bit away from staying in the game. All right,
Well
76,000.
man.
Well bought. Good on you guys. That was good fun.
Yeah, that's cool.
Good job. All right, now lot 58. We've got a 69 Chevy Camaro. Now this car is special too, man.
Yeah.
So, you've got your whole Don Yenko story and all that stuff is super rare. But this has an original aluminium Yenko engine in the hull.
That's what made the Yenko car so special, right? They took regular
That's all
69
what it
Camaros
was, yeah.
and Don Yenko jammed these 427s in them, race engines essentially that he bought for his race team and sold them new. And this car isn't a real Yenko from the factory, but it has got, sitting between the, in the engine bay, it's got a genuine aluminium 427 Yenko block. It's got Yenko cast in the front of it. It's got the correct Winters aluminium heads and intake, 4-speed Muncie transmission, 12-bolt posi track rear end, power steer, power disc brakes, set of 15-inch American torque thrust wheels with period correct Goodyear polyglass tyres on it. This thing is as rad as they come. I mean,
It's
a
so
genuine
correct.
Yenko
Oh,
crazy
ridiculous.
money, man. Like,
and it's so
crazy
correct that the guy who owns it, who was our collector who lived in America for so long, he actually knew the family and spoke with Don's daughter, and they didn't have serial numbers and all that sort of stuff on it. They ran through this car trying to work out if it was a real one, but couldn't verify. Look, we're calling it a clone.
Yeah, for sure.
But still, that engine in the hole.
You want to hit this?
That's
if
a
you're
bunch
into
of
these
money
things.
sitting right there. So
we'll talk to the high bidder. Those engines are worth big bucks. Very fair reserve on that car. So I think we can help you on that one tomorrow.
Yeah, that
we'll work with you.
Could have been one that was just overlooked. Now the lot 59, 2017 Chevy Corvette Camaro. This is a real Yenko.
It is.
This is a brand new car.
Yep.
It's got 394 kilometres on it, not 1,000, just 394. It's an as new car. They made 48 of these. It's the only one. There was one that's gone to New Zealand that's still left-hand drive. This one's come to Australia. It's the only right-hand drive one in the world. One of 48. It's a ridiculous car. We are on the market. Same deal. It's our collector from America, and it's a very special car. He's super fair on his money. What's that car really worth?
We'll find out.
We will.
So you're sitting at 180,
that's great buying.
2.5. That is great buying. So like Benny said, brand new thing. Only 48 ever built. Believed to be the only right-hand drive converted example of the world. It's got a factory 800 horsepower, 6.8 litre LT1 stroker V8 under the bonnet, which is factory for the Yenko car. 8-speed auto trans. Got Yenko specific styling with the Yenko carbon bonnet, stripes, all that stuff. Factory option with a power sunroof. It's got Yenko 20-inch 5-spoke wheels. You know, you look at a ZL1, which people would be familiar with here because we sold them in Australia in limited numbers. This is so much rarer than that. There's 650 horsepower in a ZL1. This thing's like 10 times as rare as a ZL1, and it's 800 horsepower. These things from the factory have a cool choppy cam in them. You know, we're at kind of ZL1 money at the moment.
Yeah.
This thing's way rarer,
You can't
way
buy another
faster,
one of these.
and you can't. Yeah, you're not pulling up to a car show and someone else having one of these. It's got to get a 2 in front of it.
200 on
get
the
the
hammer.
R&B horn ready,
There
Lukey,
it
because
is, 200 on the hammer. Well done. We're good buying right here. This is a ridiculously rare car.
Yeah,
new.
When we looked at this, we said this. You know, there's no yardstick for this thing. It's easy to's car. This is a really cool example, and yeah, you're not going to find another one of these. You're not going to go to a Cars and Coffee and have someone else pull up beside you one because it's believed to be the only one in the country. So, yeah.
And if people go, is that real?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is, baby.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous car.
It is.
So we're
cool.
sitting at 207,500. We're looking for 212.5 right now. We've got that. We're looking for 217.5. We're moving in $5,000 bid increments. You got to pay to play on this from here, man. You're gonna have to keep slapping that button. You guys are doing a great job. I'm glad that you are recognising the value in this car.
Yep.
It's a very, very, very special car.
There's a cool video, actually. Hopefully you've seen it in the listing already if you're bidding, of a guy test driving one of these things.
So good.
It is the funniest thing. He's
his own
squealing
blue
like a
girl.
little girl driving that thing.
He's
and,
super excited. 227.5. We're looking at 232.5 on the hammer, guys.
This is the range that I expect to see this thing, you know, get into and beyond. There's no yardstick for this. This is the only one that you're going to see, and the only one you can have an opportunity to buy here in Australia. So, yeah, it's cool that people are seeing there's some collective value in this thing, and rad that it's a brand new car, essentially 394 Ks, delivery Ks for Yenko.
Yeah. We've got 232,500
it's in
with
the
10
Bumblebee
seconds
colours,
to go.
man.
We're looking for 237.5. We're at the think quick stage.
Gonna close out.
We're at
Congrats, man.
232.5 and we're sold. That's a beautiful car. Congratulations,
Yep.
man. That's super, super special. And hey, a privilege for us to be involved in.
Yep.
Now, we are lot 60.
Woo.
2000. How do you up the Yenko? Well, hey,
40 more horsepower.
Yeah, 40 more horsepower. 840 horsepower, 2018 Dodge Challenger SRT. Now, there's a big fat Demon, comes with the Demon crate. If you don't know what that is, it's a crate that comes with the car. It's got skinny front runners, big set of fats on the back, and all the equipment to change the wheels out so you can go to the drag track and break a 10-second.
Yeah. So
This also has a crazy, ridiculous video.
yeah, a cool video of Dodge talking about why they made the Demon. But quick specs on this real quick, guys. So they're 840 horsepower. They're only made for 1 year, the Demon. They only built 3,300 of them in the world. This is in a super desirable tour red color combo. The bonnet's been racked. It's just Menace Reserve. We're on the market,
We're on
guys.
the market at
285.
We're looking
Most
for
of these are in the
290.
threes. This is
They
under
are in the
market.
threes,
So
yeah.
if you want a Demon, you need to be paying attention right now. These things do 0 to 60 miles an hour in 2.3 seconds. Factory out of the box, 965 second quarter mile at 140 mile an hour. This one's been imported and converted to right-hand drive by Norm Clark Automotive. It's only done 2,000 kilometres or 2,054 kilometres from new. Certainly a modern collector-grade muscle car. We're on the market, guys, $290. Like I said, these things are in the threes, man. This thing's great buying at this money. Cool color combo. The hero one they used in the video we talked about was in this same tour red color.
Yeah.
Love the intake there through the headlights. A cool feature of the Demon.
Very cool.
If you know these things, they are cool. It's just rad that Dodge.
They're still
cared to make
lunatics,
this.
man. You've got Ford and you've got Chevy, and then you've just got Dodge that are still out there just being lunatics, which is
let's put a Hellcat
fun
in a minivan
for us guys, man. So with 300, well done, guys. So we've clipped 300. We're looking for a 305 now.
Yep. And look, we sold one of these in our last auction. It was in the threes. So, you know, it's in this range. And this one's certainly a lovely example, as that one was as well. So 305. There you go. Build number 1312. This Demon. Really nicely converted to right-hand drive.
And we're selling. We're looking for a 310. Beautiful car.
Really cool Demon, this thing.
We've got the 310 with 315. Looking for 315.
I actually drove the last one we had of these, not very far. And very respectfully, because it's not my car.
An animal.
And it's an animal, man. Yeah, it just just went up the street in that thing, and it's wild. It's a serious car.
Yeah, it's the epitome of the American modern muscle car.
Yeah, it is 100%.
And we've got 315. We're looking for 320 now. And we are on the market.
Who
We've
wants
got
to own
15
one of these
seconds
things?
on the clock.
These things sold out straight away.
315,000.
They were collector cars from day one. A lot of guys put them away, like this one obviously was. So they're hard to get. It's not easy to find one of these things. 320. Let's go.
320. We're looking for 325. If you want to stay in the game, 325.
There we go.
There it is.
325. It is actually wrapped in a full paint protection film, this car too, to protect your investment there. The bonnet on this
330. We're looking for 335.
You could option in satin black or have it painted. It is actually painted on this car. It's been wrapped satin black, which is kind of cool because it gives you the opportunity to have either. Rather than just having to be stuck with one or the other, you do get to have either. Bunch of really cool features.
330,000 with 10 seconds to go. We're looking for 335. We're on the market. It's going to sell.
Yeah.
335.
Let's go.
You need 340 to stay in the game. We've got 25 seconds on the clock now. Well played,
the
guys.
The blower wine on these things is the raddest thing in the world.
Hectic.
Yeah, they whine like nothing else. They're super cool. I love the blower wine on these things.
All right, 335.
Do we see 340? Yeah, we got it. Let's go.
We're looking for a 345 to keep it live.
Let's see who wants a Demon.
20 seconds on the clock.
Who wants a Demon in their garage? Me.
Yeah.
I do.
Gorgeous car.
Great car. All right, there we go.
We're winding out.
345. Let's go.
Good battle, guys.
Get to 350. We got to hit the horn, Lukey. Let's get ready, mate.
Yeah.
Let's see if someone's going to miss it for the 5 or they're going to cop it.
350 will throw in the $500 voucher again for the fuel card. Keep it fun. You'll need it. I mean, you're not buying that one for economy. So.
Yeah.
All right, 345. I'll round that up and make that 1,000 because as you're playing in big numbers, $1,000 fuel card will go out with this one if you hit that three. Didn't make
345. Well done.
All right, guys. That was good fun. Well played, guys.
Well done. Congrats.
Okay, lot 61. We got a 2002 Chevy C8 Corvette. It's a 3LT and a rag. Well,
not a rag. It's a hardtop convertible.
Yeah. Low case gain, just under 5,000. I think we're all a bit smitten on this car.
Love this thing, man.
Yeah, it's a beautiful car.
I do love a C8, and this is a Australian delivered car. The cool thing about C8 cars is that they were the first Corvettes ever to be right-hand drive from the factory. Have a look at this thing. So it's the power hardtop convertible. You see a video of it here with the hardtop going up. There was 2 options in these things here in Australia. You could have a coupe or a hardtop convertible. The coupe does have removable hardtop, but you got to pull that off and then store it in the boot. It's a pain in the butt. With this thing, you flick a switch into the ball, like it just folds into the back.
And 3LT is nice to get all the extra
3LT's the highest,
super on point,
highest trim spec level. It's also got the competition seats. It's got a clear PPF wrap, gloss black PPF wrapped roof. It's got the full burgundy leather and Alcantara interior in this thing. It's got the front hydraulic lift, which is really cool. You can set GPS locations on memory. It's obviously got the mid-mounted 6.2 litre LT2 V8 engine, 8-speed dual clutch, automatic trans with paddle shifters, limited slip diff. This has a $15,000 wheel set, aftermarket wheel set on it as well.
We're only sitting at 172,500 right now.
These should be in the
wasn't
twos.
that long ago. These were threes.
Yeah.
They have rolled back. This car's super fair. It's here to be sold. That's passed in. We'll talk to the highest bidder on that tomorrow.
Someone get an opportunity to own that.
All right, lot
Movie
62.
cars.
Yeah, we are into our little film and TV run. So 1967, right-hand drive, Eleanor. Now, this is a beautiful example. We get these all the time. I talk about this all the time. I get particular about these cars.
Yep.
They need to be restored well, and they're high output with a lot of fiberglass and stuff on them, so they need to be built well. And this certainly is. It's a great example. It's a car that we had sold several years ago to some great clients of ours.
Yep.
Time for it to change hands, and we are on the market at 132 and a half. We're looking for
232 and a half, sorry.
Oh, sorry, 237 and a half, and we've got that. And now we're looking for 242 and a half.
This was one of the most popular cars in this auction. Everyone loves an Eleanor Mustang. This one is super well built. So it's a full ground-up built Eleanor Mustang. It's actually a Californian S-code car from the factory. So it's a factory big block car, which is really cool. The body was done by the world-renowned Hills & Co. Did the Eleanor conversion on it. So they've done it really well. As Benny said, some of these can be done not as well as others.
62,500.
This one's a particularly nice one. It's obviously been converted to right-hand drive during the build. It's obviously got the full signature Eleanor body kit along with that pepper grey with black stripe paint job. It's got a built 445 cube V8 FE Ford engine in it. It runs a Tremec TKO 600 5-speed manual, 9-inch diff. It's got all RRS suspension underneath it. It's got RRS power rack and pinion steering, RRS 4-wheel disc brakes, 7-inch Shelby American wheels. It is in the Eleanor registry. It's build number 408 in that. Look,
and we're at
280,500.
We're looking for 285 and a half to stay in the game, and there it is.
And we're on.
And we're 286 and a half, looking for 291 and a half.
The exhaust in this is really cool too. It's got the side pipes, which are live, and pipes out the back you might notice there. An electronic switch to switch between them. Super rowdy with the side pipes open. You know, rad to pull up at a Cars and Coffee or whatever in that with the side pipes open. Sounds rowdy. Or you can run it through the back. Still got a nice rumble to it, but might not upset the neighbours so much. So
5 seconds to go at 286,500. We're looking for 291 and a half if you want to stay in the game, and that's sold.
Well done.
Yeah,
that's
well
a
done.
really nice Eleanor, man. They're
Beautiful.
hard to get in right-hand drive, those things, and yeah, that's a cool one.
We're now moving on to another one of the film TV cars. This is a lot 63. It's a 1969 Dodge Charger. It's a General Lee replica. It's running a 512 cube V8.
Yeah.
It's a really cool car. It's another one I saw on one of our trips when we went north on this occasion. Beautiful car. We actually had this car come in around the last auction. We had another one, so we held this one out to not confuse things.
Yep.
And she's in to be sold. We're 156 and a half in the bidding. We're looking for 159 right now. We're not quite on the market, but we need to get those bids rolling in.
So yeah, these Chargers obviously are always super popular. This one's obviously been fully rebuilt into a Dukes that has a General Lee replica. It's built from a factory 383 car. It's now running a fully built 512 cube, big block V8 engine, 77 torque flight with a BMN ratchet shifter. It's got a 9-inch under the back. It's got a full retrimmed tan interior like the General Lee had. It's got air conditioning and power windows, power steering, forward disc brakes, and a set of 15-inch American Racing, those iconic General Lee wheels on it. So these things are always super popular, man. Everyone associates the General Lee.
Yeah,
you know, when we have these
youth,
in,
man, yeah.
people come and have photos with them, and they got a really cool story. Again, it was one of those cars that represented, you know, the cool rebellion in their day, I guess. And people just associate to them. And a 69 Charger is a badass car, regardless.
Yeah, for sure, and they're big money. And so, all right, we'll have to talk to the highest bidder of that.
Yeah.
Now we've got lot 64. It's a 1980 Pontiac Pro Touring Trans Am Firebird.
Yep.
It's LS swap, little Pro Touring, big brakes,
Yeah.
billet wheels, LED lights,
All the
leather
cool stuff,
trim,
this thing. Yeah. So
sitting at 49,250.
So it's a custom build Pro Touring Bandit Tribute, this car. It runs an LS1 fuel-injected V8 engine, and it's dressed to look like factory. So it is painted in the factory Pontiac Blue under the bonnet. It's got a cool set of old school style rocker covers over the coil packs there, and it's got the shaker put on top to obviously complete the shaker hood. It's got a bit of a cam in it. It runs a 4L60E auto trans, LSD diff. It's got a full custom leather interior in it, really nice custom interior. It runs Speed Hut gauges. It's got power windows, air conditioning, Bluetooth stereo, power steering, tubeless suspension, control arms up front. It's got frame rail connectors, 4-wheel power disc brakes, and LED headlights front and rear with those really cool sequential tail lights in the back, and sits on a cool set of billet 18-inch snowflake wheels.
And the current bid is 50,000. We're looking 50.5 right now. 17 seconds to go.
These things are rad. Cool looking car.
55, that's a good bump. 55,000 on the bid. We're looking for 56,000 with 20 seconds to go.
Again, like we were saying with the other, with the Trans Am that we had before, by the time you get to this area, they drive really nice. These cars,
yeah,
they're really cool driver cars.
Well, it moves into again that HQ kind of era.
It does.
And then with all the pro touring stuff, it takes it to another level again. So we're sitting at 55,000. Just taking another hit at 56,000. Looking for 57.
You see all the custom trim in here.
20,000 on the clock.
It's got slightly later model seats and stuff in it. Yeah, it's got some nice upgrades, all custom carpets, Speed Hut gauges. You can see all the nice dash
Gorgeous
set up
car.
there. Yeah,
57,000 on the bid. Looking for 58,000.
Cup holders. Nice gloss black paint work. It's in those iconic bandit colours.
Current bid's 57,000. We're looking for 58,000 right now. We've got 10 seconds left on the clock.
The 80 model with the full length tail lights across the back's really cool, and those are all LED converters, and they're sequential on this car. So you put your foot on the brake, and those tail lights slide out sequentially, which is a really cool feature on this thing. It's also got LEDs up front with blacked out surrounds, give it a bit of a more modern, sinister pro touring look about it. Got the big bird on the hood.
59,000's the current bid. We're looking for 60,000, and we've got 10 seconds on the clock.
Let's see if we get another one here.
About half time, man.
Really cool. There we go. 60.
That's a lot of cars. 60,000. We're looking for 61,000.
Don't forget, guys, conscious of time here and almost 11 o'clock down south. So don't forget you can hit a max bid on this car or any of the other cars if it's getting late for you and you want to scroll down. You do want to own these cars. You don't have to miss them. You can scroll down, hit it with a max bid, put your best foot forward, and you don't have to miss out on that if it's getting too late for you. Understand people have to work tomorrow.
61,000 in the bid. Looking for 62,000 now.
Cool LS swap. These resto mods.
It's a tricky one when they're like that. You can look in the engine bay of that and then just totally overlook
not realise,
it, especially with the original style shaker on the top and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah,
They're cool as resto mods.
62,000 in the bid. We're looking for 63,000.
Provides a good balance of that, reliability. It's got a bit of a cam, a bit of a stall in it, this thing too.
Does.
So yeah, it's got some cool stuff going on.
It's got plenty of cool stuff. It's
All
tricky
the cool
in the
things.
black. It all sort of fades away
It does,
too, you
yeah.
know, like you don't see it all, but that's all part of the styling.
Yep.
So we are 63 in the bid, looking for 64,000 right now.
Keep ticking along.
Gorgeous car.
All right, where we at, guys? Are we going to see 65 here?
63 in the bid right now. 64.
Let's see 65.
We're looking for 65 now, Locke. This will be one of those ones that'll go all night.
yeah. That's
Chip
why I
it away.
mentioned if you got a car you're waiting for, these guys are slow burners here.
Oh no, they're doing all right. It's
They're
good.
rocking away.
It's good for everyone to stay in the game. I know it's a late night for you guys tonight, so it's appreciated that you're hanging in
100%.
there. So 65,000 in the bid. We're looking for 66 now. Beautiful car.
Do we see it? Let's see. What are we looking for? 66?
We are looking for 66 now. We've got that. We're looking for 67,000 right now.
All right. About 15 seconds to go here, guys.
67.
Oh, they're not waiting to the end. I like these people.
Yeah, it's moving along. It's chugging
All
along
right.
as it
Let's
should.
hit
That's
it.
a drop-dead gorgeous car.
Let's just knock them straight back. Let's not mess around with this, guys. You want to own it or you don't.
68,000. We've got that, so we're looking for 69,000 now. 68,000 in the bid. Just over 20 seconds left on the clock, and we're looking for 69,000 on the 1980 Pontiac Trans Am, or Firebird, sorry.
Yep.
68,000. Can we get a 69,000?
Let's just jump straight to
There
70.
it
Don't
is.
mess around. Let's go. Straight to 70.
We're looking for 70 now. We're at 69,000 in the bid.
Those snowflake wheels are cool. They're an iconic
Yeah,
look.
they
And
are. I like all that, like big
Same.
diameter OG style wheels. Like,
It's cool.
Yeah, they
got
need
that-
snowflakes, but
They do.
If it had factory like 15s,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be the same thing.
This car has big brakes on it too, so it helps with clearance for those. This guy's got disc brakes on it, and those snowflake wheels are super cool. They're a bit more of a modern twist on the factory wheel. Yeah, that's a cool wheel set for that car and suits it
Current bid
perfectly.
70,000. We're looking for 71,000.
You guys are
We've
gonna
got
work
5
us
seconds
all
left
night.
on the clock.
You're gonna let it.
70,000.
All right, we'll have a
All
chat
right.
tomorrow.
Okay, lot 65. Now another badass black car. We got a 1970 right-hand drive Mustang supercharged 390 built boss.
This
V8.
one is a full custom build.
Yeah.
Shoots those John Wick vibes. I know he was a 69, but it's a similar sort of
We are
look.
on the market at 109,500.
So the Jenny who owns this car rang us today and said, let's get this thing on the market. We did have a much higher reserve on this car, which I think was very fair for it at the time. So this is fantastic buying at this sort of money. You want to wake up if you're half asleep now and pay attention to this one because you need to get involved. So this is a factory Mach 1. It's been converted to right-hand drive during a full rotisserie build into a custom resto mod. So it's finished in gloss black, really nice high-quality paint job. It's got a 5.4 litre Boss 290 fuel-injected quad-cam V8 engine. That engine's been fully rebuilt with forged internals and stacked on top with an Eaton M112 supercharger. It's got a built ZF 6-speed automatic trans with sequential shift option. It's got a 9-inch diff with Eaton True Track and 2.75 ratio center, along with 31 spline axles, TCI adjustable coilover suspension, all-round 4-wheel wheel disc brakes with electric brake booster, rack and pinion power steering, leather interior, Dakota digital dash, air conditioning,
We need a time extension.
18-inch polished American racing wheels, cool staggered. It sits. Have a look at the way the wheels sit under the back of this car, and it's fully mod plated for Queensland with mod plate cert. This thing
You're
is
lucky that
rad.
they kept bidding on that because you wouldn't have
I
got that
didn't
whole
care.
description
I was gonna
out.
just-
So
even if you stopped, I
124
was just
and a
gonna
half,
keep going.
127,000 now in the bid. We're
There
looking for
is-
129 and a half. We've got that.
We're
We're looking
still
for a
way under, I think, what this
132.
thing's
That's
worth.
a whole lot of car.
Man, there's no way you could build this car for anywhere near that money. That is a really well-spec'd car, high-quality build, and
Styling's rad.
oh, styling's on point. You know, it's just black with black trim. It's got some nice later model seats. I think they're out of an M3 in that car. But yeah, really comfortable, supportive,
Got
but don't look out of place in it.
137,000 on the bid. Looking for 139 and a
You should
half
keep
right
going
now.
on this, guys.
20
This is
seconds left.
And right-hand drive. Everyone loves right-hand drive. This is a full resto mod. Dakota digital gauges. You see all the late model switches, some extra gauges down the bottom there.
142,000. We're looking for 144 and a half. You've got to pay
Let's
to play
go.
from here. We're live. We're
This
on the
is
market.
easy 150
Reserve
plus
is
this
met.
car. Don't mess around. Just hit him straight back. Let's go.
147,000 in the bid. We're looking for a 149 and a half.
Yeah, that's
there
it, guys.
is.
Let's go.
We're looking
Into the
for a
150s, Luke. You get the R&B on
152,000.
ready because this has got to go there.
149 and a half with 20 seconds left on the clock. We're looking for a
There we go.
154
Let's
and
do
a
it.
half now. We've made 152 in the bid. We're looking for a 154 and a half. 20 seconds on the clock. We've got it. You guys are going tat for tat here. You're doing well.
One of the cool features of this thing is actually when the bonnet's down, and everything's under bonnet, even though it's got a big fuel-injected V8 with a blower sitting on top of it, it's all under bonnet. But with that, the scoop on the hood, the factory scoop on it, you can just see the blower pulley hanging out through that, which I think is super
Only
cool.
little sneak on it, yeah.
Yeah, so you can see that there's a blower pulley there.
164 and a half in the
that's a
bid.
really
We're looking
cool
for a
feature.
169 and a half now. We've got 167 in the bid. 169 and a half.
You couldn't
is what
touch
we're
building
looking
this for that money still. You know, there's so much in this car. The guy built it, did a really fantastic job with it.
167 in the bid. Looking for a 169 and a half. You've got to pay to play from here, and you've got it.
Let's hit 170.
25 seconds, and we're looking for a 172. We've got 169 and a half in the bid.
As soon as I saw
And we're
photos this
selling.
tor was sent in to us to look at, as soon as I
Yeah,
saw photos
same.
of this car, I was like, that's cool.
There was one fat
Yeah.
photo of it just sitting in his driveway, and I was like, yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that-
And then when I saw more detail, I'm like, yeah, that's even cooler.
172 in the bid. We're looking for a 174 and a half to play.
yeah.
172, and we're live. It's going to sell. We've met the reserve. We're on the market.
Everything I learnt about that
174.
car as it came in, like all the specs, I'm like, that's cooler. That's cooler than I thought it was. That's cooler than I thought it was.
Yeah.
Like the more you look on that car, there's Easter eggs everywhere. And just everything's done well, done tastefully and done right.
174.5, and we're selling. We're looking for
Reserves,
a 177 to stay in the game.
There's no chances tomorrow. You've stayed up for this. Let's hit it. Let's
3
go.
seconds, and we're a 174.5. Oh, just got in at a 177.
Why are you doing like that? Why?
I love you for it.
Why?
177 in the bid. We're looking for a 179.5.
So just round up to 180. Show him his boss. Just hit him. Show him you're not messing about here. He's out.
There it is. 179.5. Well
That's good
played.
enough. That's okay.
182 to stay in the game.
Show him his boss.
It's all going to wrap up
There
tonight.
he goes.
182. 182. We're looking for a 184.5.
And straight back. This is a battle. I'm liking
It
this. This is what this car deserves. You're not going to go get another one of these. You know, there's not going to be one pop up in auction like this next week.
We're 184.5. Now we're 187 neat.
Here we go.
And we're selling. We're looking for a 187 and a 189. Oh, it's moving quick. We're 189.5 in the bid, looking for a 192. You got to pay to stay.
Have a look at the engine bay in this.
192
Have a look at
in
this
the
thing.
bid, looking for a 194.5.
Look at the engine bay in this. You don't see that jammed in an
that's
engine
not
bay of a
easy.
70 Mach
That's
1
because there's
very
no
often.
towers there anymore. That's
That's
badass.
proper. And mod plate for Queensland, guys. Does have mod plate with it.
So
192
in the bid.
We're
looking
going
for
to 2.
there
We're
it
going
is.
there. We're going to 2.
All
Let's
right.
do it.
So
Luke, you get that on already.
194.5. We're looking for 197.
This is where I need a confetti cannon, man.
Next, we do.
Next
yes.
auction, Luke, put it on the list. Confetti cannon. I want to blow a confetti cannon. over
James,
here
we
too.
need a
Yeah.
confetti cannon.
Someone sort that out.
We're 194.5 in the bid. This is a great auction. This is a good fun one, guys.
This is a good battle.
We're looking
This
for
is a good battle.
197.
And so it should be.
4 seconds on the clock. You got to think fast here. This is the fork in the road. Well bought, 194
Well done,
and a
man.
half.
That's a
good
cracker
fun,
car,
guys.
man.
Well
I hope someone
played.
has a blast in that thing.
Good on you guys. All right, lot 66. Another beautiful 1967 right-hand drive Mustang Fastback, and another full custom as a 67 in the earlier Fastback. So we are currently at 135 in the bid. We're looking for 137.5 right now on the 67 full
Fastback.
custom Mustang Fastback.
So this is a full ground-up custom build by Southern Rod and Custom, and if you know them, if you don't, you should. Oh, we're closing on that, don't we? Or no, 50? No, we're good. Okay. So it's a full ground-up custom build by Southern Rod and Custom. Runs a 347 cube V8 engine in it. Really high quality. It's painted body. If you go to their website and have a look at what they do, they strip cars right back. They're one of the best in the country at building things like this. It's pretty much a new build. It's hardly done anything at all other than being shown around, or not even shown out at shows, but it's been on display, I think, in a showroom most of its life. It's been converted to right-hand drive during the build. It's got an Edelbrock crate 347 Windsor V8, C4 auto, 9-inch diff. It's got total control products, front end with coilovers, TCP 4-link coilover rear end. It's got 4-wheel Bayer disc brakes on it, full custom interior with air conditioning, 80 and 20-inch billet wheels. Everyone who came in to look at this car thinks it's the most gorgeous Mustang they've ever seen. And so it is super high quality.
We're 140,000 in the bid, looking for 142.5. We've just seen the Eleanor go to nearly 3.
Yeah.
We've just seen the 70 bang. We're sitting at 140,000 in the bid right now.
Our Mustang guys should be on. This is right-hand drive, 67 fastback. This was actually a factory S-code car, which is pretty cool.
If you missed out on the last two, we've certainly got you another nice option.
Yeah.
So it's another beautiful car. Sitting at 145 in the bid, looking for 147.5 right now. With 24 seconds on the clock, 147.5 have been met. Has been bid. We're looking for a 150 right now.
So the painted bodywork on this car is really nice. Got a lot of mild custom features in it that are a bit subtle and understated. If you have a look at the bonnet on this car, it's got custom vents up front. We'll see if we can see maybe some of them in a minute as we go around it. But yeah, we've got custom bonnet vents. Here we go up top.
150 in the bid.
With the cool custom bonnet pin sitting there. Obviously the grill's all been, no badge sitting in the grill. All these side vents are all custom here. They've all been custom fabricated out of metal. As we move around the back, the tail lights are all flush mounted. You'll see there's no chrome trim around the tail lights, and it's got a flush mounted custom fuel filler in the back.
155 in the bid.
All super subtle details, but makes this whole car look so clean and so sleek, especially with that really nice gloss black paintwork. Staggered wheel set 2, stance is on point, Wheel set's on point. This thing is super, super nice.
We're 157 and a half in the bid. We're looking for 160,000.
Let's round up to 160.
There it is, 160 in the bid. We're looking for 162 and a half. That's been met. We're looking for a 165 to stay in the game.
Right-hand drive, guys. Full custom build. Engine bay is really nice. If you have a look at the back here, you know, they're those flush mount tail lights that I was talking about. Battery's been relocated to the boot, so you've got a nice clean engine bay up front. This thing's a super neat build. Yeah. Those guys do a great job down there at Southern Run Custom.
We're 165,000 in the bid, looking for 170 now.
Yeah, let's hit the 170, guys.
Yeah, we're very fortunate. We do get a lot of great shops that build cars come through us. And we get to represent them, show part of what their business does as well. We love that.
Yep.
It's great for the Australian industry.
See those custom vents there in the side. There's so much work in fabricating all that stuff.
170,000 in the bid. We're
really
looking
nice
for
custom trim.
172 and a half.
You're going to want to be high bidder on this one, guys. We're close to where we want to be here. You don't want to miss this one. So throw that bid in, be that high bidder. You know, if you're good here, you're going to be very, very close.
172 and a half in the bid, looking for a 175.
Let's hit it, guys. We're close to where we need to be to get you into this thing. So you're very, very tight. Let's see if we can get it on. Let's see. There you go.
There you go.
I'm telling you we're close.
175 and we're on the market.
Well
so we're
done.
selling now. You got to pay to play.
Now you're back. 177 and a half. Let's go. No messing around
looking
now.
for a 180 to stay in the game.
You gonna own this or you're not?
20 seconds to think about that. 20 seconds.
We actually did sell this car to the current owner, and it made more money than this last time. It's a really nice car, and like we said, the Eleanor just went through and made 280.
Yeah.
You know, this car's bloody just as nice in its build quality.
Yeah. 100%.
So
Current bid's 180. We're looking for 182 and a half to stay in the game.
Yeah.
You've got it.
And we got it.
Changed hands again. Back looking for a 185.
Let's go. Playing for keeps now.
All right, we're 182 and a half in the bid. 15 seconds on the clock. Looking for a 185. We're going to keep it live.
We're going to get it. Let's go. Let's see 185.
Gorgeous car. It's great buying at that money.
There we go.
We're on the
185.
market. 185.
187 and a half.
We're looking for 190 now to stay live.
That is what I like. Dominance on this guy. Straight back. No, I don't care if you bid him. I'm hitting you straight back. I've got plenty to go. He's got plenty. You're not going to beat him. He hit you straight back.
You're so judgy.
You can't beat that.
All right, 187 and a half.
You're waiting to the end. You're thinking about it.
We're looking for a 190 if we want to change hands here. You got 5 seconds to think about that, my boy. We're one, and you've got it. Good on you, man.
He thought about that for
this
so
guy.
long,
I like
man.
this guy.
He's almost out. He thought, look how long he thought about it for.
192 and a half in the bid. We're looking for a 195.
My man.
20 seconds to think about it.
Oh, take your time. You're thinking about it too long. He's almost out. He's out of money. He's not going to go
Oh,
anymore.
come on. 192
My
and
guy's
a half,
got it. He's
and
not
it's
messing around.
selling.
He's just straight back. He's a boss.
And we're looking for the 195.
Oh, look how
There
long he
it
thought
is.
about
Boom.
it. Look how long he thought about that for.
Oh, well,
yes.
You've got a point.
My man. My man.
Come on.
That's
don't let
got to
me
be
down here.
disheartening.
Don't let me down. We're looking for
Gotta be
200 to
disheartening.
stay
Luke, get the
live.
R&B horn ready. If
Hit it.
old I needed
Hit it.
all night to decides to have another go at this. Let's see.
All right, 197 and a half thousand. 200 to stay live.
Let's see.
Just 5 seconds
It's
to think
taken all
about it.
night to decide.
Oh, that's good. Good bidding, guys.
Well
you guys
done.
are doing
My
great.
man.
Well played.
My man.
That was good. Good fun, guys. Well played.
Well done to both
Congratulations.
bidders, man. I joke with you, but
All
you
right.
put in a good effort.
Now, lot 67, the 62 Pontiac Laurentian. Now, this again is another ridiculous build. The owner had called today and asked us to take the remove the reserve at the next bid. What's this car worth? Well, look, it said it had over
There's
$500,000.
more than $500,000 invested in the build of this
In the
car.
build, like-
This car is built by a company called Real Steel. It's an elite level build, really high end, ground up, custom build. It's a factory right hand drive, Pontiac Laurentian. The car is on custom airbag suspension with AccuAir air management, Under the bonnet, it's got an LSX 376 cube late model LSV8 engine with a Harrop supercharger sitting on top of it. It's got a 6-speed manual transmission. It's got full custom bodywork here, flush mounted glass front and rear. Heaps of real subtle details. It's got a full custom interior, late model interior in it. It's street machine feature car. It was elite top 10 Summer Nats car.
We are
this thing
on
is
the market at $83,500. Like
this is crazy.
It's halfway home. $84,500. We're looking for $85,500. All you guys that missed out on Mustangs and stuff right then, you need to get on this.
This car, a few of our customers came in today. I'm like, what's the one to watch? This car.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
This, I knew that the gent who owns this car, who again is a great client of ours, said, let's get this thing sold. Let's get it on the market. He was happy to just throw it on, regardless of the reserve. And this is way under what this car should be worth.
$86,500
incredible
selling. So 87.5, and we're on the market. We're looking for 88.5 right now.
We're talking about a build that was.
You get the whole car for this, man. We're not even going to cut it in half.
Yeah.
Like, you get it all. Look at the flush mounted windscreens. Like, the underneath of this car is incredible.
Look at the exhaust out the rear quarters there.
There's only 20 seconds, but again, if you jumped online and Googled this thing and saw the Street Machine article on it, and like, it's an amazing car,
incredible,
an amazing build. We're at $89,500.
Custom LED lights, all those strips down the side, a custom billet set up, even in the boot here, beautifully fitted out. See, they've got the Pontiac emblem all fitted up underneath. You lift up that floor in the bottom too. All the AccuS setups there, really accessible. There's a fuel cell under there. This thing is as nice as they come. Detail everywhere.
Car.
Under the bonnet, all in the door jams.
$91,500, and we're selling, so we're looking for a 92.5 to stay in the game.
Look at the door trims, custom door trims. Look at the door jams, the way this all seamlessly flows. It's from inside to out. That center console that goes all the way through. This car is ridiculous for this money.
$92,500. It's going to get a new home.
Just
we're $93,500.
That's a steal at $100,000. Put $100 on it. Don't mess about. Show them you mean business. Where's my guy from last time?
Look, they're an unknown quantity. Cars like this, like what are they worth? But hey,
not
if somebody's not that. If somebody's tipped in, the amount that they have into that car, like normally if you get 3/4 of your investment back, you're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
We're nowhere near that. We're sitting at $94,500, looking for $95,500. 96.5. We're looking for 97.5. It's gonna sell. It's getting a new home. It's an amazing car. It's an amazing deal
fabrication of this
now.
car alone is incredible.
Whoever stayed up, thanks for hanging in for the
reward.
night. Yeah, you're winning. Yeah, you are winning hard. All right, we're 100,000 at 100,000 at the current bid. Looking for a 101. We've got that. We're looking for a 103.5. We're going to move in 2.5s now. We're past the 6 figures. We got just over 20 seconds to think about it.
This is an incredible buy. Like, this is still an incredible buy. This thing is as cool as they come. All custom billet grille, all the bumpers. Look at them, all custom shaved and fitted. And look at the intake. Look at the fabrication of the intake that runs through the top of the radiator there. Just that alone, it's incredible amounts of money.
Halfway there, aren't we?
Yeah,
103.5. Looking for 106.
All the
it's
billet wheels.
Home. You got 10 seconds on the clock.
Billet wheels, custom made to match.
Buy it even if you don't want it. 106,000. Looking for 108.5.
Yeah, this thing is super cool. There's some incredible detail on that build,
especially if you are a family and you got kids and you want to go do stuff and do something
car
cool.
to go
Most
to
cars
an
are all
event
2-doors, So we've got 111 as a bid. We're looking for 113.5. We've got 24 seconds to think about it. 113.5. We're looking for 116.
Underneath this car is really nice too. I don't know that I've got any video underneath this thing at the moment, but if you click into the ad, and you're not going to have a lot of time to do that because we obviously keep extending, and so we should. There's a lot of detail underneath this thing, like all the floors are custom. Exhaust is full custom and ridiculous. Obviously airbag suspension, tubular arms.
Looking for 121,000 to keep it live.
This is still one of the buys of the auction where it is.
To think about it. We're sitting at 118.5 and we're going to sell.
120. This is still one of the buys of the auction.
You guys get to decide tonight.
It's on the market. The owner wants it to go to a new home.
Again, we're talking
121. Well done.
253 HQ money. 121,000. We're looking for 123.5. Beautiful car. So so spent on.
Yeah.
Nothing skimped. And
done well, tastefully, and by some of the best in the business. Real Steel, super reputable company. They just built a Porsche not long ago that won Motor X, not this year, but the year before.
Yeah, that was sick.
Won a bunch of awards everywhere. Those guys know how to put a car together.
121,000 and it's got a new home. Well
Congratulations.
bought. Very well bought. Congrats, guys.
That's
well
a reward
played.
for hanging up late, man. Well done.
Yeah,
You got an
good on you.
awesome
You got a
car.
steal there. All right, Timmy Zoos. All right, lot 68. This is the 55 Chevy Bel Air. This is Timmy Zoo's car. He's over in America at the moment, about to go into another fight, so you might want to keep your eyes on that as well. He's a legend. He's an Aussie legend, but he's a friend to us as well. Somebody who we've sponsored for many, many years, and always just wanted to see him do well. And it's amazing to see what he's achieved.
And he's a car guy.
Yeah, he's a car guy. Yeah, him and his manager Glenn Jennings. So, look, we're sitting at 101,000 on the current bid.
Which is nice, restored sports coupe money, but this is a full resto mod. This thing's way better than that. So not only is it Timmy's car, which, you know, super cool that it's his car and he's a world champion and all that sort of stuff, hopefully again soon. This is an LS1 under the bonnet, 5.7 litre fuel injected V8, 4L60E late model automatic transmission, Chevy 12-bolt diff in the rear, but power steering, tubular front arms and coilovers, 4-link rear end with coilovers, 4-wheel power disc brakes with dual master, Dakota digital dash, Bluetooth stereo, aircon, 20-inch coils on it. Timmy's also thrown in some signed memorabilia with some boxing gloves and a shirt,
it was cool,
which is super cool of him to be able to do that. But this car is, at the moment, nice sports coupe money, but this is not resto mod sports coupe money, which is a whole nother deal, man. This thing, jump in, turn the key.
We're looking for 103.5 right now.
Oh, we're going to close there.
Okay.
We'll talk to the high bidder on that, man. That's a super cool car.
Okay, lot 69, the 68 Chevy Camaro. This is another
really nice custom build.
Nice custom car, yeah.
So, yeah, this is a full ground-up custom build. It's got a full custom painted body on it. It's got electric converted RS hideaway headlight front end. Under the bonnet, it's a built 496 cube big block Chevy V8 engine. It's got a late model electronic controlled 4L80E 4-speed automatic transmission. In the back, there's a Curry 9-inch with strange axles. It's got a coilover front end with tubular control arms. It's got 4-wheel bay disc brakes. It's got a full custom leather interior by Stitchcraft in the US. It's got vintage aircon, which is nicely hidden away in the dash. It's got a staggered set of 17 to 18-inch billet specialty wheels. It was featured on the front cover of Chevy High Performance magazine in the US and also in Chevy Rumble magazine. We're at 87 grand on this car. It's incredible buying at the moment. This thing is a super, super nice custom Camaro. Have a look at the details on this. This
is a big dollar bill.
Look under the bonnet. Look how nice this car is.
We're sitting at 89,000. We're looking for 90,000 right now. Reserves not met on this car. This is a lot of car.
Yeah, this came from a really nice collection up here in Brisbane.
Collection.
Really lovely guy who owns the car.
Yeah,
he has some really nice stuff. We were stoked to be able to represent this car for him. And yeah, this is a really cool custom Camaro. You don't see them done like this very often. And the fact it was featured in some magazines in the US is really cool. And just everything's custom done on it. You have a look at the door trims here. And the guys who did the trim in this car are really well known in the US. They do a great job and they're very hard to get into, and they've done an awesome job on this one.
Sitting at 91,000 in the current bid. We're looking for 92, which you just got, so we're looking for 93,000 now.
So all power seats with integrated lap sash belts there. You have a look at the odometer gauges sunk in the dash. All the dials and knobs and stuff are all really nice. It's got an aftermarket stereo in it. Vents in the dash, but look at the custom headliner on this to match the seats. Just the more you look, even the boots all fitted out the same. Painted panels, super high quality. Look at the boot, all fitted out.
It's one of those cars too where you can do a little bit of styling, you can change the wheels up, or make a couple of things and make it your own, you know, style as well, because the bones are all just so good.
Looking on the boot here, it's all custom fitted out with stereo system.
95,000.
The trim in this car would be a phenomenal amount of money. You know, Stitchcraft in LA are really well known. They do a great job there in Huntington Beach over there, and they're super hard to get into. They do a lot of high-end cars. And this one they've done a fantastic job with. So, yeah, keep going, guys. This is a better car. It should be easy 6 figures and better.
We've got 97. We're looking for 98,000.
Custom center console there, which is really cool with the floating.
Looking for 99,000.
So just under the aircon vents there in the middle, we just saw there's a pull-down door there which hides away the Dakota Digital aircon control. So cool little feature in that. The headlight doors have been electric converted, so if you see some of these RS cars, they were vacuum operated from the factory, and they get lazy over time and they get electric door conversion. Yeah, they're makes them nice and reliable, cool upgrade, and it's got that cool hideaway light look at the front. Just
current
almost
bid's 100,000. We're looking for 101 now. Current bid's 100,000.
Let's go, guys. This is easy 6-figure car.
20 seconds on the clock.
We can keep rocking here with this one. Let's get it in. Let's get
There
a
it
battle
is.
in here.
101. We're looking for 103.5. We're going to start
Let's
moving
go.
in 2.5s
Yeah,
now.
straight back. Hit him straight back.
a lot of
106.
car
Show him
there
you
for
mean
not a lot of
business.
money.
Work for the last guy. Show him you mean business.
103.5 on the bid. We're looking for 106 to stay in the game.
Let's go. 106. You got it.
106. 108.5. We're
Let's
looking for
go.
111 right now. We're 108.5 in the bid. We're looking for 111 to stay live. You've got 20 seconds to think
This is a
about
lot
it.
of car, guys. This is, look at the engine bay.
Yeah.
And 496 big block, not just tidy. Like
111
that's a built
in the
big
bid.
block.
113.5 in the bid. Looking for 116 now.
Hit him straight back. Show him you mean business. Don't let him know you're thinking about it. Just hit him. Just
like
hit him.
that fast money,
I
don't
like
ya?
that fast money, buddy.
113.5 in the bid.
That's how they
Looking
know
for
you're good business,
116.
Ben. Big bay of brakes there.
Well played. You get to 116.
That's how you hit him.
118.5. We're looking
That's
for
how you go back.
121,000.
He's thinking about it. You've almost got him.
118.5
about
with
it.
20 seconds to go.
He's almost out. He's going to give up.
No.
Oh, he's not.
121,000. We're looking for 123
Show
and
him
a
in
half to
business.
keep it alive.
Show him in business. Go straight
Well
back.
played. And we've got the
Yeah, he means
123 and a
business. He
half.
means, all right, let's hit this up.
Current bid's
Let's
$123,500. 20 seconds on the clock. We're looking for $126,000.
Round it up. Let's go.
15
126
seconds to
neat.
decide. $123,500.
We're very close to where we need to be here, guys. This has a very fair reserve on it, so let's have a crack. Let's see if you get him. Well, you almost got
20
him out.
seconds to go.
Ooh,
We're
I'll talk to the high
123
bidder
and a
on that one
half.
tomorrow.
We'll call you tomorrow on that one. Good plays, guys.
You've done well. We'll talk.
All right, lot number 70, the 1970 Chevy Chevelle, the blown big block.
Whew, this thing.
She's a wild one.
This is a wild one. You want a beast? This thing is that. This
It's
thing,
gorgeous.
You take the coolest model Chevelle and the 70 Chevelle,
Yeah, damn
and
straight.
put everything you can put in it, and that's
Yeah.
what you get. So
Yeah.
this is a full custom rebuild into a super tough street machine. It's been professionally repounded in this amazing House of Colour, brandy wine colour. You don't quite get the flip in the lights
hard,
here.
that
You
one,
see
yeah,
that out in the
it's-
sun. There's some photos of it in the sun on the website. It's got an amazing flip. It's just hard to recreate that inside, but it is incredible in its paint. It's got a custom tan interior inside that's all completely been redone. Under the bonnet, it's got a 598 cube blown big block Chevy V8 that makes like 1,000 horsepower on the 85. That's the least they could make that make.
Yeah.
There's plenty left in that. It runs a 1471 TBS blower, Joe Blow billet injector hat. It's got a sheet metal 9-inch under the rear. It's got a Haltech Elite 2500 ECU with Haltech IC7 digital dash. It's got custom electric power steering set up in it. 4-link rear end. It's got an airbag suspension all
Current
round.
bid's 135,000.
On a set of weld wheels with 15s in the rear, 17s front, that toughy, classic toughy look. This thing's got everything in it, man. You want a super
Beautiful
tough Chevelle?
car.
This thing's got everything. I mean, what a fun
Mate,
car.
Yeah.
We're about
Amazing
to close
car.
out.
That'll pass in. It's a lovely car. Really lovely owner.
Yeah.
We'll reach out to the highest bidder on that one
Yeah,
tomorrow
we'll have a
and see
chat.
if we can get a deal done there. So lot number 71, 64 Falcon XM hardtop coupe. This is a super cool little car. This thing
is.
will creep up on you at the lights and
Yeah.
Yeah.
This thing came in and I was like, oh, that's a nice little
take your
XM
money.
coupe.
This thing will
Yeah,
take
he will
your
take
money.
your money. You pop the bonnet. There's a bloody stack injected Windsor.
Yeah,
Windsor
there it
V8
is.
sitting under there. So yeah, custom built XM Falcon coupes. In that classic white with the red trim. Love that color combo on these cars. Yeah, under the bonnet, like we said, it's got a 5-litre later model Windsor with stack injection on it. 3-speed automatic trans. It's got a 9-inch diff under the back. Power steering. It's got 4-wheel power disc brakes too. It's got a custom exhaust system, upgraded coil springs. It's still on a set of 14-inch steel wheels with hubcaps and red striped tyres. This thing was actually fully engineered in WA. So WA buyers, this is one that's been engineered over there previously when it was built there.
You'd love that.
And it is, yeah, that's hard over there. And it has been blue plated for Queensland as well. So currently a Queensland car.
when we're current bid's 82,000, we're on the market. The reserve is met, and we're selling tonight.
Let's
so
go.
we've got 20 seconds to think about that. We're looking for 83,000 right now. Current bid's 82,000. We are on the market. Reserves met. We are selling. So
I saw someone post this in one of the early Falcon Coupe groups that look at these cars. Everyone was saying how cool it was, and the stack
Yeah.
injected Windsor was rad. And
yeah, it is.
you know, it
badass.
certainly received heaps and heaps of love.
82,000's 82,000
Close
is
out
the
there.
bid.
Cool,
Well bought.
congratulations.
That's a very cool car.
That's cool.
All right. Okay, lot 72, Holden LH Tirana SLR 5000. So this is actually
Looks like
it's an
by the
LH
price.
that's been done like an LX and flared and
looks like by the price you haven't realised this is a real SLR 5000.
Yeah, true that. Yeah, it is.
So it is actually a factory SLR 5000 car. It's been restored and tastefully modified. It's actually a factory Barbados green car. It's got the A9X style flares. It's been retrimmed in black leather and it's got a full cage in it. Under the bonnet, it's got a 355 cube V8 stroker. It's also got a turbo 350 auto trans. It's been mini tub with a short 9-inch. It's got a fuel cell in the boot. It's on a set of 15-inch drag light wheels. Sits down nice and low over them. So a bit of a toughie, but genuine SLR 5000. If you want a bit of a tough Tirana,
it's been done 90s style. The guy's owned it since the 90s, and he's had it for ages. Is it 90s? He's had it for a very long time.
Yeah, I can't remember.
It was over 20. I think it was 28 years or something. So the park's in the 90s. But it's 90s vibes. It's short 9-inch. It's slammed on its guts. It's big feet. Look, it's been modified from what it was from factory, but it's still a Barbados green SLR 5000, and they look better like that.
They do. Look, it's a fun street car, something to take to summer nats or something to cruise around in, and everyone sees a modified Tirana and says, oh, that's cool, but it's a real SLR 5000 too. So, if someone asks, is it real? Yeah, it is. Hell yeah, it is. We'll talk to the high bidder, and that'll move on. What do we got next, Benny?
All right. Okay, lot 73.
The
81 Cartier, the FC LTD. Pro Charge.
Tell us the story.
How's the HP? 782. Good numbers there.
That is a good number.
Rear wheel horsepower. This thing's a wild bit of gear.
This thing is off its head.
It is. So this is owned and built by the same guy that has the red Cobra that went through the... I called him the Burt Munro of Australia. I went and visited him when I did my trip up north, and I had to meet him at like 11 o'clock at night because he had to take his missus to hospital the next day, and he's in his 80s. He was a cool old dude in this old garage, and he had these two cars, and they're badass go-fast cars. Yeah. So
so this is a genuine LTD Cartier edition. The guy's owned it since like it's a year old. So painted body is all super, super nice on it. Very nice low kilometre car. But he's gone and stuffed a 400 cubic inch Dart Block V8 engine in it with a Vortex supercharger, Motec air management. It's got traction control and launch control. Makes 782 horsepower at the rear wheels. It's got a Tremec TKO 600 close ratio 5-speed 9-inch RS coilover front end, upgraded disc brakes, 6-piston calipers. You want to hit this one so you can hear more about it. It's on a set of 18-inch art wheels with Toyo Proxy tyres, big brakes.
So much story to this.
Man, this thing is crazy. So you want a sleeper? You want to take people's money?
Yeah, this dude take money. He's an urban myth in central Queensland.
He's an urban myth in this car.
Don't mess with him with the lights. Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, that's past him. We'll talk to hitters on that car if you want to know more about it. So we know you're out there. Lot 74. Now, no reserve. VK SS Blue Meanie replica. It's a nut and bolt resto, man. We're on the market. It was brought in selling no reserve from the beginning. So, good commitment again to find the market. Beautiful car.
We've had a lot of really nice Blue Meanie replicas, full nut and bolt builds, and this is as good as anyone we've had. Potentially the best or right up there.
Yeah.
It's a full nut and bolt restoration, done as a Blue Meanie replica. Paint and body on this are super high level. Like there was a massive bill that changed hands for the paint and body on this car. It's got an SS Group A body kit, which was supplied by HDT themselves. It has the correct Carillion, I don't know how to say that, interior with shield seats. Built 5-litre Holden V8 stroker, stroke to 355 cubes. So a bit of a toughie, even though it looks quite factory in the engine bay. It's got a Tremec TKX 5-speed manual, LSD diff with 355 gears. It's got a highly detailed factory-style engine bay, set of 16-inch white HCT aero wheels, and with no reserve.
Yeah, we're sitting at 84,000. It's getting a new home tonight. Yeah, it's a 6-figure car all day.
Yep.
It's a gorgeous car. We're sitting at 84,000. It's average car money.
The others that we've sold that were nut and bolt Blue Meanies were 100 grand. They were that give or take.
Yeah.
This car's as good or better than those. 84.
That's really, really, really
That's
good
a well buy. Yeah, well bought.
Good on you for staying up.
Yep.
You earned it.
All right.
Lot 75, 1980 VC HDT Brock.
Time to see if our Commodore guys are asleep, because I think at the moment they might be.
Yeah.
68 grand, guys. What are you guys doing? This is a genuine VC HCT Brock Commodore. It's build number 348. They only made 500 of them. It's been professionally repainted. Its original colour of palette white. It's got the factory HCT flares and body kit, which it's so iconic for. It's got a rebuilt matching numbers 5-litre V8 engine, 4-speed manual trans. It's got the original Deep Carmen Velour Interior, factory aircon and power windows because these are based on SLE, these ones. It's got the factory 15-inch Ermashire wheels. Displaying 125,000 Ks. No way to know if that's actually accurate in these, but that's what it's displaying the odometer. There are copies of the original HCT build sheets. The glove box has been signed by Peter Brock, and there is a photo of Brocky with this car, which is pretty cool too. Guys, this is 6 figures easy. And I don't know what we're doing at 69 grand.
Yeah.
But our Commodore guys
69,000.
need to not be asleep and need to be getting on this thing because you want to be high bidder on this car, at least if you want to own it, because you're asleep. put a power bid on this thing, man. Just hit something up there because you know it's better than this. If you know these cars, you know that it's not a 70 grand car.
Yeah, that's replica money.
Yeah,
Well, a replica just outdid it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're 71,000, looking for 72,000 now. We've got 20 seconds. We're going to climb here.
Let's go.
72,000. We're looking for
if there's people awake that recognise what this car is, we should be here for a minute.
HDT.
Take a seat, guys.
72,000. We're looking for 73,000. We're nearly 15 seconds on the clock. We've got 73,000 as a current bid. Looking for 74. We've got to climb here.
You may as well hit them straight back because you know you don't need to think about this. If you know what this car is, you don't need to think about this.
At worst,
you just need to hit them straight back when they hit you on this car.
75,000. Good. Oh, good listening. Yeah. Well done. 79,000.
Someone's got their listening ears on.
80,000. 81,000 we're looking for. 81,000 in the current bid. We're looking for 82,000.
You guys know this is still cheap.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no need to think about this.
Yeah. It's a crawl from here.
Yeah. Let's go.
That's an Aussie icon right there, man. They're badass.
Yeah. Hit him straight back. You guys want to buy this and go to bed? Let's get it to where we want to be.
83,000. We're looking for 84,000 on the Brock Commodore. And we've got 85,000 now as a current bid. Well played. Looking for 86. Keep them punching, guys. 86,000. We're looking for 88,000 now with 87,000 as a current bid. 88,000 current bid, looking for 89.
Got the Venetian blind in the back. Still got the factory wheels on it.
Current bid. 90,000 current bid. Looking for 92,000 now with a current bid of 91,000. 92,000 as a current bid.
Let's jump him straight to 6 figures. Yeah, don't mess about.
95,000 as
hit
a
him
current
with 100,
bid.
round it up. Let's hit the R&B horn and get on with it. Let's go.
Current bid of 95,000. We're looking for 96,000 now. Got 15 seconds on the clock. Keep it live.
Real deal HDT, guys. This is not a replica.
Saw one of these go not too long ago for the 180 mark.
Yeah.
Like weeks ago.
Yeah, in the last few weeks,
We're talking current bid of 95,000 right now. All right, we'll talk to the highest bidder of that.
Yep. All right, another HDT.
Yes. Same money. Lot 76.
Where are our Commodore guys?
Another HDT SS.
Yeah, so
80,000 as a current bid.
Genuine HDT SS Peter Brock Commodore, sold new through Melville Motors in WA. HDT build number 2824. It's factory asteroid silver. Again, it's got the factory cerulean herringbone interior with shield seats. Matching numbers 5-litre V8 engine under the bonnet, 4-speed manual, 3.08 ratio differential, 15-inch aero wheels. Again, it does have copies of the original HCT build sheets. Got the HCT compendium certificate. There's a guy I know who wants this car in WA, and I think you know who you are. Family of a very good customer of ours.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you're looking at this car. This is a cheap thing. I really love you to own this car.
Yeah,
let's see how you go. But you want to be the high bidder if you want the best chance to own it. So
right now we're 81,000 as a current bid. We're looking for 82,000 for the HDT Peter Brock Commodore.
Let's go.
84,000 we're looking for with a current bid of 83,000. We got 84,000 as a current bid with 27 seconds.
You stayed up for it. Let's get it.
86,000 with an 86,000 current bid now. Looking for 87,000. Here we go. We've got a roll on here with current bid of 88,000.
So we should.
Absolutely. Current bid of $89,000.
You've got such a great following, these Brock Commodores there.
And it's a bloody gorgeous one.
It is. It's very, very nice. Mint. Look at the quality of the trim and stuff in it.
Current
Paint's really nice.
$90,000. Looking for 91,000.
Yep. Yeah, it's a neat car.
Yeah. 11 seconds, 10 seconds on the clock with
Let's
a current bid of
$90,000. Still crazy buying there, guys. Haven't met the reserve. 91, that's right. Let's see.
92,000 as a current bid.
You want to be the high bidder.
93,000 now. With just about 20 seconds on the clock to think about it. Current bid of $92,000. $93,000 as a current bid. $94,000. Looking for $95,000. We've got a current bid of $94,000 with 20 seconds on the clock. Chasing that 95 right now to keep it live.
You'll see the factory style spare in the boot there still. Yeah, really neat car. Love the colour of the trim in these. Yeah,
super clean. We've got 94,000 on the clock. 3 seconds, 95 to keep it live. Good job. 28 seconds back on the clock.
96 straight back. Let's go. Look how nice this is inside. Look at the dash. This is super clean.
It's got like 9,000 Ks or something on the clock, doesn't it?
Yeah, that is not accurate for the car. I think it's done about 125, I think, from memory, 1,000 Ks. That clock was replaced. And it's noted in its documentation. They've done the right thing there.
97,000 as a current bid.
But it's still a low kilometre car for its age.
When I first saw it, I was like, is this thing legit, like OG, low mileage? Like, it is so clean.
It is
like,
very
obviously,
nice.
Yeah, it's not that on the dash, but yeah, it is... yeah, it's a super
look at it, look in the video
car.
here.
98,000 is the current bid.
Let's round up to 100. Let's go, guys. Get the R&B horn ready, Lukey. We're going to round up to 100. Let's go. Don't bother with 99. Just skip that. Don't worry about that.
98,000 is the current bid.
Oh, about to go. Oh, he did 99.
We got the 99. Looking for 100. There it is.
Let's
hit
go.
the horn. Current bid's 100,000. Looking for 101 now. We're getting that 30-second increment with the bids.
Appreciate you sticking with us tonight, guys.
Yeah, good on you guys. We're on the market.
Man,
104,500.
We're on the Santa Fe Reserve on it. Let's go. Someone's owning this. Now you're going to miss it.
We're looking for 107 to keep it live.
You got a bid. Let's go.
We're
Don't
live
mess around.
And selling at 104
that was a power bid. I like it.
half.
Is he going to knock him out there?
We're selling at 104 and a half. Looking for 107. 3 seconds to go. Well played.
Well done. Well bought.
Good
Congrats.
job. Congrats, guys. Yeah, 104 and a half. All right. Now, the next lot 77, we got a no reserve VL BT1 turbo replica. Current bid's 44,500. We're looking for a $45,000 bid.
Again, we're selling, guys. This thing's running at absolutely no reserve. So, yeah, this has been done as a cool BT1 replica. So it's in that iconic absinthe yellow, sitting low on those Pursuity wheels, like you'd dread to pull up beside the lights back in the late 80s. It's got a fully refurbished interior in it, the turbo RB36 cylinder with a Garrett turbo on a low mount manifold, front mount intercooler, turbo smart wastegate and boost controller. It runs a Link ECU, 5-speed manual, factory VL turbo diff in the back. It's got factory aircon and 15-inch Pursuity wheels. You're going to be the king of the kebab shop with this thing, man. Look it up.
The current bid's 45,500. We're looking for 46,000. We got 30 seconds to think about it.
Everyone loves a good dose and turbo car.
They
love
do.
The noise of these things is cool.
Such the next generation coming through, isn't it? Like it's.
Let's go.
Yeah, they've certainly become
right,
very,
45
very
and a
popular.
half. Not a lot of money.
Cheap fun, man.
Yeah, cheap fun for someone.
45,500. Looking for a 46,000 to keep it live with 10 seconds on the clock. 45,500.
46.
Selling with no reserve.
They're going back.
46,000.
We'll see if we get 46 and a half.
20 seconds on the clock.
Bit of fun,
Current
this
bid of
one.
46. Yeah, man. Yeah, they are. Yeah.
It's a bit of my generation growing up, this stuff, and all the kids these days are in it. I know a lot of the younger blokes around here love that thing.
Oh, that's just how it works. It's generational. They do move through the line. But yeah, it's a nice, clean car and a fast car. 46,000 as a current bid.
Well
and
done.
she's sold. Well bought. Congratulations. All right, lot 78. We're starting to wrap them up. 1982 VH CDT turbocharged Commodore. So,
what's a CDT Commodore, you ask?
Yeah, yes, you ask.
So, yeah, everyone knows HCT, but CDT was the country dealer team. So, put together by country dealers. They sold these cars. This is what they called an S3 Turbo Commodore. So quite rare. They only built about 23 of these, and this is build number 14. So this car's actually now running a built 202 6-cylinder. They're factory turbocharged. This thing runs a Holy Sniper fuel injection setup on it, which is quite cool. It's been tuned by a Holy Sniper guru out at Toowoomba, this thing. It's got a 5-litre manual transmission. Oh, sorry, 5-litre, 5-speed manual transmission. It's getting late, guys.
5 litre of oil.
Yeah, yep. Air conditioning, power steering, turbo timer, showing 164,000, 279 kilometres on it from new. Set of 18-inch ox wheels. It's got its original logbooks and a pretty large receipt file with it too. So cheap money at this, guys.
It is. Current bids at 29,750.
This thing was comparable to a HCT. You kind of had the option to choose one or the other in its day. You saw those things.
It was an era where this was coming out. Like these turbo sixes was a thing.
It was the future.
Yeah,
This was the future.
You know, the car we've got next is in the same vein. And
It is, yeah.
You know, it was a fork in the road for them at that point in time. So
And at the moment, you're sitting at normal 6-cylinder VH Commodore money a little bit. You know,
yeah, nothing special. Yeah, or,
this thing's super special. So. Yeah, super rare car, and it is a legit thing. CDT built a bunch of different cars. See the vent on the hood there's a signature CDT thing. It's intake there where the air cleaner and the turbo setup was off to the side.
If you got one of everything, you probably still don't have one of those. So the current bid's 31,250. It's just had a hit at 31,750. We were looking for 32,250 now.
Super clean car. It's definitely a talking point. You take that out to a meet for your Commodore guy. It's something different, you know.
It looks, everyone think it's V8 too. They'd just be like, what's that whistle? What's going on with that? You know, certainly it's a talking point,
It's a clean car, really interesting.
It's a lot of car.
There's some cool old documentation, you know, of CDTs being featured in magazines and road tests and stuff, which is really cool. So, yeah, they were a legit thing and super rare. I don't know how many of them survived today. Probably a handful, if that. You know, a lot of them don't.
$35,000.
Build plate on the dash there shows us build number 14. It's got a bit of an upgraded stereo in it. Some nice little additions, but yeah, it's a genuine S3 CDT turbo Commodore. And yeah, 35 we're at VH 6-cylinder money. And this is more than that. This is certainly a much more special car than that.
Yeah.
So wake up, guys.
Look, the trick with these is that they're that rare that a lot of people don't even know about them.
Yeah,
you know?
that's 100% true.
That's just part of the trick with some of this stuff that we deal with, you know, where I guess we see lots of things too and we're like, oh, that's rad because it's really unusual. And, you know, when do you ever get one of those? But, you know, a lot of the time people can be just sitting there going, what is that? How? But look, we've got a current bid of 36,500.
Yep. Cruising along.
Current bid's 37,000. Look for 37.5 now.
Again, guys, we're getting towards the end of the auction, but
turbocharged Commodore.
Realise it's late. You know, we're almost 20 to midnight.
We appreciate all you guys
in
that are hanging in there with us.
If you do want to chuck a max bid on one of the later cars, you can certainly do that. We haven't got that many lots left to go.
I think you're close enough to the end. You can hang in there now, guys. Yeah, there's only a few more to go, so you might as well
Uber a Red Bull,
crack another beer, and
get yourself a Red Bull.
So we're at 38,000 on the CDT. Looking for 38.5 to keep it live.
Let's go.
All right, guys. There's only 4 more cars to go after this one, and we'll button it up for the night.
Let's go
you guys.
straight
You've
back,
done a
guys.
good
Let's
job.
hit him back. We're still super cheap money here, guys.
38,000, yeah.
Why play around? Hit him with a good number.
Yeah.
You know where you want to be.
Current bid of $38,500. Looking for 39,000 with 20 seconds on the clock, and we got the 39. Good move there, keeping it moving. 39,000 current bid, looking for 39.5.
You're not going to see another one of these come up, I don't think. Very rarely have I.
Yeah, well, I've been doing it 20 years. You've been doing it a long time. I haven't seen one before.
No.
So,
no, that's fair.
Current bid at $39,500. We're looking for $40,000 to keep it live, guys.
Straight back at him, guys. Let's go. Let's get this moving.
Current bid of $40,000.
Hit him straight back. Let's go. Let's see if you're going to be my friend and hit him straight back or Ben's guy. Yeah, I like you. Yeah, 40.5. I can like both of you, man. I like both of you now. Hit him straight back. Yeah. We're all friends.
41,000.
All friends
looking
here.
for 41,500.
Let's go. Hit him back. Show him his boss. Let's go.
Yeah, that's good. We got some people here that understand what it is and getting in and having a play on these.
Yeah, still cheap money.
Yeah, for sure. 41.5 we're looking for here, guys.
Hit him back. Let's
You
go.
got 8 seconds in, you've done it.
Yep.
So we're looking for 42,000 now to keep it live.
Show him who's boss. Let's go.
And it's in great condition.
It's a really nice car.
It's a really good car,
Yeah.
you know, like, yeah. This was in a great collection as well.
It is,
like
yeah.
When we went and saw this was on a on a racking system, put away with a whole bunch of cars. Very lovely guy.
Really
Another
nice
good
guy.
collector who
great
knows
guy.
good cars when he's looking at them. And
We'll talk to the Hobbit on that one. That's a really nice car and a really rare thing. So let's have a chat tomorrow and see if we
this
can help
one's
you
all
with
in
it.
the same lane. So now we're looking at lot 79. It's a Mike Vine turbocharged XE S-Pack Falcon. So, again, another very rare.
Yeah.
We've got a current bid of 41,000. We're looking for 41.5 right now.
And look, condition of this thing is really nice. This is a super rare Mike Vine Stage 2 Turbo S-Pack XE Falcon. It's been fully restored and rebuilt. It's compliance as a turbo car prior to its first registration back in 1984. There's a plate on the car. You'll see all the Mike Vine stuff on it. It's been professionally repainted. It's the original colour. It's got the factory interior trim in it. All running gears less than 1,000 kilometres old. Since its rebuild. It's got the matching numbers, 4.1 litre, 6-cylinder engine, which has been rebuilt and upgraded by Mike Vine. New turbocharger, rebuilt T5, 5-speed manual transmission, rebuilt diff with 2.78 ratio, true track center, and 28 spline axles, 14-inch steel wheels wrapped in white leather tyres. Are we still going here? Paperwork file with copies of original magazine articles and documentation from Mike Vine himself. So
And it's gorgeous.
this car actually went to Mike Vine. He tuned the car before it came to us. Mike's getting on now. He's done a lot for the industry and it was really big nosy stuff on these turbo cars. He worked with Dick Johnson on the Grand Prix cars and did a lot of the turbocharged work. There's some cool videos of those two talking about the future of the turbo cars.
Yeah.
And
And this car's just been restored so well. Everything's like zinc illumined and all the finer details are done on it. And it's just another really cool piece of Australian motor history. And it's not like they just screwed a turbocharger on the side of it.
No.
They swapped the 4-speed out and put the 5-speed in it as part of the
heaps of cool
package.
stuff in
and
it, yeah.
They did lots of stuff to it. And it's a real anomaly in its evolution.
It
so,
is.
yeah, special car. Again, if you got one of everything, you probably don't have that. So
No.
another great car for a collector that
this is not just a 6-cylinder S-Pack car. This is plated 1984 turbocharged car. Really cool setup with documentation from Mike Vine himself. There's photos of Mike with the car when he tuned it. It's a cool piece of history. So 44.5. We'll talk to you tomorrow on that one as well. Let's see. We've got 3 more to go here, guys.
Yeah, just a couple, man.
So look, there's opportunity when people are going to sleep here. So so you get rewarded for staying up. This is part of the deal, man. When you hang around for these auctions.
2010 VE HSV, the GXP.
It is.
So manual, cranky little manual, 6.2, rowdy son of a gun.
This is a fun car. They only built 400 GXP sedans. This is build number 218. It's got a full factory HSV body kit. Under the bottom it's an LS3, so 6.2 litre V8 engine, runs a 6-speed manual transmission, factory Heron White, aftermarket exhaust system. Sounds super rad, this car. Pops and crackles through the gears.
It sounds like a supercar.
Oh, it's rad. It's lowered suspension. It's got aircon, power windows, remote central locking, Bluetooth connectivity too, so you can talk on the phone in it. It's on a set of 20-inch VF GDSR replica wheels. So got a cool look about it. Love the factory bonnet vents and stuff in these things.
Yeah, they're the best model. They've got the big pouty guards, scoops and stuff everywhere. They're
cheap money for a super fun car. HSVs these days are just
it's only 28.5 on a current bid. There, we're looking for 29,000 right now. It's cheap money. There's a couple of these in the market at the moment. I think for 48. I saw a couple of them for. So we're still sitting at cheap money right now.
6.2 litre V8 manual, super fun. HSVs are super hot at the moment.
We'll talk to the highest bidder on that one tomorrow.
All right.
Alrighty, what do we got? Lot 81, 2002 Holden HSV GDS Coupe.
It is. So this is a modern collector Aussie muscle car, this one. It's a genuine top-of-the-line GDS Monaro or GDS HSV Coupe. It's a factory devil yellow car with the matching yellow interior. It's got a rebuilt LS1 V8 engine with a bit of a cam in it, 6-speed manual trans, like all the GDSs were manuals. It's on a factory set of 19-inch wheels. Done about 177,500 Ks from new. Does have books with it. This thing was top of the tree. So the HSVs, so you had your base Monaros, then HSV did a GTO, and then the GDS. And GDS was the one to have, man. It was the big dog, the cool one that everyone wanted, and that's what this thing is. So,
got a current bid of 50,000 on this one. Looking for 50.5 right now. We've got 30 seconds to go.
This is like under GTO money. If you have a look at what these things go for on car sales, you know, a GDS car, you know, bringing a lot more money than this. So, yeah, it's super cheap money. It's got a very fair reserve on this car. So you do want to be a high bidder on it if you want a chance to own it, because at the very least, even if there's no one else awake to go, if you're not a high bidder on it, you don't get that call tomorrow, and it's very fair. So you do want that call tomorrow, trust me.
Oh, just a little
you know that.
Right
you know you want the call tomorrow. Have the option. Why not?
The current bid of 50,500. Looking for 51.5 right now.
See if you can get the call tomorrow to own this thing. The guy's really fair on it. Sent it here to sell it. He wants it to go. So, yeah, make sure you're a high bidder on that so you get that option to own that car tomorrow. You might be surprised how fair the reserve is on that car. Let's see if it's going to close out
50
there.
50,500. We'll talk to the highest bidder tomorrow.
Yeah, that's your reward. All right, last car of the night.
Last, yeah, lot 82. So 2000 Ford FPV GT BA Falcon.
Yep. So this is a super low kilometre, genuine Series 1 BA GT Falcon. This car is actually owned by V8 supercar driver Dean Canto from New. It's got the 290 Boss 5.4 litre V8 engine, 5-speed manual transmission, Brembo brakes, leather trim inside. Does have logbooks with it. It's got the FPV compendium with it, with the original sales brochure and the test drive DVD. Thing's only done 16,700 kilometres since 2004. Like, that's super low Ks. We're sitting at only 41 grand at the moment. It's a great modern collector car. Pretty cool with the Dean Canto original ownership. Adds a nice thing, but you know, super low kilometre car for
there's some smarts in this stuff too with the market. Like they roll off, and these are good blue chip cars you can buy at this point and put away for a little bit, and they come back up of age again.
Especially a nice low kilometre car. This is really well looked after. Again, it's got a very fair reserve on it. So yeah, if you want to have a crack at this, it's worth being the high bidder. Yep.
20 seconds on the clock to go. But yeah, look, most of these cars, like they say, there's a 30-year swing. So everything in this sort of a space, 20 years, they're getting a little bit in their lull and their lowest
ready to
point
come
of
back
price. And they just start gaining again. And
that's true.
It's what they do. It's just the rhythm. It's the association.
Cycle.
It's, most people like cars that are...
last second.
Oh, yeah.
Why you do me like that on the last second, man? All right, well, you're staying up. You're going to get the reward of the phone call tomorrow. Oh, 42. He's not letting you have it. He's not letting you have it. There's at least 2 people still awake here. Let's go.
Yeah, it's a late night, guys. We appreciate you guys hanging in. They're big auctions, and the Monday night's our thing. So we do appreciate all the ones that everybody that's hanging in there for
over
us.
here watching us.
43.5 for the current bid. 26 seconds. We're looking for 44 to keep it live.
Let's go.
You want to wind this out? Keep everyone up to midnight, man. Keep going.
Let's do it.
Keep in
We're with you.
Do it at the last second. Just piss Lockie off.
Do not do that.
You can do it.
Do not do that.
And do it. All right, we're looking for 44,000. We've got 8 seconds on the clock. Current bid of 43,500.
Oh,
There's your 44.
Here we go. Look at that. That's the money. 16,733 kilometres from you.
44,500 on the bid.
Manual
44,000. There it is.
45.
We're chipping away.
No, we're rocking on. Let's go.
We're chipping away.
We've got a couple of our Ford guys around. Some of our FPV guys. It is a great car.
Going to do it.
Some of our FPV guys still awake. They're going.
45,500. Looking for 46 now. On the FPV GT.
Let's go. Had a good night. Let's see if we can round this out.
It's been a great night. Thanks for everybody who's hung in there and rode it out with us. It's a cool way to do this. It's fun to be able to share the night with you guys and talk you through some of these cars instead of just letting them run out on them.
Had a massive number of registrations for this auction. Lots of interest. It's been a great one.
Yeah, we appreciate the support, man.
Can't do it without you guys being involved.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. Close out.
Closed. All right, we'll talk to the highest bidder of that. So massive thank you to everybody.
Thank you
if you did manage to get into here, if you're watching
it
on YouTube as a replay later, I hope you enjoyed
Not thank you
the
so
show.
much, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway.
Yeah. Look,
still thank you.
Next auction is December. It all wraps up on December the 9th, that one.
Yeah.
If you don't know, which a lot of people don't, how our rhythm works in here, we run this auction. We'll have this week buttoning up all these cars. Next week, I'm going to sit down. I pretty much have a 3-day window, man, when I sit down and I look at all the consignment applications that have been sent in over the last 6 weeks or so. I go through that whole process, look at all the cars, choose where I want to go, and I'll do 10 days, 2 weeks on the road chasing the cars that we want to see. So I travel to where the cars take me. I do know that I'm going to fly down into Melbourne for this one. I'll probably drive back to Sydney. I think I've got quite a bit to hit at the moment. It looks like Melbourne to Newcastle. So we'll see where that road takes us. But get your applications in. If you've got something really cool to sell, go to the website, hit that, consign with us, sell with us form, drop your details in there. I'm going to need, your basic details of the vehicle and stuff like that so we can get started. Get them to us, man, because that's our next lot. We'll
December's always big. It's a big auction for us.
Auction.
So
yeah, a lot of guys get the green light to buy themselves a Christmas present, and we always get a few ladies that buy cars as surprises for their husbands, and it's always a banger. So that one goes live from the 29th of November through to the 9th of December.
Yep. Make sure you keep an eye out for it. And high bidders, we'll talk tomorrow. Please, if you have interest in any of the cars that didn't make their reserve tonight, if you weren't the high bidder, please shoot me an email, sales@7, SEVEN, the numbers 82motors.com.au. Once I get through high bidders, I'll try and go through those and work out if you've got interest. Make sure you get in touch with us or leave me a message on my phone and I'll come back to you as soon as I can. We're here to get these cars sold, man. That's what we do. We sold a bunch tonight under the hammer, but we've got a bunch more to do tomorrow and in the following days. So come at us if you've got interest. We want to hear from you. We're here to get these sold for our consigners. That's what we do. And thank you for getting involved tonight.
Thanks for trusting in the brand and getting involved. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Champions.
Cheers.
All right, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.
Peace out.